I want you guys to know that I played quite a bit with Canyon and he ran me down in solo queue. So because Canyon lost me quite some LP last time I was in Korea solo queue, I actually wouldn't mind if he loses here, right? However, that's me being petty. Yeah. No, that's pretty much the story. I can show you guys a clip what he did, by the way. It was Skarner jungle. Died level 1, gave enemy Gwen first blood, okay? And then he died level 3 as well. And I had to play against a first blood Cold Armor Gwen. Okay, sorry.
Makes them legends for real. It's AGAL!
He took my LP though, as well. Like, I don't know. In my team, Canyon. Oh, Flounder kind of looks like Aura, no? It's Quante! Kupasi, stop spamming, bro. You're coming with the worst ideas too, Kupasi. Here's the challenger in Korea. I got to rank 24 in 22 days in Korea.
Riyadh, are you ready?
1550 LP.
Every team fight, every battle in every lane, all led to this moment. The grand final of League of Legends at the Esports World Cup is now.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for that incredible introduction.
He was lost on the map, bro. My support, my ranked teammates. He was lost on the map.
To bring you the grand final. GenG, the #1 seed from Korea.
One time you mean Uncle Jack? True, Lerox. See you legs, buddy.
It could not get better than this, boys.
The last time these teams faced off against each other,
Okay, we're finally here. It's a best of 5. It's a best of 5 finals.
So much this year. We had this team fail to defeat both Korean representatives at MSI, but now have the opportunity to take out.
They're all coffee maxing.
Anyone's legend took
If you play a best of 5, you best better be like omega caffeinated. What I always like to do when I was playing a longer series is I used to do what's it called? Empty stomach. And then chewing gum combo. So after every game I do a new chewing gum. Because when you eat gum, I think it works like this. There's like more blood flow going to your brain, especially with empty stomach. And then like you have omega focus. Think about it. And then if you win the game, you celebrate with a meal because you're hungry. And if you lose the game, you eat the pain away by eating a big like meal too. Does that make sense? So like either way, there was no losing, right? Right. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Alright, now let's focus, okay? I'm gonna stop talking about me and my storyline and my trauma dumping. Either way, Canyon did lose me quite some OP. I still think about that quite some time. But like GenG's gonna probably win 3-2. Yeah.
Scary part about this team right now. I think factually, objectively, they have been the most consistent.
Factually, objectively, what about fundamentally?
EWC. We have seen some really high
Good
highs, though, from GenG, and at the
Aurora Nico out. Nice, no Aurora first game.
To the draft for game #1. This is the first time, of course, this is going to spice up as we head.
Talia open, Azir open, Pantheon out, Pantheon out. Talia open. Show me Talia.
All 5 out of like what? 4 best of 5s that they've been in. They played 10 games against T1 in a row at MSI.
Varus first pick. Interesting.
And are now looking to see whether they can take an
Azir
title as well. They did go to 5 with AL, like you were talking about. We'll see what does happen here. As already the Varus going to be locked in first here for GenG. A lot of priority onto Ruler to give over the Azir as well.
Crazy to see a Xayah ban prioritized over the bars here on red side. They get that, and it'll be exchanged for the Azir, which looks like that's the gamble that AGL wants.
My draft knowledge in regards to Fearless is omega limited because I haven't watched too many tournaments in Fearless draft situation yet, right? I think the first one is just kind of blind guard, and then it makes more sense. With an AP jungler like this, you probably want an AD jungler, like, I don't know, Sinzao, Trundle, maybe Poppy. Poppy Azir, I feel like always is good too. He's a pretty selfless jungler.
Pantheon focus as well in the bans. The Azir coming through for Shanks. It's good to take away from Chovy, but as you mentioned, I feel like Chovy's best.
Azir top, what the hell? Wait, they're also playing Jin Jungle. No, what? Why is Tarzan playing Jin Jungle? Okay, so I really like this draft because against Varus, right? Varus ult, Maokai ult, you want Merc threats, right? You want Mercs, but then you have Yone and Varus 80 damage. So that's like, Now you want mercs, but you're also playing already against heavy 80 damage. I think like Yoda is completely fine against Azir. Before first recall, it gets pretty hard, especially when it gets Spam Scepter. It's completely fine. So now it's already pretty tricky, like how to itemize against this round, right?
Is going to be incredibly powerful for those team fights, and it's a pick that you're never going to get your hands on if you don't grab it here.
Yep.
All right, what should we ban? We're gonna ban junglers. So what junglers do we ban? I mean, it could always be Maokai support actually, but I don't think Duro is that psychopath. So what junglers do you ban here? You probably want an 80 jungler. Wait, they ban Poppy themselves. What? Do they think it's maybe Maokai jungle or Poppy support? I guess, right?
The exact comp that AGAL were playing just yesterday, so maybe GenG after.
And I gotta go for top lane champion pool or jungle champion pool.
Learnings from that, I think that's not a bad idea. We do see the Poppy coming out as the ban here. I do wonder about a potential Silas flex with the top Yone. I think that would be kind of crazy.
Yeah, AL bans. Okay, so they're gonna ban junglers. Skarner makes a lot of sense.
Faker playing the Silas to an amazing degree, and with Alistair picked here for Kyle. Could be a consideration. I'm not expecting it though.
It's definitely a consideration for sure. The Poppy pick makes.
If anybody flames my wall up, I'm perma-banning you.
Thank you, Rakai.
No more ads during important fights greater than €5.
True. I'm gonna play ads before the game too, just like K-Draw. I'm gonna be like, guys, if you use Twitch Prime, you don't get no ads. GG. It's a best of 5.
That's a pick I expected to see banned here by
Mbessa ban is interesting.
Take away the Mbessa.
You know what's also really good with Maokai is Blitzcrank. It's something that Duro has played quite a lot, and we've seen.
I don't think Blitzcrank makes sense against Alistar though.
Maokai Blitzcrank. I do wonder if that's another consideration. With
You know what I like? Bard. Bro, if you get Bard here against Azir Jhin, it's hard to play it into the ship as well against like Bard ult. I feel like Bard is kind of strong here. But then Bard Maokai is also not the strongest duo. Bard Varus, I feel like you have so many support options here, like almost everything is there.
So there's a lot of really strong scaling damage here in the side of AGL.
So what do we pick top into the Rumble?
Missing is a strong front line, and you know the Alistair can help shore some of that up here, but I do wonder what we are going to see to round this out in the jungle.
Something crazy could be a flex of the Maokai.
Santa Galio makes sense. You just try to neutralize the Rumble. And then what do we pick support? Bard, go Bard, bro. Omega Bard angle.
There's some crazy things that you could get done there, but the Cassante, Keen Sante, going to be coming in as the answer
Keen Sante
against this Rumble. And I was thinking that maybe like you could have done a rotation here of like Ornn Trundle, for example, and then you could have really shut down what this Rumble wants to do. As
Ornn Trundle? Where's the Trundle gonna go, bro? Support?
This time against the Ornn.
This is kind of an awkward spot here.
Alright, that makes sense too. Again, same idea here though. You need mercs against Varus, Cassante, Maokai, and Rakan, right? You need mercs. There's no alternative. But they still have so much AD damage in Varus, Yone, Cassante even. It's very interesting.
It feels pretty free. I have to say,
Shots are pretty even though. What's really nice for the Cassante here is that he can just rush full MR because he's gonna be side laning against either Azir or Rumble, right? And for Rumble, it's harder to item. I'm just gonna go full AP. But I think Cassante has the best position here in terms of itemization because just both AP solo laners. The 80 damage sources are flat 80 damage, so he probably just goes like Tabis. And this Cassante is gonna be Omega unkillable. Especially like I guess mid game, late game. We'll see. So much setup. I like this. I think both shots are good, but you need this top side to really function well. I think the Jhin and Alistar are mostly set. Actually, that's not necessarily true either. I think both shots are pretty even. In terms of side laning, I also think the Rumble is like completely fine against Cassante Yone. Eventually, Yone will take over the side lane here into the Azir as well. It's not like it's very easy. I think both are good. Alright, chat, I'm gonna play ads right now, so we don't ads during the game. Let's go. I don't like this stuff's interesting. I don't have like a sharp opinion about these shots. I think both shots are like pretty damn neutral here. Okay, so I put my camera here. Ads are playing right now. Use your prime. If you use your sub, you don't get any ads ever, right? And I play ads right now, so you don't get it during the game.
I just don't think this comp has enough damage. If you have to use your Maokai ult defensively, I just don't think you're winning any fight like that. It's just gonna be
they didn't pick Mundo, true. Yes, I was in Riyadh last year with the Tyler 1 and Bows. But I was there for a week doing the speedrun on the mana region, and I played League of Legends 17 hours a day. I didn't really see much of the area there. Thank you, Squared and Traxi, for the private. Appreciate you guys. I went into, what's it called? I went into the desert with Bowser. That was a banger. And we rode a camel together. So that was a banger.
Piggy.
Yeah, the Rumble situation wasn't necessarily dealt with by GenG, and maybe it's a bit of, well, let's get that one out of the way so we don't
Hey,
have to worry about
G2 Jersey,
next
got it.
time.
Yeah, it definitely does feel like there were a bunch of mind games going on within this draft. There are a lot of different layers to this one, as it appears
The onion draft.
Slight issue, as we will be.
I will be honest, guys. I genuinely don't know who to favor in terms of draft. I think it's very even.
Just stacked with so many fans that are obviously so excited for this matchup. It's a real treat to get GenG up against AGAL, especially with AGAL in their current form. So I'm really looking forward to it.
In terms of subjugate targets, I think the Cassante...
You look like Medic a bit.
Could ever have, right? But at the same...
I also like Magnus Carlsen, you could say. So I'm like the Magnus Carlsen of League of Legends, if you kind of draw that line, you know? Kind of, like a little bit. What's going on here? Some technical issue?
Too much about the pillar because he's going to be unbound. He's going to be looking for ult angles anyways, so it's hard to lock the Yone down. So I'm curious how much value in team fights the Trundle can get. Sure, you could get
favorite team generally?
On the Varus if he's playing too aggressively, if he's too far.
Do I have a favorite team?
You can catch a Cassante off guard if he's up too far in a lane.
Oh, T1.
Places where you can find those catches. I don't feel like it's a giga sick Trundle angle outside of that subjugate value. So we'll see what they can get done with this, because I think that's going to be one of the big sticking points here for AL.
I think the best thing about the Trundle...
Magnum Carcel. Magnum Carcel.
Yesterday. So basically, what Tarzan needs to do is walk towards Ruler, and then Ruler will maybe just pause the game again because he's a little bit too frightened. What Skewmon did underneath that turret in mid lane will be burned into my brain for a very long time. The champion is just really strong, in my opinion. It's not necessarily the greatest of matchups in the jungle, though, so maybe they can get...
Would you take a coaching position at LEC if they offered you one? No. I want to mainly be a content creator, guys. Content creator is my angle. Like, being a coach in LEC is just not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Canyon wasn't really the Maokai guy, though, right? Like, that was sort of peanuts.
Unless I can somehow turn it into content as well, otherwise no.
Canyon played a heck of a lot of it, but it wasn't necessarily the...
Guys, I waited so long. I want to get into the game. I want to see some League of Legendos.
I think Canyon's still very good on this pick, and I think it's a fairly easy pick to play in a draft like
Okay,
this.
we're gonna go.
So I'm not worried. I do.
Let's go!
He's known for, but one he definitely can play in a finals like this.
Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen.
What are these pings, bro?
And we're onto the rift for game number 1 of the Esports World Cup League of Legends Grand Final.
Alright, guys, game 1.
Make sure you settle in, as once again, I believe I spied a rumble in the jungle.
This is Omega small. Like, I think this draft is Omega boring. I don't think there's much action anywhere, by the way. There's no kill lanes. We're playing Varus with teleports. Okay, so the Varus is playing with teleport. I think that's already the first interesting thing. You see full defensive summoners in like both bot lanes.
Whoever doesn't have the mic. So I would agree with you there, Atlas.
Maybe one thing that's interesting to talk about is that Canyon is solo AP in GenG's draft, right? They don't have much AP damage in GenG's draft. But like I said, you need Merc Threads. You need Merc Threads against the Rakan, the Varus, the Maokai CC, even the Cassante CC. So you need Merc Threads, which sucks because Maokai is the only AP damage, right? And they have AD damage. So it's definitely interesting.
And now he's back with GenG in Korea.
AP Varus.
Predecessor on JDG back in that.
Chasing towards on the Raptors. Looks like the jungles are gonna mirror pathing, both pathing into bot.
We're gonna make that run. It was DRX ultimately who won.
TP on Varus, yeah. I mean, when you're laning into Jhin Alistar, there's no volatility, right? It's just a it's a farm matchup. There's nothing volatile happening in bot lane. I think mid lane is also full farming sustained matchup. Interesting pathing here. But Azir is both his W's, right? So he doesn't get any access to the wave now. He has nothing on W on the wave. So when you play a melee champion like Yone, if you're actually able to get priority, it is so good for the game for you. Oh, Chovy's getting some level 1 trades in. This matchup should be way better for the Azir in the early game. Okay, so Chovy is playing with Second Wind, Fleet, Shield. So there's 3 ways to sustain, right? Azir can only sustain with potions. So equal health trades like this in the mid lane are really good for the Yone. This is extremely good.
Obviously, it's very strong nowadays, so that's another good reason. But I feel like in terms of that, you know, trying to get into their heads, if you have a really good game on Yone and your Chovy right from game 1, I think you're going to be sending a great message.
What's up, Misty? Chovy in a really good spot. He already got both potions, and remember, he is infinite more sustained than the Azir does. Like this matchup should not be going this well for the Yon, but I mean it's Chovy, so it makes sense. Keen gets priority into the Rumble early. Rumble is weak level 1, level 2, because he needs to overheat, right? Like, he can overheat here, but he can't really extend anything. Level 3, Rumble should start winning. So Keen is trying to build his chest lead in the early game. Chovy's still holding on to his potion, so his D-shoot and second winter sustaining him. And Azir is even running out of mana. And Chovy, it doesn't look like it, but Chovy is stomping this mid lane in the early game here. It should not be going this much into favor of the Yon.
Spot that he went home.
Interesting reset.
Does mean that Kyle does have to walk as far away from this lane.
Why is my Jhin walking top?
Really going to get fully punished or anything like that.
I mean,
Just a little bit of a delayed back.
Yeah, desync backs really matter though when you're trying to go for a lane swap like this. And,
I mean, Azir's out of mana and out of health. Azir has to recall.
Be a Jhin top situation.
But why is my Jhin walking top here, chat? What is going on?
The answer is Tarzan moving towards mid lane. Just
What are we cooking?
to help sort this
Early swap, yeah, I mean, sure.
decent back angle.
Why would you swap out of this matchup though?
it's like Flandre
Are we gonna try and freeze the wave here?
here, and there's no crash, so
I just don't see the benefit of this swap.
for AL for the time being.
I'm trying to figure out what's like the beneficial position of this lane swap, because Rumble is gonna struggle a lot more against Varus Rakan. Like Jhin Alistar cannot really kill a K'Sante, right? Like what are you gonna do against K'Sante? Rumble likes to lane against K'Sante. So if I see this right, if Rumble gets dove, he can't defend himself against this. But K'Sante cannot die against this. Like there's no way that K'Sante can die. So I think it's only good for K'Sante here.
So in terms of specifically going for lane swap timing,
Luke mid lane reset too. Chovy got a full recurve refillable. Shank's only got these components. Okay, it does look like the wave top lane is frozen actually. That's interesting. Are they freezing the bot wave too?
Flandre losing a little bit of farm here. You could see that's
So yeah, the top wave is frozen. Interesting.
even though they're not laning against each other, but did not have to use his teleport to get to the lane. So
What about EXP? You see that the K'Sante is pretty far ahead of the XP to the Rumble. This is Rumble XP, this is K'Sante. So it doesn't really look like K'Sante is suffering much yet.
Kind of awkward. The Keen is sort of just there on an island.
It's just crazy that Chovy makes this matchup look so good for Yon, when in reality, I mean, it's fine for Yon, but it shouldn't be this good.
Experience range, trying to do the same thing on the other side.
Yeah, this is not the frozen lane, so the Rumble's completely fine.
So it's going to be some pretty low econ top laners, I think.
which does favor the K'Sante.
And the wave is bouncing here.
I mean, K'Sante does a lot.
Giga Chat, he got the XP.
Feed those items a lot more, and Keen is happy to just not even take
Also,
it back here and sit in this.
What we're thinking about this, Cass just said it too. K'Sante doesn't need as much resources as the Rumble needs this game, by the way. I don't see how this is favorable. Oh,
Actually taking so much damage. That's the flash out. One more auto before the snapback.
Chovy is stomping mid.
And Chovy not even going to invest the flash. Shank's going to have to go home and has a long walk back.
I mean, you could see that both the junglers and
but like I said, right? This Alistar, sorry, this K'Sante is never pressured by this Alistar Jhin. Yes, Azir should win lane, Yon should win side, but Yon is already winning lane, which is, it should not be the case.
Like, yeah, melee into range doesn't matter. I'm playing Yone, it's OP. I'm going to win the trades. I'm going to have my team there to support me so I can continue to put on that pressure and essentially just do whatever I want, is what Chovy is saying.
Yeah.
I mean, Yon, like the opening that Chovy already did against Azir, right, where he baited out both W's and instantly got priority, is so impressive, and then just got the equal trades and just got full priority.
Thinking he was going to just TP back in, but the wave stayed on the top side. Means
What do you think would be AL win condition here?
teleport advantage over
I think they need an explosive skirmish around Grubs, something like this. They are behind in EXP, in top, and in bot right now. Look, the Varus is ahead on the Jhin, and the K'Sante is ahead on the Rumble. Later on in side lane, Yon outskills both Rumble and Azir in side lane, so Yon is going to be the dictator in side lane here, right? And K'Sante, as you see, is building full MR against Rumble Azir, so he can always neutralize. I struggle to see a good win con for AL. If Chovy gets further and further ahead, he's going to dictate the side lane completely. K'Sante can always neutralize, and I think they're just going to stack dragons.
Sorry, the Negatron cloak helping more than I think it had any right to.
Hey, Shank's getting some good trades in though. But there's a plant spawning at minute 6, and Chovy's going for the plant.
Alois. That guy's good.
Keenis can even 1v2 them in bot lane here.
This is 1v2 Keen.
I mean, like I said, it makes sense. Like, what is Boots of Fitness Jhin gonna do here? Fight David Prime?
dash away. Deadly Flourish is going to slow him down, but
And just evading here, okay.
stop him from leaving, Hope. It was looking dicey.
Yeah, I just feel like that's why I was talking about earlier. The reason
Trundle has no camps here, right? Trundle only has this here. He's only gonna get his blue buff soon, and again, he still has his entire top side.
to the Rakan and the Varus with unlimited sustain and the insane damage from the Varus, but the Jhin and the Alistair don't do anything to Cassante.
They can't stop him, and we've seen Cassante be one of the best lane swap absorb champions, even before lane swaps were massively nerfed, but we'd see them at level 1. This was Keen's life for like a year, right? And he's winning it this time. He's got so much practice with this, and the Lethality Varus with the Dirk in hand here is just gonna smash Laundry there on the top side. The sustain you mentioned from those Rakan Qs is gonna come.
Okay, so AL wants to force an objective around this scuttle, right? I think GenG might not even take this. Actually, Rakan is teleporting mid. He got a chunk on Shanks. Remember, Azir's no flash, right? They're gonna contest this. Varus teleporting top. Also crucial, before we leave, bot wave is neutral, right? So bot wave doesn't matter here. Let's focus.
That's all AL can get, although they are still in this pit. 4 versus 3 for the moment, but Ruler is moving over there. Flandre, level 7, does have Equalizer at the ready. This is a dangerous fight for GenG to take. As Ruler throws out the ulti, it's going to be met with Tarzan's flash.
And then you just take this.
Hope really speed ran.
I'm curious what happened to bot wave.
They were closed and then they were opened and then they were closed again pretty immediately.
Yeah, not the greatest fight setup there for AL. It's really desperate, but I think after Tarzan flashes, you know you're going to have to give at least 2/3 here of the Grubs, and taking a fight follow-up after that is just not going to be possible.
They get Grubs and Dragon.
In the draft, Wolf, just giving over Varus essentially.
It looks like the bot wave is pushing into AL here, though, which is really good for the Azir, right? This bot wave is pushing towards them, so we're losing resources on bot lane for GenG, but they don't care because they're getting 2 neutrals.
Toby's done a really good job in mid as well, so now they can just kind of roam the map as a
And Keen just takes over bot.
Whatever objective they want. Like, Hope playing this Jhin right now has 0 impact.
And remember, right, when we're looking at both top laners too, let's say neither top laner gets many resources, I would always want a low resource Cassante compared to a low resource Rumble.
So GenG get 2 Grubs and they get the first Drake, so off to a great start there.
Yeah, it's just the objective control that is so necessary for this GenG comp, but they are very strongly holding tightly onto in this early game, just through lane pressure alone. As Duro is on this controller here lurking, I don't think he'll find any opportunities, but does hit level 6 here, can just get some deep vision.
They're already matching the Yone into the Rumble too.
And that's going to be the end of that, but just going to wrap his way all the way around.
Who skills better in your opinion? GenG's comp. And the reason as to why is because Yone dictates the sideline against both Rumble and Azir, and Cassante can just hold against both. And I think in teamfights later on too, it's pretty hard to itemize. You're gonna need Merc Treads against GenG's comp, but they mainly have physical damage. I think Yone, if he just stays very high resources, is gonna be such a big problem. Oh, no flash on Tarzan. I sidestep.
Hello to his former jungler from Griffin and does do a whole lot of damage. Snaps back to that soul. Flandre was just unable to.
Flandre hasn't recalled in a while, right? He's only got 1100 gold in his items chosen component.
To get that health back.
That Keen has into this Rumble works into the Azir as well. So he's actually just sitting here chilling going, well, I've got all this MR. It's hard for you to put a dent into me, so I can continue to trade with you.
I think GenG's gonna do 1-3-1? No, I think they can just leave Varus on the mid lane. Varus can just always TP in the side lanes as well. I think he just leaves the Varus on the mid lane, he can wave clear from 3 screens away and just dictates. They want to try to put the Azir into the Yone, right? And Yone and the Rumble wants to go into the Cassante.
GenG have had so much vision on the top side of the map. Like, Duro can make those plays where
they use both TPs here to get to the solo lanes.
Because he can see literally everything. There is no risk whatsoever to what he's doing. And GenG, look at the wards they have all over the map. Like, they have so many.
Lane is insane. It's a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the first time GenG have done this. I think there's a reason why their macro game is considered the
also, take a look at the EXP, right? It's small, but you already see
Here he's got a lot of players on him.
The combo is Hope throwing down these bullets.
Ooh. He didn't have flash, he just switched to summoner, I believe. He didn't have his flash available. I look at the replay there, I don't think he had his flash.
It's kind of insane that it is
A good shit Evoc, well done, bro.
And I feel like there's been a lot of stuff that's happened.
So you see here, GenG is trying to match the Yone into the Rumble and the Cassante into the Azir, which is what the side lane they're referring into.
Those plays, right? He can be anywhere he wants. On the bottom side, not so much. They find him, they kill him. He's trying to get wards on both sides of the map, and he's punished.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I feel like Duro, sometimes on Rakan, you can feel immortal, right? Because your amount of mobility that you have is just insane, right? You can hop to...
Shanks got his first item now. Shanks is spiking on the map. I think now Shanks finally has some damage to match into the Azir. Interesting though, look at Keen's items. He's building a Deadman's Plate. He's going no magic component, and it looks like he's going to Deadman's Plate instantly. Like he's just going for a low economy build, right? He knows he's mainly going to be collecting sideways rather than pushing. I think also the slow, like the anti-slow is really good. Look at this draft, right? Rumble E, big slows, Trundle Pillar, Trundle Pillar, big slows. So I think the anti-slow makes a lot of sense here. He didn't have flash. If Rakan has flash, he's just out, but he didn't have his flash. I think the Deadmans make so much sense against the Rumble Trundle side lane.
That doesn't go over to Hope because that's definitely what they would have rather had. It's not the end of the world.
Be Force of Nature? True, could be Force of Nature as well, actually.
But that was well played by Duro. I think that's why he commits the ult there. It will be back up for the objective. Doesn't commit his flash though. Knows that extra movement should be enough.
Yeah, and sometimes at tournaments, some players just, they have this ability to just, they're like a magnet. Like, all the kills go towards them, and it feels like Tarzan, he's always in the right place at the right time. Him and Flandre have been the big names.
How's 12 minutes, no kills any fun? I mean, when you looked at this draft, right, I already anticipated that there's not going to be a lot of actions. There are no volatile lanes, right? It's pretty hard to find any openings in this game.
It's like this Trundle. You get that little bit of a fear in you that this Trundle's going to get super fed once again.
Yeah, and Kane's like, stop feeding the Trundle, man. Like, I want to be able to build my tank items. I want to be comfortable. And if this subjugate gets too scary...
Once Joan gets his Blade on King, he's going to have a lot of pressure on this Rumble in the side lane. Right now, Chovy can't really do too much pressure yet, but once we get this Blade on King going, he's going to be so strong.
Shadowing Shanks. Make sure that he can get this crash. Might even be able to get another plate.
Dragon is spawning up here.
Top for mid, it looks like here, as you can see where Canyon is on the map right now. With 10 seconds until Dragon, I favor the position of GenG here.
Okay, we're stacking dragons. And that's so good too, because, I mean, remember guys, later on, the Yone is going to have full... Oh, we're going to make a dive on the Keen here.
Will come through, but he's still Cassante, he's still got flash.
Yeah, let's see where the Showmaker's gonna
Diving Cassante is always interesting.
3 versus 1 is dangerous. He gets the all out. And he
He's dead here.
to leave. Unfortunately, he brought Tarzan with him. And that guy is real scared.
Yeah, if he brings the Alistar, I think he lives, but he brought the Mr. Tarzan with him.
Exactly what happens.
Good that the gold goes on the Azir.
Principle of like you lose somebody, you get the dragon in return feels good, but if they get that whole turret with this Nashor's Tooth Zir, I think that might be a price that's a little bit too big to pay here for GenG.
Yeah, a bit of an issue. I think he pulled the Trundle over, so that was definitely a bit of a issue. I mean, they were kind of stacked on each other, but yeah, there's that first turret going.
Okay, pretty good cross swap by AL there, right? They cross swap the dragon for the kill and the turret in top lane, so they found a pretty good play. Okay, so it ends up being the Force of Nature. You guys are right. Yeah, he went Force of Nature. Interesting. I mean, he needs magic resist, right?
Pretty good. We're gonna check it out on from Tarzan's perspective as he takes the Cassante ride. And just flashes after him and eats him. Look at these mechanics, guys. There it is.
Oh, Trundle mechanics.
I don't know if things would have been that different.
Was he playing on 2 MS? That's crazy too. I mean, Force of Nature makes sense, right? He just needs the slow resistance. But crucially, GenG does have 2 dragons already. And if they get the Herald here too, it's massive because they're going to be able to open up this mid tier 1. Right? And then they're still playing to their main win con, which is this Yone in side lane. The Yone is going to beat the Azir and the Rumble on side lane later on. And then they can still crossweb because they already have a lot of dragons. So they have dragon stacking going. They have full mid prio with the Varus every time. I think GenG is in a really prime position. You just play to the Yone side lane win condition. You see now Yone has the Blade on King. Now Flandre starts getting pressured a lot, right? So this already looks like this at level 11 and they've just been farming even. Give Yone a second item or a third item and the Rumble can't even stand inside it anymore.
But he's still 400 gold behind Shanks, who did pick up the kill. So going to have to deal with that. Obviously, now that he finally has his Bork, he becomes even more of a champion. Does Chovy on the Yone.
It's looking pretty scary there as Tarzan once again sacrifices 50%. But of course, what goes unbound...
Where's the second item? I think he's sending in base. No, he's going for Edge of Night. Edge of Night Varus here. I mean, how is that guy gonna get caught? Yeah, very little things to get onto the Varus game.
And here on the bottom side, Shanks continuing to push. One more kill.
Riku, they got Prime.
And some upgraded shoes to boot. Oh, that was not the pun that I was looking for. Take it away, Will. I think I need to time it.
Like you said, one more kill. As I was mentioning before, who knows when that's going to happen, though, as we won't have a fight really here for a while. 3 minutes until this dragon will spawn, and it's been a relatively quiet early game.
I think Jonas is gonna start farming some junk camps here too. So you see Canyon is standing mid lane with the Herald. Jonas is just perma farming here. Let's go. The more gold they get into Yon, the easier it's gonna go.
The reason I want Alois to say is because he's small and people take him seriously.
Try to run the ads before the game next time.
I did! Wait, are there ads again? Wait, I didn't even know this pillar cancels the Herald. Wait, I didn't even know that was a thing. Wait, I haven't seen that yet. Crazy. Crazy gamers. Okay, all good. Thank you, Arna. They were 27, my goat. The more gold we get on Yon, the faster this game is gonna snowball.
And to get that turret by himself. So they're gonna get a turret eventually. Although, as I say that, it does look like Chovy's trying to join in here onto this fight.
Oh, that's an exhaust immediately here as the Chomp.
No flash on Trundle.
They really want to kill Tarzan, and guess what? They're gonna do it. That's one kill to answer AGAL now.
This draft is so good by GenG. They have perma mid with the Varus, even playing teleport. Yon just has so much pressure on side lane, and K'Sante can just hold, right? K'Sante can hold against Azir, K'Sante can hold against Rumble. It's so tricky.
Is only going to surge further forward. Game is still extraordinarily close, but it feels like GenG starting to come alive.
They're starting to get back control of the map, right? Like Valdez was mentioning, you know, the charge didn't go off, but Chovy got the whole turret topside. They used Chovy's pressure there and the attempted defense of the turret to get deep vision into the red buff and then look for the...
It's hard for AL to make plays on the map with their draft too. Like, where do you make plays? If you want to make a play into the K'Sante, it's very tricky, right? And if you put all emphasis on killing the K'Sante, but then your Rumble gets dove, it's not even really worthwhile. But then GenG is already stacking the dragons too. It's tricky, man. Very tricky. We are there Prime.
1,300 gold here, but GenG at the same time, like, have really never given AL any core in this game.
It's the first time we're gonna see Yon into the Azir matching here.
Yeah, it's very nice to see GenG getting right.
So Varus is at 200 CS already. Holy.
I like what Arnold was saying on the stage earlier, how Chovy went back and he's like, we're not playing our game, guys. We're better than this. And maybe they've come in with that kind of fire and that energy for the grand finals here for EWC League of Legends. There's a...
Yeah, I mean, Ruler's playing with flash teleport, right? Hasn't been pressured yet.
It's very nice for us to watch GenG at their full form because I think that's where we're going to get...
See this dragon setup. Varus has 2 items. Everybody else kind of has half a component, right? Half an item, half an item. This is... Oh, focus here.
Feels like he's found an angle. They stand in front of the ulti, but Duro gonna make his way down. It's the double charm.
Ooh, the Alistar combo failed. That's costly.
Now he might be needing to press that ultimate button to keep himself alive, and I don't even know whether that's going to be enough as the will is indeed broken. And in goes Canyon. He thinks he's found the angle. Still has the brand smash. Uses it, has to get
4 shot almost with the burst there.
Is at least able to battle dance his way around. One knock up onto Tarzan,
And they're playing it so aggressive.
to get out of the way of the chains of corruption.
Should still be 3rd dragon here. Unless Rumble snipes Canyon.
As GenG, they take the 1 kill and they look to answer it with a dragon.
This is such an important timing. We got the dragon up, we got the Otacon up right here, and they massively overextended.
Maybe AL can burn their tempo here for the Otacon.
They're not able to do so, and AGL don't have their jungler.
Canyon's dead.
Curtain call comes in though, and Canyon will be taken down.
I think Duro's dead here too. This looks pretty good for AL.
Misses the 4th bullet, but that may not matter. It's the flash out from
Duro got out?
GenG. They just need to run. The harpoon comes in from Flandre, but there is still a turret down here towards the bottom side, and GenG should be safe.
They have 3 teleports. They could maybe contest this with 3 teleports.
On Canyon.
Is so critical, as you mentioned.
Maybe they play... No, I think this Otacon goes to AL. So it gives them a small chance, especially with the XP, right? This is just gone. But crucially, GenG's on soul point. Okay, so Varus TPing mid, Jonas TPing on top. I think what they're gonna do is Jonas is gonna push his top lane out all the way. The wave's gonna bounce back, and then they're probably gonna put Yon bot to play for the bot tier 1. That's where I want my Yon to play. Losing Fitz and Otacon is pretty bad. Yeah, I don't think it makes a difference here though, because AL doesn't have the economy to buy tier 3 boots here. I think it's fine. If you're gonna buy tier 3 boots, you're gonna delay your spikes to crucial item spikes. So I don't think the feats make too much sense here.
Here for GenG if that play from Duro isn't as crisp.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Duro's there.
I want to get back to the live game. I think we're going to see the Yon go bot very soon.
If nobody's there and it's a 3-on-1, so a bit of a low probability look potentially does not work out for them. I guess towards the end of it all, it kind of does because they do get that Otacon, but it is a 3rd Drake here for GenG, and that
Yona's staying top for now. Keen damage that team fight. Don't 1v9 too hard, Keen.
Do end up getting that damage done to the turret here on the top side. Okay, it was a little bit less damage than I expected. It was hidden there by the rumble portrait. I thought they got like half of it. Mid turret did go down though. Ruler was able to clear that one up.
Okay. I'm surprised to see that they're still matching the Yon top and they're just giving this into bot.
Control on the top side after this. But I think the Mountain Soul
Yon is recalling now. He has 2 items too. Jin has 2 items, Azir has 2 items. I'm gonna assume they're gonna put the Yon bot lane here now. He did use his TP earlier. Okay, Yon is pathing bot.
Yeah, that's so rare.
Really interesting because yeah, we don't see this item ever, but it's actually kind of good in
Yon TP top earlier, but he's gonna have his teleport back also around the Baron timer, so it's completely fine here.
Magic damage happening all the time is how you stack it up real fast. It's not necessarily like the best statted.
I think they might play 5 bot on this tier 1.
Item, but if you're ever gonna build it, this seems like the place to do so. And having movement speed is always underrated. So maybe Keen is onto something here as he's a little bit above half health for the minute.
Rumble's recalling. I think he's anticipating the play happening bot, right? No, he's just moving top. Rumble hit a second item now too.
Could just be to make sure that they can get this outer ring of turrets.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the vision they have on the top side. Still Atlas, like, they have vision and
I think those 2 means die to turrets, so I feel like that's like the most professional play thing ever. It's all like you just take the turret. In professional play, 2 casters, let me just burn those as well. Like, let me just try and squeeze out the best I can. I mean, Chovy and Ruler are Chovying, right? They are like, what, 12 assists per minute almost here?
They just are trading, like, okay, when you guys are clear on that vision top side, we got the vision bottom.
Top lane looks so funny competitive, man. You do nothing, and you just hope that your teammates are better, true? Top lane is just try to be a better bitch for your team.
I've got a theory.
Yeah.
All right. So
True or false?
what if AGAL are actually giving up Mountain Soul?
If Young gets 1 more items, he's gonna start destroying this side, right? On the Infinity Edge spike, it's gonna be so over. For both the Rumble and the Azir.
He's gonna get so many defensive stats. Wow.
Also, mid tier 1 is still full HP. You're playing against a Varus with Edge of Night and a full mid turret. How do you ever force Varus out of the mid base here? They don't have hard engage. Alistar can't really look for flanks. It seems so hard to crack this mid lane here.
It's actually going to be documented. I'm happy to say it though to as many people who are willing to listen. All right, going back. GenG, like we mentioned, I'm trying to figure out why, you know, they've been allowed to get so many dragons, but I think it was mainly because they prioritized that over the
There's gonna be soul point fight soon.
So will it be the soul that's actually going to be picked up here in a minute's time for GenG? As right now the control of the map dictates that perhaps they can. But AL,
I would not want to be facing up against Chovy here. That's gonna have 3 items soon.
Yeah, it just feels like GenG have been winning in the macro game little by little.
Draft diff? It's not draft diff, it's unironically Chovy diff, because Chovy won the lane in mid lane, and that should not be the case. Like, this is the turning point where Chovy should start winning, but he's had mid lane prio the entire game, and he's actually pressured the Azir out of lane. He even got his flash level 5. Alright guys, we're gonna soul point fight here. The game has been slow, 5 kills, but this soul fight's of course gonna be interesting, right? Varus 3 item spikes.
The more important objective right now in about
Azir's Zhonya's, that's a pretty big one. Past that, I don't think anything is too important. Duro is playing Ghost, heal, no flash on Rakan. That's about it.
And I mean, once again, this Maokai could just keep everyone at distance.
I think they just want to poke, right, with the Varus and the Maokai.
Using vision and letting GenG run the map, and that is just going to continue here. And when Ruler has this much vision to work with, it's so hard to collapse on. Look how much damage it can do.
Alistar just used Locket to try and deal with the Varus poke.
Chovy can start the dragon up by himself, and good luck crossing that nature's grasp.
And Ruler has been getting.
I mean, look at this Varus poke.
From the leads that GenG have put together, he has the biggest lead in
Yikes.
the game.
Look at Duro's angle.
And it's gone.
Is just gone.
Like, how do you approach this? They have no heart engage.
There's nothing more that they can get done as Kyle has to ult, but he's down so incredibly low. They're trying to play it defensively, but Keen's going forward. Ruler untouched, but Keen gonna have to get himself out of there.
How do you deal with the Varus?
And now GenG are one step closer to immortality in this game.
You know, there's not a lot of things that are free in life, but that Mountain Drake, that Mountain Soul was so...
Interesting, Chovy bought a null magic mantle before this fight. Right, so he delays his Infinity Edge a little bit. So here they're gonna put the Cassante bot, everybody's gonna recall. What I'm guessing gonna happen is Cassante's gonna push out bot lane, and then he's gonna move to mid, and we're probably gonna try and play around this Baron sometime soon. No Infinity Edge on Chovy yet though, they might want to wait for the item spike. Chovy's farming the topside jungle camps. Gonna find the Azir recalling. Crazy. That champion, man.
Just hunkered down and said, "That's mine." 4 Drakes to 0 in this one, and even though Otacon went over, it's a
they might be waiting for the Yone vintage before they make a decisive play.
Level up on his opposition here in Shanks. It feels like GenG are the ones who are holding the Otacon.
No, they don't care. Like I said, Cassante pushed out bot, right? Cassante pushed bot wave out. Rumble's collecting. Whilst he's collecting, Cassante's already mid. You could even push out mid or just set up move here. Let's see. Stars already have HP. Rumble teleport used. This is like 50-50 though. Oh, Tarzan gets it. About to fight. Tarzan no flash, he flashed in. One-way ticket. Shanks? Ooh, hope lives watch me. I think this best case scenario is for AL here. They get the Baron and they traded 2 for 3. That's not that bad. They have tier 3 boots still, right? So you see tier 3 boots now on the Trundle. Azir gets his third time. That was pretty good. That was really good.
Did a fantastic job getting in there, and it looked over-aggressive almost, but he...
And remember, AL got the Atakan earlier, now they get the Baron too, they catch up with EXP everywhere, right? Rumble's actually ahead in the EXP, Trundle's ahead in the EXP now, Azir caught up, like, we're even in the EXP now, which is one of the most important stats, especially at this stage of the game, right? So, with them getting the Atakan and the Baron, now they're actually in a pretty, like, even spot.
Because the Maokai ultimate is the best way for them to buy space. They still have chains to crush them, but it's not the same setup they had on.
Really well played by Kill too, and Azir's been DPSing the Baron the whole time.
You see the Duro peel, you see the chains of corruption. Equalizer here would have been great if there was follow-up. And unfortunately for Hope, he's just trying to get damage done here at the end. Keen does get on top of him here. Luckily though for him, he does.
Jin flashed out of the Cassante Azir. Look, he flashes away. He has flash still, so he can flash out here.
Out of this, as he barely survives. Look at that, down to like single-digit health. And AL are just going to try to make the best out of this Baron now. It's their one way back into this game.
Oh, Keen with the flank. Goodbye, Hope. You have no hope. What's my support doing? Why is my support recalling on the pink? Vass. I mean, they're sieging mid with the Rumble, Trundle. Like, yeah, disgusting.
GenG winning the fight here, punishing the siege.
That mid-tier turret has been 4 HP the whole game too, so it's so... Yeah, Chovy is Infinity Edge, so GG.
Rumble performance a little bit different to that of what we saw at MSI. This time GenG able to deal with it, and they're looking to push through and take game number 1. Shanks going down low as there is the attempt to knock off from Duro. It is going to get the Zonya's out of Shanks, but Keen is just having the time of his life, manages to take down the Azir and Chains of Corruption.
Holy, that hit by Keen there.
And they can go to Narnia. They don't need that to do the damage. As Kyle fresh out of the death chamber, but he's going to be going back. He left something there, I think. Needed to go pick up his keys. Is now Tarzan going to fall as well.
I think it's just crazy to see how clean GenG is, but especially in this early laning by Azir Yon. I mean, it's a shame these champions are used now. We're not going to see them again. Hold up for a second. I'm yapping. But the fact that Chovy is able to win lane this hard and get far ahead, like, this entire drop from AL also kind of revolves around having that priority in mid lane, right? But Chovy is just a robot that somehow finds Azir's flash level 5. They never have mid lane prio or like anything they can do through mid lane. Then they just stack up the dragons. Yon wins side lane against Rumble Azir. They have no way to match that, and then just GG.
They took lane prio, they were able to get control, and they just had wards on both sides of the map.
I don't think they yap too long in between the games. I think in between the games it goes pretty fast. Damn, I mean, I just think watching Chovy play, also a rule of this game. I mean, everything, right? Their mid tier 1 was untouched. Azir got 0 damage on the mid tier 1 turret. Then they had the Varus mid with teleport that you can just press EQ on the wave, push it away. They play to Yon side lane, they have all dragons. How do you play against them? But how fun would it be if Chovy alt chat, why no FF? Yeah? Look Chovy damage, bro. Against Azir. I mean, Flandre, Rumble probably had the worst game here, right? Imagine being Rumble this game. Level 3, you're playing top lane against Cassante. You're just about to collect the first wave under your turret. Your Jin recalls after 2 waves and walks top and says, hey, Rumble, hey, Piggy, you go bot. Rumble goes bot lane, can't farm against Varus Rakan, right? Chills. Then has to side lane against a Yon that's ahead, and he's just standing there the whole game drooling. It's like, every min I go for might be the end of my... Like, how anti-fun must the game have been for Flandre? Genuinely, level 2, his Jin walked up to him. Unironically, bro. Look at this shit. Like, imagine you're Flandre in this game. Let's go back in the game. Look, Flandre. Collects 1 wave early game here, can play level 1, level 2, and then he just needs to go pot. And now Cassante gets to lane against Alistar Jin, and Rumble has to farm against Rakan Varus. He can farm, right? He has to go with Ruby Crystal and just relax. And then eventually, right, he gets to this point. Now the game becomes somewhat playable for him, right? After, look, and now Yongo stop after this Rumble fight. Look, now Yongo stops. So now he's laning against the Yon. Look at Yon items. Look at Rumble items. This is my items. This is my Yon items. So he can play, right? The entire game for this Rumble has been out of his control. Nothing he could have done. Absolutely nothing. Shit. He's just farming the whole game trying to not die. And then he gets outskilled as well. So he can get like no action. Look at Rumble this game, bro. I don't know. That's something in competitive though. Like you are not a champion. You are just a bitch and you hope that your team just kind of, you know, it's fine with you. Oh, first time chatter. Oh, not the first time chatter. Thank you, Jarshi. You're very kind. Do you plan to go to China to play on the Supa server? I would love to find an opportunity and find a way to get to China for Worlds and play there. I just don't know if pros are gonna be playing there and how easy it would be to get a Chinese super server account. Thanks for the $50, bro. I really feel like Rumble's been underwhelming in MSI and EWC. It's just it doesn't allow for a lot. Like, it's one of the best blind picks to do in top lane, right? Because it beats everything. But if you're lane shopping as Rumble and your opponent is Cassante, I mean, you would always want to beat Cassante, right? And Rumble only loses lane level 1 to level 2, and after level 3 he beats like everybody, and he already got soft there. I don't get why they picked Rumble in the first place if they were going to swap. I agree. The level 2 swap made no sense for me. No sense at all. Rumble is a good pick, but like you don't want your Jin to walk top level 2 and say, yo bro, get the hell out of lane. You know what, they were prime. You can't stream in China, no? I don't know.
Stocks are going up, so you know Pantheon will probably be the third ban on red side for GenG, and the identity of the draft.
Okay, let's go guys. When ban?
What I'm most curious about, because it does seem like those are the obvious bans right now. With
Talia open.
Varus is gone. But otherwise, kind of an
Aurora, Pantheon is out.
I imagine Vi will be second.
We'll see whether the Xayah continues to get banned as well, as that could just be taken away here on the blue side. You have
I'm surprised they perma-ban Nico. They like I don't think they're gonna let Nico through a single game. They're banning Nico on blue side too. Move cam. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
And Duro went to that in game 3 against G2, and then we just saw that T1 were willing to pull it out very early up against G2 in the 3rd and 4th place match. So could be something they.
I wonder if they want to give to Alia and pick like, I don't know, Oriana or something.
So certainly the power level of that duo has been.
Or be like Zeka, you just pick Zed.
It's really interesting. Something that we were talking about and Atlas was mentioning a lot is the fact that now.
Also, guys, if you don't know how League of Legends works now, all the champions that were played previous match, right? So these 5 champions and these 5 champions, they are all banned. You can't play them anymore. That's what Fearless is about. If you play a champion, they're never able to get picked again in the remainder of the series. So it is Fearless indeed.
I was talking about is banned away. Vi is still up though, and I
Aurora is open.
Really powerful with so many different types of compositions here. I would be surprised if GenG let AGL have it.
Flandre looked disgustingly broken on the Aurora yesterday too. I've been Aurora, man.
Successes we've seen for the rest of this year, right? Like Vi has been pretty much permaban status globally until I guess MSI, where we saw some smattering of it. And that's kind of what GenG feel as well. The Wukong is what's going to be taken away from Tarzan here.
So what any journeys do you have? Sinzao, Vi?
I think
Trundle's already out.
You feel a little bit better because you can pick a 1-2 punch with the Vi, you know? Like,
if they don't take it, then you get Ari, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just so scary. I feel like it's mandatory.
They're gonna pick Ari, right? Ari Sinzao?
Give GenG that 1-2 punch, and they will take it here straight away.
But you don't have to pick Sinzao, but you probably pick away the Ari.
Can be the Xayah at times, but we already see that Rakan was selected earlier by Duro, so that's Fearless ban. So Maybe
Ezreal?
do they want to go towards that Ezreal? You don't have to pick it here, but definitely getting something that has a decent amount of safety is a good idea. Senna, another choice if you want to get a big front line and then you have huge amounts of range and just try to play the scaling option and just try to avoid early fights. But that does mean that AGL immediately, even just after seeing these first couple of picks, could have some good early tempo in this game.
Yeah, it's certainly the opposite of Ezreal.
Curious if they're gonna pick away or if they're gonna give it.
Very risky pick here. And a blind Galio.
That's
Galio's been so
Galio's like anti-dive instantly, right?
And still find success.
Very interesting.
Galio has been so incredibly good. His catch on Hansama defined the end of that series yesterday in the semifinals. So
Any.
gonna just lock this one in. And
I mean, Galio's instantly anti-dive as well.
Other than the Ari here for Shanks.
Yep, of course, similar idea of you're going to have a fair bit of...
It's so weird for me to see that Annie is like actually so strong right now.
In position and then allow that layering CC to come down. So will still be a lot of mid-jungle power, but I do feel like Galio answers Vi really well, right? Like, she presses R on someone and then you press R on them, and she has to stay there in that big circle of being knocked up, and that's not a whole lot of fun.
Any jungle? Weird. I mean, we were playing Senna at Vi top as well.
Yeah, it just feels like we're already seeing these compositions take shape. GenG going to be playing that, you know...
What topside picked here?
Protect the carry of probably...
I like the Sion. They don't have a lot of damage right now to kill Sion. And Gwen is out, so you can't answer it with Gwen. Rumble's out. What do you answer here? Mbessa? I think he's going Mbessa, right? Mbessa also hard outskills Annie and Sion here. I think you just go Mbessa.
You're only running Senna Galio.
I think
You need 80 damage. Yep. Mbessa makes a lot of sense. Mbessa is really good at the Sion. And Mbessa, like 2-3, like... Sion is really good at holding Mbessa to like 1-2 items, but past 2 items, like especially if Mbessa gets like to, I don't know. I mean, what do you go? Do Eclipse Cleaver, I guess maybe your Death Stance. I think last game, yesterday Keen went Guardian Angel third. And then you can of course also still play against any side lane. Good too.
It's a pretty aggressive composition already from the...
Why didn't you just pick Riven? Mundo!
Amounts of damage follow up as well from
afar,
I think is a good shout.
Corki ban is interesting.
Corki stocks have been rising a lot.
Tom Kench, super obvious here just with how safe it is into the Vi Annie. Maybe a Caitlyn ban would make sense here, just simply because it's a strong pushing lane into the Senna. But we're really just talking about 2v2 here, as in terms of Kai'Sa follow-up to the dive, that's also an incredible...
I think you have to pick jungle fourth here, right? You never pick support here. You want to make sure you get the support here with the Senna that's like favorable. Pick like, I don't know, any melee support here and you just get like slapped with something like Ezreal Karma. Very hard. But yesterday they played Galio and Mbessa into Ezreal Hansama and they kind of just cooked Hansama.
But the Skarner ban, actually kind of interesting, as of course we are still looking for Canyon's pick.
You think it's the easiest to play mechanics-wise save blind pick for top lane Garen?
What is
Nocturne.
gonna do is, oh man, Nocturne.
Now they're going full dive.
That's a little scary as well, as the semi-global
Interesting.
to pile in, because you got Dawning Shadow to layer on top of everything.
He doesn't have many targets though. I mean, Jinx is a good target, I guess, right?
To decide who they want to kill.
I think here you just go Xayah, Rakan. No, Ray, Rakan is out.
At the start of these fights, a dangerous Jinx angle.
I feel like Xayah is really good.
Nocturne was in part to just deny the Jinx. Obviously, it can be really good into dive as well, just because you turn the lights on and then it becomes really hard to coordinate those fights and set up those Annie stuns after the Vi ult goes in, and then you can...
Interesting.
But Jinx, so powerful in the lane, and if you get any pick...
Do they want a enchanted support with this draft? I think no. Maybe the only one that makes sense is like Bard again. I feel like I've seen so much Bard too. Braum is just such a like kind of shit laner if you have like an enchanter into it. You can just get perma prio with the Senna stack up. But I mean you play against the Vi, right? So you kind of want some peel for your AD carry maybe. Yeah, okay, Bard. I like the Bard here. Hey, I'm predicting some picks. I feel like my draft is okay. Hey, chat. Okay, in here. If you don't want ads and yeah, you want to keep able to spectate everything, I'm gonna play ads right now. Like I'm gonna press a button right here that's gonna play ads. If you don't want ads, use your Twitch Prime to both make me a billionaire and don't get ads. Also, if you use your Prime or you sub to my channel, you increase by your fundamentals with at least 25% for the remainder of the month. So yeah, do with that what you will. We're gonna go into the game, play some ads. I'll be right back.
I think the Bard is a good choice.
Alright, chat, for all the people that already subbed, of course you don't look at ads, right? There's no such thing. I'm gonna put your camera right here. I think I actually favor... I don't know mid lane matchup, but I actually think it's pretty any favored. Solo AP Annie against solo AP Galio. I actually think I prefer AL's draft here. MW, thank you for Prime. I actually think I prefer AL's draft here. Very good split damage, good matchups.
I worry about what happens, you know, if we get to a mid game where AL is just.
Thank you kind of for tier 1. MW, thank you for the Prime. Let's go.
AloisNL noted.
Alright guys, we're in game finally. Let's go.
Confident draft here for GenG. I think they were really making a statement here in this game too.
Yeah, and I think they also need to get their combos in order, right? It wasn't as much of a combo draft last time.
Why did I get ads? I don't know.
We can kind of hand stiff you all over the place, find these angles and make those outplays. Whereas this time,
Bard to the Annie Jinx Braum is crazy good, true. The reason why Bard is so good against Jinx and Annie is because both of their carries don't have dashes, right? So both Annie and Jinx are very vulnerable to Bard ult unless they have flash. If they ever caught in a river or overextend in the lane without a turret next to them, Bard ult is really tricky to deal with as this like immobile targets. Or immobile carries like Annie and Jinx. How do you like co-streaming? I've been enjoying it. How about you guys? How have you guys been enjoying my co-streaming so far, hey?
At this point, to be honest, I do really like what AGAL have drafted in this game number 2. I think it's very aggressive. It allows them to grab hold of this series and fight it on.
I feel like always Galio solo AP is bad, but Chovy makes it work, so yeah.
Chovy's Galio. We were talking about how strong he was up against G2 just yesterday. It's a classic. It's a legendary pick for Chovy. There have been so many huge plays.
A big thing for GenG's draft is the what's it called? It's the Ambessa here. Ambessa beats Broken Blade. Actually got priority into Ambessa yesterday. I think Flanders is gonna try to play for priority to like Sion can actually win the matchup into Ambessa in the early game. Mid lane matchup. I'm not sure. Like Annie got full priority to Azzy earlier too. I'm gonna assume that Annie can get good prior to the Galio too. And bot lane matchup is definitely favorable for the Bard Senna lane. Bard ult really good against any Jinx. But the 5v5 and like the pick potential for AL is so good, right? You get the any ult, you one-shot the target, you get a reset with the Jinx, and you just run everybody down. Thank you, Prime, sir.
something that Chovy has really developed over the last few years.
I'm not, it's not the type of draft where I feel like the Bard ult is necessarily going to be game defining. It certainly can stall things out or turn a 5v5 into, you know, 5v3 for a minute for you to get into position, do some additional damage. But the ability to rotate around.
So weird to see how strong Annie is at the moment.
Super valuable for a low.
Chovy missed Q.
Like what GenG's is. Sure, the Senna will have a lot of range later on, but a lot of these fights you're trying to get your melees into position to threaten that Jinx or.
Yeah, Sion is just able to get priority. I mean, look at Keen's HP. But what's Keen's doing, right? As Ambessa, what you want to do in matchups like these is you want to lose priority, but graciously. It doesn't matter if you lose some HP because you're playing grass, you have second wind, you have D-shoot, so you have a lot of sustain. I'm actually surprised that AL's bot lane is able to contest priority here. But Sion has to worry about health and mana as resources, right? Ambessa only has to worry about health. So there's gonna be a breaking point here where Ambessa is just gonna out-sustain the Sion and then she's just gonna win. So you actually do want to still look for trades. Even though they look like unfavorable right now for Keen, they're gonna work out better because again, Sion has to worry about mana and health.
I believe we saw this matchup previously and it didn't look quite this.
Looks like 3 Prime Lanes in the early game for AL.
Here at EWC, but still very early into the game, so things could certainly turn around for King.
Interesting pathing for Kang here. Look, he did Raptors into his bot side and now into his top side, so it's pretty hard to spot out here what Kane has been doing. And Vi took her bot side and reset and came into top side. You see here now the trades are gonna start working out for Keen.
I've been singing the praises of AL's comp, and I just kind of want to echo it. I love how well it sort of bridges towards late game.
Oh, this ward just disappeared. They actually haven't spotted Tarzan. But there was a ward right here, right? There was a ward here that's spotted. So they know that the Vi's top side here. And look, Jinx is already walking top again. They're doing the same thing as last game. Why do they keep doing this? I mean, this game they do have a Sion, I guess. But I don't understand these. Oh, they're going to try and set up a freeze again here, I think, on this wave. Oh, this looks really good, no? Oh, wow. This lane swap looks really good. This is a perma-freeze. Jinx is a Cole. So Cole Jinx with a freeze here. Braum is going topside now. And this time we have a Sion, right? So last game they did this with Rumble. It didn't make sense. With Sion here, I love this. I think now AL is making a great play.
Oh, God. And he's just farming up there. He's having a great
Okay,
time.
Chovy got the bounce in, but he had to use teleport already. Annie still has her teleport, so Chovy had to recall teleport back in order to get the wave to bounce into the turret, and he's gonna recall right here.
You know, I think you can absolutely.
This is not really a freeze though, it's only 3 casters, so this is actually not really going to be a freeze. And Jinx is already lasting pretty fast too, so it looks like Jinx is gonna be looking to push this out instead, yeah. Sign is pushing bot, so it looks like they're just gonna crash this wave before this wave arrives. Right, they're gonna try and crash it. Oh no, they are still slow pushing by the looks of it. And Sign already pushed this in, and final GP's bot, okay? Arcane rather. Oh, they did get it to crash. Ooh, I think Senna might be able to freeze this. It's not a clean crash. Bit of an ugly crash. I mean, it works, but the Sign is gonna miss some resources. I'm curious to see if Keen is gonna be able to push his wave in time.
It's super frustrating, and with the tempo they got with that fast.
Oh, he's playing face rush Annie. Interesting.
Go, oh, your Senna's back topside. Well, we've already reswapped bottom.
Face rush Annie. Is that common? Do you always play face rush Annie? I like it here though, because it's gonna make her a lot less volatile in the cannon's life. Cannon! Get it, Flandre! Go for it, eat it! No! Flandre! Now I will never know if we got it or not.
Chovy doing a bit of damage here. Otherwise, not too much else happening. And Shanks
Right in the dragon.
to find a few extra pyroblasts. Is Chovy moving forward? I'm not sure about this because these autos are.
I've never seen Chovy get solo killed.
He really wanted to push that wave in. He's not really going to be able to.
Okay, they get the first dragon here.
Is just taking a free dragon. This is of course after the reswap of the lanes. They have their bottom laners in the bottom lane, and so they're able
Okay, looks like a pretty
on the dragon and take the objective.
even early game here.
AGAL this time in control of the pacing of this.
Who's the better scaling here?
Just really gonna get a ton of value out
Rulo
of
only has 9 stacks too, like that's very little I believe for 6 minutes.
Keen just really has no recourse here. He hits level 6, but he's playing into a Braum, so the all-in just isn't a thing. He's not going to be able to do anything with that. You can see he's stunned by the concussive blows here already.
Nocturne is very close to level 6 though, because Vi was doing Dragon. If Nocturne steals his Gromp, he has Smite, and he gets level 6, maybe he can look for an aggressive play.
But it's just not the same amount of value.
Same items here for the junglers.
For free, but Jinx is
The Bard is priority.
stacking a Drake.
Yep, Flandre also.
Really good evade for Canyon here. He's also gonna get the grubs, sorry, the scuttle rather, and now he's gonna be level 6.
Stacks all over the place here. Is Canyon looking to steal?
Sign is pretty full HP.
Will do so. Tarzan just
Bro, you see a Jinx and ask who skills better. Well, the other team is a Senna, by the way.
Wait a minute.
Nocturne's level 6. No, he's not. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, how lucky is that? He just got 6 from like 1 million there. If he was 6, I think Shanks might be dead.
Yeah, I think
Or at least has to flash.
overzealous on the play.
That is so unlucky. He didn't get level 6 from the Gromp.
Has flash and phase rush here.
Tarzan is homeless trying to find a camp.
cycle through the summoners. It was fine.
Yeah,
Oh.
I guess so.
Finds
at
it.
the end of the day, they don't spend a whole lot to do that, but yeah, unless you've got heaps of CC, you're not going to be locking down this Annie anytime soon. And it was just Galio at that point in time. I mean, it is level 6 at least, so maybe he can look for a play soon.
Shanks was also so well positioned there. Like, he wasn't really vulnerable. You know, Canyon ults, he just walks around the turret, doesn't care. There's a really opportunistic attempt there by GenG. And if this is like a Leona or a hard engaged support, maybe you could have made something.
Hey, Braum is teleporting top. Very normal.
Instead, Shanks is just like, all right, nice.
But who's stronger around this grub fight?
Yep. And so the result of this early game is.
I think the Jinx Braum are gonna have full priority here.
GAL and GenG being able to utilize some of these swaps in order to get a bit of a farm advantage. That is about all we can really say. Most of that money is on Keen.
Crucially though, we see that Nocturne got a second recall in. He has 750 gold extra on stats that Vi is missing here. Mid lane, okay. It's spotted that Kenyan has extra items. I actually think GenG is stronger here with the extra items on Nocturne, but let's see.
Have popped up here is Canyon looking to get something done here towards this top side. Paranoia at the ready.
Yeah, I'll say that this Nocturne at this point in the game...
And Bessa doesn't have TP yet, and the Sign does. That's also a crucial difference maker here.
Cannot do anything with the Bard in the top lane. So you're just level 6 and you're kind of just hanging out. Because you can't gank the Scion, obviously. So he would love to do the objective, but AL, again, they're in control of this.
Either top lane can really teleport.
Just magical turning away from this fight for now.
Chovy is pushing up mid, so Chovy has full prior now, and Shanks took so much damage from the grubs.
Canyon can place that gargoyle wherever he wants.
I mean, I just don't think GenG really need to fight for these grubs at such a risky point in the game, because it could just open things up super hard against them. And if they get grubs, like it's an Ambessa. If the Scion gets grubs or the Annie gets grubs, it's an Annie.
Yeah,
Scion, right?
Galio TP.
Playing it slow like this.
Annie is recalling, but her TP is coming up very soon as well. Look, her TP is very close here.
They were going to try to hard force with a Nocturnal, which I think would have been a huge.
But she doesn't have it yet. She needs to walk. Do you reckon that GenG actually calculated this timer? I think they might be good enough to... Oh, there it is.
Late TP here from Shanks, though. A bit late for the
And I have the Bell Portal.
Well, Magical Journey just...
That's clean. Did you get two?
Yeah.
So that teleport does come in. Shanks makes it over to the top side, but it is only one measly grub available here for AGAL. So GenG, after this one, is final.
Bro, these games are all mega boring, man. There's like no volatility anywhere. It's pure macro lane swaps. Like my Jinx is walking top level 2, forcing a lane swap, and they're trying to play for like a frozen wave state.
Hyper carries both of these teams.
Both mid laners are solo AP, right? Solo AP Annie against solo AP Galio. Both playing phase rush. It's like, it's pure scaling and dragon focused game.
It's a very close game.
I'm making the hot takes over here.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just don't think grubs are that important for either team that much. So, you know,
And Bessa's pulling up ahead in the CS department here though. She's full echoing into the Eclipse.
Especially with GenG kind of slowly getting control there. It was a late TP from, you know...
What's curious to see as well, or what's interesting to see rather, about game states like these as well, is when we're watching T1, G2, there were like random fights on the map, random people getting caught off. Nobody's getting caught, everybody's playing so disciplined, everybody's playing so clean, right? There's like no mistakes, anybody, like nobody's making mistakes.
But this game is by no means really in their favor right now. We're gonna have to wait and see what that first team fight looks like. The second break is up here. You can see GenG are slowly grouping down towards that bottom side of the map.
So let's take a look at items for this dragon fight, right? See now that the Vi actually has gotten a reset in, and the Nocturne still hasn't.
See whether he does do that. I love that little fight towards the top lane. It really did.
I mean, everybody's pretty much even. I think most people have spent their gold. Let's see.
Much meaningless damage and jostling for position. As Keen.
Oh, Eclipse has the... Oh, Keen has the Eclipse. So Keen is Omega strong here now.
In that trade, the Eclipse has been completed. A big spike actually.
He sold his D-shoot for the Eclipse as well. That's why he has it. That's why he has it already. He sold D-shoot to get it.
And GenG thinking that they can utilize that to try and take down this dragon ruler, not able to fight.
Keen is a monster. Oh,
The snare, but
Bart has a smite. That is so disgusting.
working out really
Okay.
nicely here as in goes Tarzan, and off go the
Wow.
public execution goal. The cease and desist, and first blood goes over to Canyon, and it's not going to end there as the Braum shortly to follow. Canyon looking to continue this fight. His feet
I mean, he's gonna mega get by Keen Canyon there. I mean,
Chovy wasn't even there.
They didn't need to.
holy shit. Canyon's flash reaction, Keen's flash and ult reaction is just, it's just crazy. And yeah, Keen with his Eclipse here is literally just a monster. Holy shit. Look at this buffer on the Vild. So look, insta spell shoot, and then insta ult here, and then he reacts. I mean, it's just crazy. Canyon instantly spell shoots the VQ, and Keen just buffers the Vild with his ult, baiting his whole team to walk forward. And he finds the Annie and then finds the Jinx. Nothing they can do.
But I think you just had to be willing to do so. Remember, Shanks
It's ridiculous.
the Eclipse in the bottom lane just moments before. They were by no means in a position to contest.
Holy shit. It's just pixel perfect, man.
Keen's reaction time as he goes unstoppable, looks for the exact
Yo, Chovy, don't 1v9 that fight too hard.
Yeah, Duro catches the Vi with his ult. I mean, how more well played could that have
And he
been?
didn't even get a single bit of damage down.
Could have been for AL.
Well, like, AL could have hit, like, Tarzan
Oh, GenG is actually so clean, man. It's scary.
Unstoppable in his kit, right? Like, that's just, it's a little bit of a mistake. There was the only target presented right there, but just because it's the only target doesn't mean it's the right one.
Sometimes you gotta walk away. Sometimes you gotta say it's unfortunate we lost this Drake, but
So now, how does AL get back in this game, right? They're behind everywhere. And Bessa is outscaling Sion inside lane and is outscaling Annie inside lane. So second time in a draft where GenG has somebody that is gonna like be able to dictate both side lanes. Any like He wins here, especially with Mercs, and he beats this guy. Senna just controls mid waves. Oh.
He's the one guy, and he is, well...
He's inting, nice, okay. They get a shutdown on Eddie, that's really big. Okay, that's the way we're back in the game. Foryou, thank you for tier 1. Thank you, sir.
Not entirely sure, yeah, sorry, 5 people. Sorry, 5 people.
I mean, there was Avengers on top lane.
Get a plate for it, though, that's the trade.
I guess playing for picks is unironically their best win condition right now, too.
I feel like this was a good collapse there from AGAL, but at the same time, you know, it wasn't that big of a deal for the side of GenG.
It was a big deal. He loses his teleport. He loses his shutdown. Oh, Gallo TP stop. And then Bessa's gonna match the Scion. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so they use both TPs.
Taking the opportunity to back here. He has a Scion after all. So money was picked up in the mid lane. Like you said, it's not an even exchange in terms of where the money went there. It was a big shutdown for Shanks onto Keen. But they're going to need a lot more than that. Just a pick on the Ambessa before anything is really relevant. Like, they couldn't turn it into an objective fight isn't going to matter. But still, every little piece of gold you can get is significant.
Very true. Once again,
Jovi's choving again, even on Galio. He has gone full magic resist here, though. Look at that. He has Mercs and the AP magic resist item. Which makes sense. They have a lot to see over on AL's side, but he needs, like, he doesn't have any armor, right? So he's very squishy to Jinx, very squishy to Defy. So also, if you're Galio now with these items, you always want to side it into any, right? You don't want to side it into Scion. So what Scion might do here is actually walk top. You see, Scion might want to go top, and any probably wants. Actually, if you're any, this guy has Merc threats and this guy has Merc threats. So any actually just hates being in side lane in general. Like any hates her life everywhere. I think they just want to fight for this Herald. They're happy fighting Herald. Oh. Zero.
Chovy could press his R button, and he does get the Cosmic Binding down. Kyle now in trouble as Ruler over the wall, doing so much work. The Magical Journey is up again.
That's awkward.
Never mind, it's not.
That's awkward.
It's a Magical Journey to the Death Chamber.
That's awkward.
Duro just with a bit of
Can you move your cam a bit? Yes.
One of these bards that just
there you go.
Right now. I mean, every single win that AL gets has a return by GenG somewhere else. And
they're getting bot tier 1, they got mid tier 1 damage. It's fine. They still got quite a bit of damage down.
Feats of strength going over to GenG. So kind of worth a little. Yeah. I think if he gets out, it feels very worth.
I love this setup of these part support players where they just play with like redemption and ult, and they just anti-play everything. Like they're just making sure nothing can happen on the map. And AGAL gets the Herald here, but they're playing in Spart with ult. So good luck using the Herald. They're heralding top. Is Bart gonna ult? No, Bart's getting zoned by the Vi, so he can't ult. He's too late. Vi was zoning away the Bart there, so the Bart couldn't ult. I don't know if you guys noticed that too, but the Bart couldn't ult it. It's okay. AGAL got the Herald, and they get... Oh, there you go. They got the Herald, and they got the top tier 1. But GenG got mid tier 1, ult tier 1, and the Dragon. So I would still say that this was in favor for GenG. The end of the trade.
Like they were gonna just get it naturally, and then they wanted to double down because Dragon's up, which by the way also goes to GenG with the bottom side control they had.
Shielding and healing with this composition actually kind of legit.
They could have just tried to transition that top side play into a mid Herald drop to pull GenG off of the Dragon or look for some.
And GenG's macro is just too clean. If I'm AL here, right, I would probably want to force fights because how are you gonna really try and play the game through side lane? It just seems too tricky. And now again, they have a Senna mid lane with a full mid tier 1 turret, so it's like they have perma mid priority again. It's really hard to catch a Senna. Ruler never dies on mid waves. And remember, they have the full scaling Ambessa that outscales both the Scion and the Any inside lane. So yeah.
Carrier was able to just neutralize so many of the plays of G2 with his Bard, and I feel like Duro, obviously, you know, the bait play into the Rift Herald pit. Maybe not on purpose, but it worked out for GenG. And also, he's doing the same thing, right? He's going to have his ultimate for these hard engages from AGAL. He has the Redemption. The Chemtech Soul is coming in. They're going to be stacking those. The heal from the Redemption is going to be huge. And from the Senna as well. It feels like Duro's game is kind of panned out. He knows exactly what he has to do in this game, as long as he doesn't get caught out in those weird spots.
Senna is on 56 now.
Again, he should be just fine and in a great spot to help out his team.
Yep.
This game is still. This game can still go both ways though. If they get like a very decisive fight in mid game, AL is still good. I think if this goes later, I would actually favor GenG's draft.
was previously with all the extra movement speed, what his two first items and the shoes.
That's a really big ult. So remember, right? So Jinx is playing without a mid-tier 1 turret. And right now she also doesn't have flash. So in a mobile AD carry against Nocturne ult, against Mbessa ult, against Bard ult, Jinx has to permanently collect the mid waves here. She can never really walk up past this, because if she does, Bard ult, Nocturne ult, Mbessa ult, she's cooked. Let's see if there's a fight. They're focusing on Duro here, but they get the reset on Jinx. They get the Jinx reset. One for one is fine. Crucially, what I'm looking at here too, guys, the fight is over, right? This fight is over. Look, bot wave. It just crashed and it's gonna bounce back. So bot wave is good here. Top wave, Chovy is instantly fixing it, right? So the second this skirmish is over, you see instantly, boom, Chovy walks top, fixes top wave. And bot wave was already good. They missed a wave in side lane here. Chovy instantly fixes top wave. And like in mid game, all your resource income is gonna come from the side lanes, right? So Chovy instantly back to the side wave. But trying to get vision. Oh, and he no flash. I think he's dead. What a play. I don't know if Ruler was off vision there, but any TP top and they just dive him. I think this game is over, chat. Hey, just look at this macro by GenG. It's just so ridiculously good.
The truth of the matter is, and we talked about this a lot in the draft, is it's a side.
And he no flash now, and Jinx no flash. Good luck against the Bard ult.
I love that sign. It said revenge for T1, pick Bard, 3-0.
There you go. But like, if you have Kyle and Flandre...
So Atakan is gonna be up, third dragon is gonna, or fourth dragon rather, is gonna spawn relatively soon as well. Chovy TPing top here. I think what they do is push a top
Tickle me
wave.
until I fart AloisNL.
They just don't get anything in return. And this is these
Dragon Secret, behave.
Leave
Leave it 3 year. See you, big man. I was like, holy, who's that? Can only be one guy. But look how fast, once the fight is over, they just fix back to the sideways. It's so crazy to see.
The dominance we have seen so far. This game was
So Chovy teleported top, right? They push out top. Look, this top wave is good now. Nobody's collecting this. And now they just push out mid. I don't know. How do you play as AL? And he has no teleport, so she's forced to stick mid. But look at Jinx, right? Look where Jinx has to play. Remember, Jinx no flash against Nocturne ult, Bard ult, Galio ult. Like, she has to play in the base almost.
Something crazy happens in the next one, or the one after that, or the potential one after that. If AGAL are able to grab a cheeky victory.
And in the meantime, AL is losing waves here in top lane, right? They're losing waves here.
In GenG's hands for now. Atakan has taken many teams though. And so it might claim GenG here unless they're very, very careful.
GenG knows they don't have to pull the trigger. AL's on a timer.
AGAL, will they be able to get an entry, and will Tarzan be able
Solomon Deo Prime.
You guys know who a good coach is? Alois.
They're just wasting their time. Look, they're dropping mid waves, they're dropping top waves. It's just, it feels so suffocating to be AL here. Like, GenG, they're just not doing anything. They know they don't have to. AL is dropping waves everywhere. They're dropping all the side waves.
Not with this composition, so GenG really have them here between a rock and a hard place. I'll use that phrase too.
And look, this wave is bouncing back. Oh, they find the Braum, no flash, and then they just find the trigger. And he was on mid wave, and they just go so slow. Jinx showing mid, no flash.
As Chovy just being a bodyguard here, alongside Duro.
Feels like
Tarzan finding the brush, and yeah, I don't like Chovy's so incredibly tanky. They're just not letting Tarzan get over here. It is still relatively healthy, and into the backline goes Flandre.
Bard ult. Oh, they found Dart. No flashes. Jinx no flash. Oh. I mean, it's just GG, man. GenG is just ridiculously good. It's just actually just art. It's art. The way they're playing with these side waves, the way they're playing around their draft, is just... I mean, the whole time here, right? Jinx, like, the Annie here, she can't play. If she shows mid, they can kill her. If she shows mid, otherwise they get Atakan. Like, how do you play? How do you play here?
We saw it with the Maokai last game, but look at this, they deny Flandre entry. Hope is so far away from any of
and an instant ult here.
Suppressed, right? The follow-up Galio ult on top of the Tempered Fate means double taunt, and then Hope. Guess what? Now that he's isolated, he is destroyed. Sure, he gets one kill in exchange, but the whole team is wiped when he's excited. Down he goes.
Your analysis and commentary is so much better, clearer, and more in-depth than the broadcast. But it's because I understand sidewave super well, right? I understand sidewave so well. Like, during that entire iteration, they were dropping mid-waves and top waves, right? AL was just bleeding the entire duration there. That's why GenG wasn't pulling the trigger. And now you see 3 items Senna, right? 3 items Senna here. Almost 3 items. He's going for a Guardian Angel most likely because they're just playing dive. Alio's almost on 3 items here. It's just, yeah, it's just...
After they get out of that stasis, the setup here, if you can hold them in position, is just insane.
And they don't even start the fight off with the Nocturnal. Most Nocturne comps start that way. They end it that way. You have no peel anymore, Hope. I'm just going to go right on top of you and kill you. The fight is already...
James has flash again, and he has flash again, but I mean, they still just have to play in their base. This bar pick is so good.
That felt impossible, but this, they won't even try.
No. Yeah, I feel like the Braum in this composition was meant to try to help the Jinx not get absolutely bullied like that, but I feel like when you have so many abilities and champions that just go over the top of the Braum and do not care at all.
Nocturne should have a second item very soon. Next neutral, of course, is going to be the Baron, right? And with how GenG plays, I have a feeling they're going to try and force this Baron before Soul Point. They don't really need to wait for Soul Point. They're going to force a fight soon. They have every summoner, every flash is available, but on both teams, right? Both teams have every flashes. But I mean, again, like, look at this, 5k gold lead, but 2 levels here, a level here, 2 levels here, right? A level here, a level here. Every level is about like 600 to 800 gold as well. So they have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 levels times 6. Boom, it's like an 8k gold lead. It's 8k gold lead here.
Every answer for what AGL are trying to do in this game, and it's making things really, really difficult for the LPL squad. 5,000 gold plus is going to be the advantage here as you have to report to come in.
Alright, this Jinx just cannot play the game. How do you play the game as Jinx? Like I said, guys, Jinx is not allowed to walk up on mid wave ever against these buttons. Nocturnal, Kelly ult, and Bessa ult, Bard ult. She had flash this time, by the way. She had flash this time. You cannot play. I also don't understand why they picked Jinx over, say, like Zaya or something. You cannot play the game. No mid tier 1? Guys, Jinx walked up on mid wave. GG. Insta dead. 80k reroll. It's just so depressing. Crazy. Draft gap? No, it's also just player gap. When they got mid tier 1, right? AL got the Atakan and got top tier 1, but GenG took mid tier 1 and bot tier 1. And once they broke that, Jinx was never allowed to walk up on mid wave anymore because you have a MOBA carry in Jinx without a mid tier 1 against Bard ult, Galio ult, Nocturne ult, and Bessa ult. So you ever walk up on mid wave, you're just dead. Look at Jinx. Look how depressing Jinx is. She hit 1 mid wave. Bard ult even missed. You just can't play the game. It's crazy.
The perfect angle after Kyle sets him up.
You know what would have been really nice is an Annie to peel there, but he went to the top lane and he was not there as Duro.
Duro.
Not there.
Very dead. Yeah, Canyon is going to press his R button as well.
Well, that's Baron actually completely gone now. You can siege Baron 45. So now they're probably going to have to resort into playing for Soul. Jinx can get a 3rd item here. That's pretty big. That was a big int by Duro. Yeah, so Keen is... He did this yesterday too. Keen is actually going for the Guardian Angel. He's not going for Death Stance. They're going to take the 4v5.
He's taking a fair bit of damage for Ruler as well. Oh my god, the stacks are really getting higher as Hope is looking for the reset, but he doesn't quite get there. The zap is
Ruler's skill checking still.
He's dealing with a teddy bear whilst also
Ruler just doesn't care about any.
Redemption comes down, there's the flash in and Kane says thanks for
Guys, they just won 4v5.
the MVP now as he picks up the triple kill after all of Ruler's hard work.
Ruler's skill checking there the whole time too is just crazy. Duro's just like, good job, team.
I think that's enough response.
Ruler is 1v4ing plus Tibbers, not caring, kiting it out, waiting for Keen to find that ult angle. He has flash as well. And so close to an excited Jinx where so many of those moments, but it just wasn't meant to be. And GenG, their most dominant series of the tournament so far, maybe the last one.
Guys, AL Omega stomped T1 by the way. GenG is not even giving AL a chance these first 2 games.
And GenG, one Nexus turn and a Nexus away from winning this. There is the route. On to Tarzan. Ruler is going to be able to take that one.
This Jinx cannot play. Just hide in Nexus, Jinx. Jinx, just play in Nexus, bro.
We have seen your bear Tibbers, but unfortunately it hasn't done enough. as it's a
What the?
triple ruler this time.
No, you can't.
Quadra comes in,
Holy
and they'll be
shit.
able to take down the Nexus after one
Bro, actually, like, in-depth analyzing and watch, like, when I watch professional play, I'm just kind of also just like casually watching, right? Maybe I'm watching with some friends, maybe I'm having some chats, maybe just relaxing watching. Actually, like, analyzing their gameplay and watching this, especially this sequence. Like, let's go back to this sequence here. This sequence right here. The way they play with sideways, this sequence here, okay? I always talk about this concept in tempo. When you're in the mid game, all your resources are going to be coming from side lane, right? So take a look before we take this fight here. Take a look at the sideways. Cyan TP is away. We kind of can see it, but you see this wave is crashed here, right? So Cyan is already losing resources here in sideways. Like here, they have a 2.5k gold lead, right? But just follow the sequence along with you. The sideways here. So, Flandre is missing out on... Wait, where's my epic pen? What? Where's my epic pen? Did I close the app? I closed it. So, I mean, Flandre is losing 2 sideways here, right? Okay. Top wave is neutral. We're not looking at the fight. I don't really care about the fight here. So, we're losing sideways here as blue side. That's fine. Crucial though, chat. Question. What happens to sideways after you've crashed the sidewave into the tier 2? Similar to laning phase, it's gonna bounce back. Unless you as a team are too far ahead collectively in XP, because then enemy minions get stronger. But basically here, the wave's always bouncing back, right? So this side wave is good for the red side team. Top wave seems neutral. So look, the second this team fight is over, take a look at this. Right now the team fight is over. Take a look at how GenG plays towards side lane, right? Keen goes back to bot lane. Plunger already lost side waves, and look. Chovy goes to top lane instantly here, right? And they have to recall, because they're like half HP, half mana, so they have to recall. I think here what Ruler does is also very intelligent. So you see here, Ruler is actually gonna trill Chovy to top lane here. But she's hidden. He's not on vision. Nobody knows here that Senna is walking top. Most people probably think that Senna is recalling here. So any recall and goes top, and Flanger pushes up bot, and look, Senna's not on vision here, and boom, and he gets dove. So any now no TP, doesn't collect the side wave, they get the top tier 1, but this is step 1, right? Now they're gonna snowball this out of control. So now they push this out and they instant recall. And crucially again, you see, they crash the side wave into tier 2, making it bounce back. So now Flandre had a little side wave, and what's his name? Shanks has a little side wave. 4k gold lead now, right? From 2k to 4k gold lead. Then they continue this. Chovy TP stop instantly for tempo. We get a small replay here, I don't care. Chovy top TP stop instantly, pushes out the side wave. He kind of leaves it here, but this is a fine position because it's naturally still gonna bounce back here. And the reason as to why is because every additional minion wave spawning here has a shorter time to walk than this wave, right? Like for example, if the minion waves meet here, blue side minions have to take this distance, red side minions have to take this distance, right? Significantly longer. So the wave is still bouncing back here. So now take a look at this. Jinx no flash, any no flash, and any no teleport. So any can't even go top. So any and Jinx are now standing on mid lane. And just look at GenG's sequence here now. They don't even... Like, they push up mid. Top lane is fine like this. Blue side is losing resources. Now it crashes. And it's gonna bounce. Now look. They push up mid. And they just hold the choke. They're losing sideways mid. They're losing sideways top. And AL just doesn't have a play. Like, imagine being blue side here. You're losing top waves. You're losing mid waves. How bad do you feel? Jinx no flash. Any no flash. What do you do? I don't have the answer. FF, bro. This is where I'd want to FF. Like, it's hard to visualize how terrible blue side is feeling here. And then the GenG just doesn't pull the trigger. Top wave bouncing, mid wave bouncing. So now Annie eventually goes mid, right? So they instantly pull the trigger on Braum. And then they just split up. And they just wipe the fight. I mean, let's also take a look at this fight. I mean, this fight is just beautiful as well. I don't know, bro. GenG is so clean mechanically in fights, but they're also so good with side waves. It just feels unfair. It actually feels unfair. Right? And now they've snowballed that 2k gold lead to, I mean, 5k plus Atacam plus other level lead. So it's like, give or take 8k gold lead inside GG. Inside GG. Let's take a look at one more fight, but like the mechanical aspects of it. Let's take a look at this fight. Okay. 0-0 game, right? Completely even game state. Just look at how fast Kenyon reacts to the Vi here. Insta spell shoot. And flashes with ult, so Vi can follow up with ult. Then Vi finds the Ambessa, offers it with ult, one shots enemy, fight over. I just think it's crazy how good they are. I think it's 3-0. Holy shit, bro. They're too disgustingly good. They're too disgustingly good individually. And then also like their macro. Well, sideways. There are my insights, bro. There you go. It's cool to see though. It's really cool to see. Especially with how they play with sideways. I wouldn't know how you play against that shit, bro. Just tough. Who's the weakest player on GenG? Duro? Probably, yeah. But I think Duro is also playing really well. This fight is just crazy.
Look at this ult. He nullifies the Vi ult and dodges the bar ult. So the bar ult goes on the Vi himself, goes onto the backline of AGL, and with one button click, he has won the entire fight for GenG. So clutch. Really sloppy by AGL to put so much into them best that they can easily use.
I will genuinely say this, right? No glaze. Like, I'm shocked to see how good GenG is. Like, it's actually just disgustingly crazy. How good they are playing these like fights, and but also how good they're playing macro with like silence and shit. It's just unfair. They're so good.
Here for GenG, they love setting the traps and forcing people to come fight into them.
Yeah, GenG just did a really good job proving for the objective, and then I like how Canyon used his W to block the Scion ult, and then as AL did try to come from different angles, it wasn't exactly what you want to do.
They have the global #1 top lane, mid lane, and jungle.
Wasn't there to peel, and then it was just unwinnable for them.
I think Ruler is also pretty. I mean, who contests Ruler besides like Viper, I guess.
On the stage and are ready to go. A little bow by Ruler
On the
to the crowd, who has been
From
very,
today,
very
I am limiting whipping it out and beating it to the video stream to once a week for my health.
trying to will their
I actually thought from today, and you're gonna say something wholesome. Boy, oh boy.
Just a little bit too far behind.
Boy, oh boy.
And it gets turned around on him, Finn.
I mean, at this stage, it is just a nightmare. You see here, Jinx, you walk up on the mid wave. There's 15 ults coming your way. Teleports, great flash Q by Kyle. Finds him there at the back end of that fight. And here you see them.
Bro, I'm surprised that Jinx didn't press FF buttons after this, respectfully.
All your hope kind of falters, and there's no way to get that reset. There's no way to chain those kills, and there's no way to kill the onslaught of GenG players clicking at your base.
I love that. You can see it behind us now. The AGAL players coming on to the stage. The Gyos ringing from the left side of the stadium, trying to win.
What champions are still open, chat? Talia, Pantheon, Eco, Gwen, but they were mostly been banned as well.
Trying to find and win an international title for an organization that isn't from the LCK.
Sinzao, Ari,
the LCK, but down 0-2, Finn. I feel like there's so much work they need to do.
No, you can't FF in Pro League, but
ahead of them, but he who must climb the ladder must start at the bottom. They gotta take the necessary steps.
if you had to choose between me and Gragas Secret, who gets to live in your flat for a month, how much are you willing to pay me so it's not Gragas Secret? Bro, I'm going with Gragas Secret, Kupasi. I feel like you're gonna try and rage bait me on every occasion that I get. Gragas Secret kind of seems like a chill guy. He's schizo, and he'll just sit in, like he'll just get his own designated room, and I'll probably lock the door permanently 24/7. But you, Kupasi, I feel like you get under my skin, and I probably like kick you. So, something like this, you know?
So I'm looking forward to it. I hope they can punch back and give us some more games.
Love that you bring up Tabe, who's had a lot of success with different organizations in the past. We look at the RNG, we look at BLG. Any team that he's gone to, he's been able to elevate their level of play. He was able to do so with AG.
Guys, I think it's 3-0 GenG. I'm gonna be honest, after I saw the first two games, I'm gonna be surprised if it's not 3-0.
Able to bring it all the way to MSI, get them a third place and one game away from toppling T1.
Do you like Fearless Draft? Yes, I think Fearless Draft has elevated professional play and it's made it 10 times more fun to watch. Before, Fearless Draft was like, Kisante, oh wow, Kisante, oh wow, Kisante. Bro, you had like, it was like, and then like, you had like 100% show rate. Wait, Rel's still open, by the way. Rel's still open.
Will it be the Esports World Cup for GenG, or will we have a game number 3 for AGAL?
I think it's 3-0, Chad.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. And yes, Degon, we will have a game number 3. Don't you worry. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that AL will be able to take the win. We'll see whether they can, as the reverse sweep will have to start right now.
Remember last year at League of Legends at EWC, we had a relatively shaky run for T1, right? They almost lost to Team Liquid. It was super close. They came into a finals against Top Esports, where a lot of people were saying, I don't know, Top Esports has looked a little bit more consistent. And then we had that 3-0 stop. T1 crushed them. Faker lifted the trophy, got the MVP, and it feels like history.
Score, it's 2-0 for GenG at the moment.
GenG almost lost to G2. You could argue the series were close leading up to this. Sure, they were in control of Game 3, but had things gone a little bit differently, it was definitely a series that G2 could have won. And AL coming this were super consistent, and yet GenG has the best performance of this entire week here of League of Legends in the series that matters most.
Would you date Faker? No, guys, I don't swing that way.
To take this 3-0 if they can continue the form.
Yeah, I mean, it's just incredible how different they look today, and I think that AGAL, they need to go back into, you know, the
maybe AL will lean forward now and win. Frandre looks mad, bro. Frandre is still tilted from this Rumble game, though, I understand.
As GenG tonight, so you got to do what Chovy did yesterday and say, hey guys, we're
yes, Wooly Gooch. No, Wooly Gooch. Wooly Gooch. I just said it like it's natural. Yes. No YouTube stream today. Tomorrow we stream YouTube again. Tomorrow we probably Reg_4123. I'll have an update. Let's focus on this draft here first. I'll have an update rolling out on Discord, YouTube, everywhere.
Well, that's exactly the time that it is. The Gwen is going to remain permanently banned. The
They're perma-banning Gwen. What about Nico?
There is that Skana ban coming in. A lot of respect.
Pantheon banned. What about Talia?
So far,
Talia, Ari, Sinzao, or some priority mid-jungle picks.
back to what happened last year.
Wait, now GenG banned Nico, huh?
Disappointing tournament for GenG. I think a lot of people probably even forgot they were there because they left so incredibly quickly. This time around, something to prove. Saying, no, this time, this year, it is ours. And it's one game away.
Assuming they win that third game, Keen is definitely the front runner for MVP, I would say, for this finals. And he was the one who said he was most disappointed with the performance last year. So a lot of storylines colliding here. And AGL, they were so close to moving on to the finals at MSI. It's so close to actually having that opportunity to win that international title. It felt like coming into this, they had the momentum.
If it isn't my favorite Zesty streamer, what's up, Acid Zwei? What's up, big man? I have no idea. Oh, did I get a Battalia?
So we have the Pantheon gone. Nico's gone here. Skarner banned.
Rice. I was legit gonna say they should ban Chinese Rice. Because I feel like I'm not too scared of Shank's Talia. I'm more scared of like Shank's Rice, Shank's Akali. Then they just ban the Chinese Rice.
Because if they don't, then it's likely that Chovy will just snap it up.
Yeah, I mean, you can't give Chovy
No Chinese Rice like this game.
its current form.
Rel's open.
Because in the scrims, in the games we've seen, like, it doesn't feel like...
Okay, what supports are open, Jet? Leona?
It's a dangerous
Duro plays quite a bit of Leona. How do I know? When I was in Korea, I played a lot of Leona. Not gonna lie. Leona's open. Nico's banned. Rakan is out. Bard is out. Braum, Nautilus. Rel first pick makes sense.
And they've been completely outplayed by the mobile Rakan, obviously later on the
Porky Leona?
So I could feel the frustration, but I just don't know if this priority is warranted, to be totally frank.
It is Kyle, right? Even back when he was in the LCK, when he was debuting.
I mean, they don't even have to pick support now. They can pick a priority mid laner, priority jungler.
Fantastic, of course. The champion was a little bit different back then. Was
what about like Sinzao?
Success in a lot of people's hands, but Kyle was certainly one to find a lot of that magic. As there is a Corky answer. Things are getting weird here in game number 3. It's not necessarily the priority list that I had in my head, but of course you have to do a lot of gymnastics to work out
Nautilus is open.
Answer what and what is the highest. On
I was surprised they just picked support instant. I legit forgot about Nautilus. How are you so sexy? First time chatter. No, wait, it's not first time chatter. But why does Mac Bliap said it? Why doesn't like XX Princess XX say it, you know?
Early on to match the rel and make sure that they have something also makes it a little bit less.
Sinzao makes sense.
More of those.
What are you gonna pick into it?
Carries that can just be locked down from the Nautilus, but there's so much prio still available here.
Ari? I think they go. Oh, Talia.
Picks, and they give 2 over to AGA.
Yeah,
Talia and Xinjiao.
I'm really disappointed with this.
I think.
Because you could have gotten either the Xinjiao or the Talia.
Yeah, I'm also surprised. But they probably have an idea. Are they gonna go like Orianna or something?
For both,
I don't like GenG's rotation here.
Here in this third rotation, but it feels like you gave over way too much here as GenG in this position.
Yeah, Wukong, I guess.
The Wukong that was banned previously in game 2 here. And keep it a little bit flexible. Chovy loves his R5 unusual, like, you know, pick that comes through. We've seen him play like R5 Cassante mid in the past. So we've obviously seen him play things like the Aurelian Soul for Supreme.
What type of what type of woman do you want? And why is it divorced? Well endowed Asian mom.
See whether it's his set once again. Don't know whether that is going to be.
Yeah, you're ill, buddy.
But
you're ill.
we see the Kaiser banned away. Corki is something that Chovy has really enjoyed in the past as well. So that might be something that's forward on their minds. But now, the last couple of bans to come through here for AGAL, we'll see what they're fearing the most, as top lane still hasn't been locked in here, and Keen has been on an absolute tear, and I could imagine taking away some...
Why do you care to do the player with the rel?
Will be that Orianna to make sure...
Orianna makes sense. I guess Victor is open, they might ban Victor.
We have seen him play a lot of Corki in the past. Yeah, something he could do in this game.
But yeah, Chovy can play Corki mid too.
The current meta that you would go for.
You have to consider it.
Carry Corki, but yeah, it's something to consider.
Yo, Rick.
Yorick is gone. That makes a lot of
Yo,
sense
Rick.
given how well Flandre played just yesterday on the pick. But
yeah, frontline, I'm gonna smash your face in Yorick is what he was playing.
kind of
Team fighting Yorick.
I'm kind of starting to feel like the angles here for Hope are dwindling, right? Because if I'm playing Cliston, this.
All right, what are we gonna pick?
You might
Victor?
end up with an MF composition here, which is
Corki mid?
awkward with the Talia.
No, we need AP damage. We need like Victor. We need a heavy AP Aurora. Okay, that makes sense.
Looks like the Aurora is.
Could be top. It could be flex, right?
That comes through here for GenG.
This is flex.
Really just keep
We need heavy AP. We might still just pick like another AP mid laner here. I think it's actually Aurora top.
Lock in like either a top laner, a mid laner, or an AD carry, and we don't know which one it is.
Because the thing is, right? We have AD here, so we just need more AP damage in this draft. Unless you get an Omega good counter pick top, I think you just pick the Aurora mid lane here. Wait, no, what am I saying? Unless, wait, no, I'm confused. Why would you even want this Aurora? Let's see the top lane matchup. I guess they can just both play it, right?
Can handle if anything gets flexed on him. He's always going to be a very strong.
I think if you go Renekton, now you just spam a tank here. Now you just put any tank here, like I don't know, Ornn. Bro, go Ornn.
Simple as an Ornn pick here for GenG. You know, just absorb the Renekton pressure, scale up.
Gragas.
You've got some really strong
Gragas.
for the Wukong already. You add the Ornhorn on top of it. You've got a really strong frontline for this Corki.
They have enough carry, they have enough damage. Really?
Keen isn't talking all that much, so it is looking like maybe that Aurora is going his way. The Ahri last pick is
interesting.
Ruler is going to be playing the Corki, and we are going to be having that Ahri in the mid lane. Ahri
Singed.
has been something that we've seen
Interesting. I don't know. When I look at this draft though, guys, Renekton, Sinzao, Talia, you better get ahead early to mid-game skirmishes, otherwise GG. You just get Omega outskilled. Like, these two champions have just flat linear damage. Flat 80 damage, right? And the only, like, I don't know, percentage damage or, like, scaling they have is through items. Past that, it's flat damages. And GenG scaling, I think, is way better. Although they do have, like, late-game insurance with these two champions, right?
And AGL started off with the Talia pick, but this comp didn't really turn.
Let's talk matchups. I'm not too sure about mid-lane matchup. Chovy picked it into Talia, and it's Chovy, so Chovy probably wins mid. Aurora heartbeats the Renekton. So I think what they want to try and do from AL side is try to see if they can early gank the Aurora top. I'm gonna have to make... Also, guys, we're gonna go in game. If you don't want ads, use your Twitch Prime or sub to my channel. Of course, you know you don't get ads. You increase your fundamentals, and you increase size on your forehead. Or decrease, depending on your preference. I'm gonna play ads right now, and yeah, let's lock in, gang. Let's lock in. Alright, I'm gonna decrease the camera, and I'm gonna put myself here, and let's focus.
Like this guy is holding the reins on that MVP. He wants it so badly. Might be able to add.
I'm curious if Aurora's gonna play with grass. I think she is. I want to see Jace up banned. Jace was banned. Jace was banned this game. Jace would have been good.
I think that was a big risk that was taken by GenG. And so if this is the turnaround, I don't think that the draft is ill-equipped to deal with what GenG are doing. I just feel like AJAL today have not been equipped for GenG. They just haven't been able to stand up to these teams from the LCK unless they can prove us wrong.
Okay.
In this third game.
Let's see the grasp Aurora top setup.
And GenG, as far as the club championship is concerned as well, they can rocket themselves to the top of those standings.
The reason I want Alois to say is because
thank you, Maritzo Dofado. Okay, so it is grass. It's grass Aurora top. Classic.
Is more than just League of Legends. So support's going to be meeting here towards the top side, which is interesting that they both had exactly the same idea at the same time. Maybe just some support.
Joey playing with Electrocute. Shank's playing with the phasers again. Actually, aggressive summoners here. Look, they're also playing with Ignite. We're playing with Heal here.
He's just gone and gets the ward down. Oh, the last.
Oh wow.
Okay, there we go.
This ward is really nice to get as a ranged top laner. That ward in that middle bush. Because if you get a ward here, right, the Renekton can't really draw look to de-aggro in that bush. But the ward is gone now.
Has elected not to go for the unsealed spellbook. I think that's definitely a good choice.
Okay, so interesting here. Wukong is going to be pathing to top. Since Zhao is pathing to bot, I actually would have expected to see the opposite way here. Because I feel like the Renekton is going to need help against the Aurora. But looks like they're opting to path into the rail lane here with the Ignite. Unless Sin Zhao wants to look for like an early invade or cross swap, but I don't think it's going to be the case.
Hello guys, I'm Alois. Today we are gonna
Thank you, Niddle Tier, for your prime.
Makes a ton of sense. I feel like even though everyone is running unsealed spellbook, there are situations.
Right, so now there's no bush for Aurora to really pressure the Renekton in.
What's good for my comp? I'm gonna move away from what's overall the meta and focus really in on what this game looks like, what this draft looks like for me.
And it's press the attack Renekton. This is like, we did see
Makes sense.
a bit of shenanigans with the Electrocute up against Aurora just because you want to go in for bursty trades. I believe that was Ambessa that did it. This is press the attack Renekton, which with some help from Tarzan,
Level 2 timer here by bot lane. Level timers. One minus.
Strike is going to miss here as they hit level 2. Still Duro gets a lot of use out of his aftershock as he makes his way out. And GenG a little bit late on that level 2 themselves.
What is Duro doing?
I feel like Duro not.
Dude, they're also weak-sided here, right? You gotta be... Look, Wukong is top-side here. They have no help in bot lane here. They gotta be cautious. Like, since Zhao is coming into bot lane, the more HP that Duro loses, the more vulnerable they are to potentially get dove or get killed on the bounce here. Like, GenG's bot lane has to be careful. So that's what we think with Prime. They're playing weak side. They're not gonna have any assistance.
We'll be able to get a push and go for a back here. Definitely looking towards Canyon to try to hit level 6 as fast as possible and link up with Chovy. We have seen GenG winning a lot of these early games and getting a bunch of tempo and kind of controlling.
Fighting on bot lane. We're weak-sided Duro.
Well, see if they can do it again.
Bit of aggression absolutely everywhere, but it's Kyle taking the worst end of it, down to about 2.
I don't like GenG's bot lane playing so volatile here. Remember, Wukong top since Zhao bot.
They actually need to be careful about a re-engage. Like Ruler and Duro double flash plus the heal. If another Gatling gun gets fully channeled like that, you are just out of luck in this lane. As they hit level 3, will be matched.
Curious to see if they're gonna go for a dive. They have Ignite. No, they don't have Ignite anymore. So the heal is... No, okay, there's no dive angle. They don't have Ignite. They're gonna play for a reset here.
Is a huge issue though, as Keen just keeps grasp stacking and keeps chunking Flandre out. And this is a prio lane they expected to get, right? That's why you draft Renekton in a comp like this. And it is unfortunately just absolutely
he's
not gonna
dead.
work out as Canyon's coming over.
I don't think he can stay alive here.
No Fury.
He is the weak side.
This turret, we'll see whether Flandre can get enough of his health back. Oh yeah, without the Fury.
Oh, Keen missed.
Really, really difficult. But he does slice and dice, and that'll get him to save.
He missed.
Keen didn't be the one that tanked up that turret to start things off, but he does.
You don't get Harper's this wave though. Oh, he's gonna drag the wave and reset? Okay.
I don't think it's too bad. Canyon was looking for a back anyway.
Both mid laners use teleport here.
And yeah, Keen is like, no, Flandre, you're not allowed.
Flandre is in execution range, but Keen should know that since I was back in top lane now, he might be dead here. Oh yeah, Keen's dead. Oh, that was well played by him. Instant flash W. Very fast reaction here. Holy. Okay, not too much happening here in the early game. Sivir decided to go for the call, and Corky's going for the tier.
Yeah, they're gonna swap top here, and it's gonna be Keen heading down to the bottom lane.
Yeah, at least having a lot more presence in this early game here than previous games.
As you know, supports join. Yeah, supports join here as the lane swaps commence. They don't really need each other. As Kyle.
But that's also to be expected when you have Sins out Renekton, right?
Out of this one actually, and he doesn't have a lot of options remaining. Still not enough damage here.
Shanks is out of mana already, even with the tier. Oh, teleport, and she's getting pushed in.
Off to the side is looking to take down these Raptors.
I don't know if this aggression is over yet. I think GenG can continue to put the pressure on here. Canyon's going to get these Raptors.
Chovy will not be hitting level 6, he's only halfway.
Such a problem. And also, we did see Flandre TP top, so TP advantage to Keen.
Hero still has heal here, and Shanks is out of mana.
Information advantage here, as Kyle wasn't actually seen, but another shattering strike goes wide.
Alright, Wukong gets the Raptors, and he's gonna get his own Raptors too. Look! Well, Canyon has these camps here all the way, and Tarzan only has this camp.
Just haven't been hitting the mark. Is Ruler just really happily going through his history book as far as the teams that he's won titles on? Samsung Galaxy certainly.
I mean, Chovy is just Shanks' father here.
2017 above that. Shank's now getting chunked out. It feels like, especially if the Ari is just getting guaranteed charms. That one wasn't a guaranteed charm, but he was just able to land it. But if you got the Nautilus nearby, you have to respect the damage.
I feel like the game's also so unfair when your mid laner auto wins the game. Does that make sense? Doesn't matter what matchup you put Chovy in, I just feel like he's winning either way.
Over to GenG in those early trades. Still pretty even though, I mean, AGAL have their bottom lane down here. You see Tarzan immediately running at the...
Andre is strong enough to 1v2 here for sure. I don't think GenG wins here. Oh, I think he can 1v2 this. Maybe the Conqueror is enough. He no flash. It's fine. It's funny watching top lane. It's just like, who is better at being a cuck, if that makes sense.
Voice lines, by the way, like the better duck.
You said duck? I said something else. But it's just like, whoever is better at being the bitch for the team wins. Nice. Mid lane also, Chovy's gotten the book.
The trade here onto Flandre, I mean, he ends up losing all of his health. He doesn't have teleport as another charm connects.
Yeah,
and
rough.
I mean, this is going to be a trade that favors Chovy, but Aurora does have TP. So Keen, yeah, he...
There's a plant in the river, you have 6 minutes, right? Chovy can play for bot lane plant. I don't see a plant in the top side river. He gets level 6 from 1 million here, so I think he's always fine.
As you can see, Flandre slowly heading back to lane here, and
he's fine, he is old.
Still no flash for Keen.
Yep, Keen gonna have to try and weasel his way out of this one. Does do so with the ulti.
Alt EW, and I'm in Narnia. Good luck making a play.
Way of escape. And that is why Aurora works on the top side of the map. Or the bottom. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, definitely putting a lot of pressure on Akeen at least. Not making his life very easy, but, you know, with the...
Something triggering about this Aurora sounds like...
Unless you're locking down the champion for quite a while, but as you mentioned, it's Aurora, so... Not really having a fun time of doing exactly that. We're zooming in on Keen.
So, how's the early game looking? Actually, for the first time, AL actually has some XP advantages. Rank is level 7, Keen level 6. Rulers here. Hope is a bit more EXP. Right? So actually, for the first time, I would say that AL actually got ahead out of this sequence in a good manner. Right? The AD carry and the top laner have better EXP here. Although Cork is pushing another top wave and Aurora gets this wave to crash. Let's see if this can transition into anything. They're probably going to be playing for Dragon here. Or for Grubs either.
By the way, it looks like the Grubs are going to be the focus on both sides.
Ruler gets a plate though. How is Chovy up 300 gold in the mid lane? He's got a plate, that's why, okay.
He keeps his Corki safe. Tarzan will start this up. As AGL definitely with the priority on the Grubs as we...
I don't think they can this is gone, right?
Still might be able to make a run for the Drake as well.
Duro's level 6, however. And Nautilus level 6 is a big game changer. Wukong is level 6. Nautilus level 6. I think they're stronger here. Rel's on level 5. Old Flash? What the?
Onto Tarzan there, Kuduro as they get into the backline. Canyon found no one with that Cyclone either. It's not exactly the fight that GenG were looking for, but still, they take first blood.
Ugly, but sometimes ugly is good.
Still, he's looking to go down as Chovy.
They missed everything.
He doesn't quite get it, but still he gets the auto.
Did you guys just see my Nautilus trying to do banana ult combo? My Nautilus just tried to do banana ult flash combo. You get shot. Well, Nautilus being level 6 is the big game changer here, right? Support level 6 at the Grubs is one of the biggest spikes that you can get. But I think Duro tried to ult flash and he missed.
GenG, I think, could have had a way better fight had a lot of their big tools actually gone off. But it still ends up being...
Yeah, Aurora couldn't join that entire skirmish. The Sivers are very far ahead to the Corki though, and crucially, right? Sivers is ahead in the XP here, she's almost level 8, and he's about to hit level 7. But the Sivers also spiking with the Collier, she's already 400 gold ahead, so Sivers looking really good here. Well, let's take a look at the Nautilus first, look at this. Old flat...
It's very weird.
Yeah, it definitely was. This is kind of like 3 fights happening all at the same time. Ruler
very interesting.
zoned by Flandre. Keep in mind that this is...
Ruler gets solo killed by Flandre here. Oh, never mind. He flushed over the wall.
Here on the Sivir, so 4-on-4, the GenG are winning. They get a bunch of damage on the Shanks, but Shanks, he's got the footwork. He's dodging everything.
Ruler's getting kind of cooked this game. No flash.
Ruler here as well, who just wants to get himself out of here.
Round level 6. Oh, there's not the Zook. It's not enough though. Well, Ro got it, Noob got it, but this game is looking competitive now for AL. Ruler is really getting pushed out of this game. They have to play through the Wukong already, right? The Corki hopes to get back into the game by the Wukong already because the Wukong, like the Corki, is very far behind now.
He's just not there. He's just not able to actually match the gank there, and there's no cross map, so it's just AL looking for a pick there. Ruler doesn't have flash.
AL also ended up getting all 3 of the grubs.
Finally gets taken out. The Sivir rotation comes down as well. I mean, that was
Rank is going for the strike breaker setup, which makes a lot of sense. You get some movement speed, you get some more anti-slow ride.
He can impact the play. Keen is trying to continue the pressure here on the top side, but
Okay, it looks like they're gonna be trading Dragon.
The resets will finally, very late into this game, take the first break.
Yeah, I mean, we're just kind of trading objectives by the end of it all. The 3 grubs that did go over to the Renekton can be a bit of an issue a little bit later on for the side of EGAL. But still a relatively even game. It's kind of going to be the Sivir who's getting out of control, who has a cull, is very ahead on gold, already has a kill and 2 assists. So kind of the ball is in Hope's court in terms of trying to carry for
Wukong has a full Trinity Force here. If he can find the skirmish, it's really, really good for the Wukong now.
Struggling against Keen, he was able to come back in a big way.
Chovy no TP though on bot lane.
Canyon, who are the 2 fed guys for the side of GenG. It's Ari Wukong. We've seen a lot of duos make it happen in many different regions as Keen continues to be annoying. So it's going to be interesting to see which storyline does play out in this one.
Look at the vision.
Okay, since I was full, I don't know.
Have on the top side of the map. This is really
whose skill's better in my opinion?
when they controlled vision on the top
Oof.
side. This is the
I think it's very linear. It's very linear.
Quite significantly in terms of
AL's topside doesn't skill too well, but I think the Sivir and Talia give them very good late game options, and the Ranked and Sinzao can still stall pretty good against GenG's draft. Like, they don't have a very good job against Ranked and Sinzao, so I actually think, it's hard to say. It's pretty even. Especially with the Sivir being ahead of the curve right now, it's very tricky to do with that.
But certainly, AGL are in the right position, the right conditions to actually blow this game open on the next fight. If they
I will say this, if the game stays even in terms of gold, I'll probably favor GenG's draft.
That's what I've seen recently. Otherwise, not too much, as GenG holding onto a sliver of a gold lead, about 500 in it, some skill shots flying around.
They want to keep getting gold in the Wukong already, right? Those are going to be the main pressure points for this draft. For GenG.
Inconsequential. So, mid lanes and supports hanging out in the top lane. You've got an 80 carry off in mid. Junglers are jungling. And you've got Chovy versus Flandre hanging out there towards the bottom side.
Right, so they have EXP leads in the top lane for AL. It's pretty negligible. Mid and 80 carry, and then mid lane Chovy's ahead, as per usual. I mean, who would have thought Chovy would be ahead?
Who's going to be able to get some control.
I feel like Shanks have just been a non-factor this series because he's against Chovy.
Some deeper vision here on the side of AGAL, but I don't think GenG are really hurting for control at this stage of the game.
You mentioned the cull, it's just cashed in. He had the Yuntals way accelerated in this game. You could see he ends up picking up the Zeal as well here. So has his boots now. He's very powerful.
Yeah, the Sivir is very strong in this game, absolutely. Chovy's also gotten for the Merc, so you don't really have any itemization against the Sivir here too. But Sivir is a pretty hard time, right? Still in a mobile AD carry against the Wukong Ahri and like the Nautilus dive options with Aurora all on top, and still be very scary here.
You know, do they TP Keen in, heavily commit, look for the Canyon engage angle? Ruler does have his Triforce here, so it's definitely playable. But this is a really tough fight. This is not going to be GenG having those.
Ruler also spiked now on the Trinity Force.
The pace of the map because there's also a Talia on the.
Looks like Ruler's still just able to get priority in the Sivir surprisingly, right? Like he's just standing in Sivir's face, getting priority there, which surprises me. So they're still able to contest mid lane priority consistently. We're gonna have a big Herald fight here. Let's see, bot lane. Both team lanes have TP. I think Aurora getting level 11 can be a very big spike. Rankton is level 11 already, right? So he's level 2 in his ult. Aurora might get level 11 from this wave here in bot lane though.
I mean, a lot of pressure down on the bottom side as Tarzan is all the way down there.
Yeah.
The Herald is spawning.
Tarzan's just giving this up. Like, he's not even anywhere near this. I think for GenG...
I think Wukong is trying to leash midwave XP here, so he gets his level 10. He's very close. Right, so Wukong gets level 10 now. Maybe they're looking for a play 2.
Big as Canyon has an angle here.
Yeah, AL looking to come in. I think now they're realizing that the Herald has spawned, but it is going to be given up on.
Okay. They have merchants here and here. Let's take a look at the fight. Duro isolated. I think they're stalling here. Sivir rolled out. Aurora hit level 11, but crucially she's half mana. She hasn't recalled. Oh, push engaged by kill. Ooh, Sinzal's one shot. Sivir had to flash out. It looks like it did. Oh, Renekton here. Holy the Renekton. Oh, Renekton just solo carried that fight. It looked omega doomed that Renekton just 1v9'd it. Holy. Holy, Ruler's a psychopath.
And Hope is looking for Chovy, who's walking around with about 0 HP. Not entirely sure what just happened there.
I need to see a replay on this fight.
The clone from Canyon looking to try and save him, but I think the Crocodile is just going to eat the monkey here as finally the flash is employed and Canyon looking to get himself out.
That was
Flandre just completely 1v9'd that fight. His Strikebreaker ult and Q just completely decimated the backline.
Sync at this Nautilus, and Duro's like, yeah, okay, cool story, and we were looking at this like GenG were going to turn it around in a big way and just sweep.
Sinzal instantly dies in the fight. He doesn't even get a single Sunday Skyproc. I thought the fight was over here. Look at this Sinzal. He gets instantly one-shot here.
Decide he wants to go in here, gets the shattering strike, but then cancels his.
Sinzal gets hit by a charm, one-shot. But look at the Renekton here. He gets into all 4.
Getting this massive Q wins the fight for AL. If he
Crazy.
get there, if he's not able to make that happen, I think GenG cleaned this one up. Flandre had such a big...
They still have the mid-game strength, right? With the level 11 Sinzal, the level 11 Renekton and the Sinzal here.
Incredible. It was almost enough to turn it around for him, but it's not quite there. That was a great salvage though by Flandre, because otherwise...
The game state is even. Holy yeah, Sinzal actually got 0 damage. It was a charm, instantly one-shot, but the Renekton just solo carried the fight here. That's very impressive.
Dominus, baby. It is absolutely insane. It's just a tale of 2 top laners here in this series.
Okay. Wukong is level 11 here. That's a big spike.
Getting the Sony MVPs the last couple of days, and Keen trying
Sinzal has flash. Maybe Sinzal can find a flash angle.
brawl brewing.
Yeah, second Drake on the line here for GenG, but it is going to be a full 5v5 as the Magnus...
This looks good for AL.
...is looking better. That is Tarzan getting the dragon, but oh god, the ricochets from Hope. Keen getting cut down, Ruler suffering...
Ooh, AL got it here.
Is the last man standing. Shanks looking at...
I think he's dead too. Flandre has this here.
Oh my god, GenG just fall apart at the seams. Okay, Charm not going to quite connect there, but Flandre moves...
Cooked. And crucially here, you saw Renekton give the kill to Talia. And when you take a look at this draft, right? Talia is solo AP. So any gold that goes to Talia is always more valuable. Renekton is kind of solo carrying this game. That was an even game. Now they've lost the Dragon, lost mid tier 1, bot tier 1, and the Herald. That's a 5k gold swing. And that's 2 neutrals and 2 turrets.
Yeah, it does feel like this time around, GenG trying to scramble to fight for this Drake, but this time Kyle gets that great engage, and you see that the follow-up is right there. Flandre is unkillable. The Ruler doesn't do any damage at this point, and yeah, he gets kind of bullied as well by Flandre. And
yeah, Flandre 1v9.
Entire fight, they crash down straight into that banana brush and take control of the fight.
Aurora still did so much damage too.
Had that dragon where they just held it. They're like, yeah, I know you're...
Sivir is 2 levels up on the Corki now. I don't think that's... I think that's a deficit that's too hard to get over. Because they're also going to get Atakan, right? So all the XP that they have now is going to be amplified after the Atakan too.
Super easy. GenG used all their tools to try to secure the objective, and were unsuccessful, and then didn't have anything left for the fight.
2.7k gold lead in the 80 carry. Holy moly.
Like, that is absolute insanity. And yep, that last fight, that's what did it. A massive influx of gold. Flandre now able to knock down this outer turret. That is only going to continue.
This is classic. Look at this. He's not even hitting the turret, bro. He's letting all these minions die. They're just petty.
team fight as well here for AL just means that they have skyrocketed.
So how does GenG get back in the game? I don't even see it. Also, when you look at their items, right, they all have like mercs, 1.5 items, 2 full items, 2.5 items. This guy's gonna have 2 full items. So by the time Attica comes out here and like the next crucial team fight, most people in AL, look, 2 items, right? 2.5. This guy's almost 2 items. 2 items. We're too far off 2 item spikes. We're way too far off. Those completed items are way more important.
It does feel like it's coming down to a head-to-head between top laners in this best of 5. And it's crazy because Hope is the most fed guy on the Rift. We're not even, you know, you were talking about his damage and his ricochet damage and all that.
Orky almost finishes Manamune though. Shanks has flash. How do they have tempo to find this? How do they get this?
They certainly will be able to kill Shanks, but at what cost is the question, because the Atacon, as we said,
they're gonna lose Atacon. But they might get 2 turrets.
They don't have
Ranked and no teleport. So this is what we refer to as a cross-map play, right? And a cross-map basically means you're playing away from neutral, and you can play for like a dive and or turrets. I mean, you're GenG. I mean, I don't know why they're allowed to get this. See, what AL should have done is they should deny the cross-map first, push this out, and then play for Atacon. So AL kind of skipped a step here. They just sacrificed Talia. Or maybe they thought Talia was safe enough. But, I mean, look at the gold now. They were 5k gold down. They've actually evened it up here. This was an insane crossplay because they got 2 turrets and the shutdown. That should never happen. They should deny the crossmap first and then play for the Atacon. They completely sacked their mid laner here. And remember, AL is in the driving seat. They always have mid lane prio. I don't see how GenG got like 4 people into bot lane here. Complete int by AL. Should never happen. So they went from even to 5k gold down, and now they're already close to get by 2k gold. I feel like when you're a team that's still able to find plays when you're this far behind, then you're just super team, right?
Like Chovy and Canyon have an angle to carry this game. It just feels like the Flandre show in game number 3.
Well, now we all have 2 items. We have 2 items here, 2 items here, 2 items here. So even though they're going to their thirds, we're actually like somewhat equal on spikes now. We're not omega far behind. So if we take a fight now, it's winnable. Of course, they do get the Atacon stats, and they have the level ups here, right? So they have level lead here, 2 levels here. This one is really tricky though. The Sivir, she's very close to the Sivir is very tricky to deal with.
Keeps them from touching Hope, right? And the ways in which GenG have to come back in this game, the margins are so thin. But again, they cut down that gold lead massively. And they have to just kind of sit back defensively here for a while in this game and clear waves because they're playing into this Sivir. So the fact they were able to find 2 turrets is like...
Oh, this dragon fight, they're gonna take it. Keen got 2 items now too. They all have 2 items. This is a winnable fight for GenG.
He has that Weaver's Wall. Renekton's on the flank here.
Ari's about to get flashback. They're gonna herald mid.
They do have control vision. He does walk on in.
Flandre's on the flank though. Oh.
Hook is going to connect max range here as they're looking to blow him up.
They one-shot him! And Kill is flashed in too. I think Kill's cooked. And they get the dragon! How do they do it? There's just no way they kill 2. And get the dragon, man. Oh, Sivir though. Sivir's just... Oh!
Those ricochets. Maybe I spoke too soon as Chovy at full health is looking for the targets as Ruler will finally find one back. But these rocks are on the floor and Shanks is controlling.
Okay, missed. Sivir still flash, Sivir still flash.
Chovy's sidesteps need to be immaculate. And for the double tap onto Ruler. And Hope is holding.
I mean, the fact that GenG is still fighting this is crazy, bro.
Incredible end to that fight for the side of AGAL.
Smash mark wallop. Smash mark wallop. But yeah, I mean, they found the Nautilus hook into the insta Ari charm, right? And just 100-0'd him. Sivir 3 items and tier 3 boots now.
This is such an incredible call to drop Dragon and go on to Flandre, even though he's going to get a massive Q. There's just too much CC. The CC chain is there. Like you mentioned, Atlas, Kyle can't really set up for any follow-up here. They get the Dragon as well. And from here, you could be happy to just walk away.
Yeah, but that's hindsight analysis, right? I understand that they're chasing 5v3. Beautiful flash from flanks. Good spell shoot. Canyon get insta-cooked here. Let's give credits to AL here too. They played it so well, right? Good flash by Shanks, nice spell shoot by Hope.
But look for the outplays, keen flashes and whiffs here, and then you know, at this
AL is really good in the skirmishes still.
Ruler has to flash his way well, but that whip from Keen is so important, and they just will not concede the point. The greed here.
Oh, there's a play happening bot. I think Kane is dead. Oh no, Kane lived. He is ult, ranked on ult.
Yeah, Ruler not too happy about that one either, and I can understand some of the stunned faces from the crowd.
Look, Ruler's damage that fight. Holy.
Your mind, what the vibe of a team fight, right? And who's winning and stuff like that.
Rankton is the only player with flash on the map and Duro.
But then it was actually a win for AL in the very
So how do we kill Sivir?
As you can see, Hope is still so incredibly far ahead. 6-0-5, 3 items on.
Quirky's going for what? Serpents? It looks like.
GenG kind of reeling. It is still only a 2.3k goal.
Okay.
25.5 minutes. That's borderline meaningless. But there's Artican on top of it, which is.
Oh, it's 2k, right? But also the level still. Level lead here, level lead here, level lead here, and 2 levels here. That's the thing. So even though it's 2k, all the levels make it like 5 to 6k. 5k maybe.
That is starting to stack up.
5k gold lead here.
Second dragon, that's a big part of that last fight, actually, that they were able to pick up.
I mean, look at Hope's XP here. He has highest XP. What the? Like, how do you deal with that? But Corky is soon to hit 3 item spike too. I think Corky might have it here. He's recalling, so he probably has Serpents, right? Serpents make sense here. The Locket of the Rel, Barrier, Serpents.
They're fantastic at setting up the team fights.
Or is he going Collector? No, he's going Collector. Never mind, he's going Collector.
And just, you know, they were able to do that, but they don't have a real answer for.
Well, 3 items Corky, 3 items Sivir. Somehow still, like, even with that 3k, it's still somewhat close. And then the entire gold gap is in the 80 carries, but they're both on 3 items, so any like they can take a fight here. Ranked is the only person with flash and Duro. Ranked is recalling, he could be teleporting somewhere. Oh, and it's caught, he's mercs though. This looks really good for AL. Duro has flash. They might start Baron here. Kane is gonna stay on the map because they know they're gonna start Baron. He'll just use Cleanse so he gets access to his flash. It looks like Rel is, yes, Rel is gonna have flash here. I don't think they can contest, and they also cannot cross map anything. I think now what the GenG has to do is they just have to push out waves.
Yeah. In terms of trades, I mean, the health trade was huge. They got a lot of summoners down as well, just trying to push them out of the jungle and essentially make it so there would be no contest. And that's exactly what AL did fantastically.
Somebody has to push out the top wave too.
And the timing of this is great because
Kobe's gonna go top.
Buy their items and go straight to the Mountain Drake and really try to solidify that lead. It's
double rep off 2. Damn.
for GenG, but you're really beginning to see it float away.
Sivir is buying magic assist here. This is always an interesting concept that I talk about, right? When you're Omega far ahead in the game, you're gonna start building defensive as offensive. In the sense that right now the biggest threat on Sivir, I guess, is the Ahri and the Aurora. So she's buying magic resist because she's 3k gold up in the game anyways. And she knows that she has enough damage with these 4 items, I guess. And now she's building defensive, again, as offensive. She could build more damage and like crit, but if she builds defensive now, she's harder to get killed, but still have enough damage to kill them. So I think that's actually really smart here by the Sivir. Chovy Flandre close to getting level 16. Pretty big spikes.
And there's no teleport wards really. Like there's one that's very far away from the AL push here that you could try to go for.
Their wave flare is not that good here.
This feels like it's all but over here in
oh.
Game 3.
Flash forward on top of Keen. They saw that stealth was on cooldown. He tried to get himself out, but he had the Beyblades in the air.
Oh, Chovy gets caught. Ruler's free hitting here though.
And Hope is just
Trade 1.
And these Nexus turrets are under fire.
I still think it's game over here.
In the rest of the base. They just want to take down this
oh, he hits the charm.
Look for a second to try and bring us to some
no, but the Sivir is just slicing him up.
Put up a bit of a fight, but it's a flash away from Ruler, and that will expose the last Nexus turret here. As AG
I think we have a series.
Not out of this without a fight.
We have a series. GG. I mean, Flandre kind of just went behind the game in these mid-game skirmishes. GG. Big head. Although I get big head. There we go. Big spin flip, they were prime. I think it's time to grab a coffee. It's 4 p.m. but I've been trying to be energetic. I want to try and grab a coffee, I think. I'm surprised after the first 2 games that AL still were able to pick out this game. I'm gonna make a quick note for myself in regards to the crossword that GenG did. I think it's such a beautiful one. Cross map.
They had a huge lead. GenG fought back, but this moment here is what sends them to that.
Hey guys, I'm quickly bragging a coffee. Yo, Cloud Cyrus, thank you for 5 gifted, man. Thank you so much. I'm gonna make a quick coffee. I'm a beer back, right, chat? And yeah, beer back in a second.
Remains alive here in game 4 as blue side has been chosen from GenG. That will continue a bit of an uphill battle here for AGAL, but still momentum is so important. Reverse sweeps happen because of that.
So I feel like that can be broken content.
Seep in, and AGAL looks so
it's called escort. No, not an escort, you spastic.
Absolutely. I mean, this is exactly what we wanted, right? A series on our hands. AGAL making their way back in.
Rent a girlfriend and cosplay Riven.
Very excited. A lot of our deskers here, they're feeling the hype, you know, the comeback potential. As Chovy looking to meditate a little bit before we do get into game at number 4. It's game 4 of a fearless best of 5.
Like how Zach is still going over about blocking and stuff, my goat.
I'm always most interested to see if these teams and these coaches can really create a comprehensive 5 versus 5 composition. It's not always easy when so much is banned away.
You mentioned earlier in the game 3 draft that it would be the
That'll be your first girlfriend. Alright chat, we're back in draft. Jordan Band, Nico Band, Rise and Pantheon out. All of these champions, as you can see here, they're all banned. These champions are not allowed to be picked again, and let's get back into the focus. Thank you very much. Rent 4 girlfriends and make them play League of Legends with you as a team. Oh.
Decently strong, but the Nocturne has already been lost to Fearless Span as well, and things are going to get pretty interesting here. I think Chovy's going to showcase how wide his champion pool is for the remainder of this series.
I would agree. The Skana has.
Oh, you're my goat, Zach. All right, let's see. First pick here. GenG's blue side. We're 2-1.
So far in this series, as we get into the picks, what is that coveted first pick going to be? That is the question, especially now with so many champions. 30.
I don't even know what your first pick here, man.
Just banned right now in this game. A lot.
Victor?
As the Victor is going to be chosen as the.
Oriana's open.
Yeah, for GenG.
Yeah, I mean, Wolf was just talking about all the mid laners. And
Shanks banned his own Rise. Akali is open.
But certainly the top tier mid laners are where you're going to look. Shanks,
I mean, Akali, Oriana.
So far, but also Chovy is. They're not the main characters, but definitely incredibly important. And you know, Oriana, Nocturne taken away. Victor feels like the standalone best mid laner you would go for. I thought maybe with a couple more jungle bans, you would take
Oriana
Canyon first, but instead they prioritized for Chovy. Looking at the Oriana here for Shanks makes a lot of sense. If we're
what do you come with the Oriana? Nocturne is out, right? Nocturne is not picked anymore. Jarvan is banned. You want an 80 jungler, but are there really any 80 junglers left? Since I was out, Trundle's out, Wukong is out, Nocturne is out, Jarvan is out. What 80 jungler do you even pair this with?
And they're looking to set up Shockwave bullet time combos. Like, that's kind of the desperation we're reaching into here.
Wukong is banned. Wukong was played last game by Canyon.
But this feels very straightforward.
What do you even pick here? Like, what are 80 junglers that are left?
A ton more flexibility in just having a first
Mundo!
It's going to scale well no matter what. You could
Mundo!
Still, the ornaments are going to empower Chovy. You can play a slower front to back comp and just try to avoid those combos. That may be the name of the
Big
game.
Mundo, no balls. Canyon, was ist das? Bro. Stars and be a goat. Ooh, I like this.
Does a lot of damage and just play for side lanes. That's exactly what they're going to do. Jace pickup, which hasn't seen as much success as it has in the past.
I like they have a utility jungler here, right? Like a ganking utility jungler that plays a bit selfless with two like hyper carry solo lanes. I also think from bot lane now you want utility. You don't necessarily want like an Omega carry. Oh, Poppy's open. That makes sense.
It just feels like, you know, you mentioned the Jax.
I don't like keen on Jace. Bro, any Korean on Jace? GG.
Off the board in terms of something that can counter a Jax. They try to get the Jace to give good laning phase for Keen. but I just don't think it's in a great spot.
What do you pick bot lane here? Ezreal? Ezreal outranges all of them. Ezreal outranges all these champions. But I don't know how Ezreal lanes to Misfortune. Probably fine. I think they should ban Ezreal.
You know, Gwen is still available.
What is still available? Xayah?
But you can just say I'm gonna lose Prio. But
Xayah's available. Lucian was available. Lucian needs to be banned like the whole.
And then be able to empower my comp later.
Ezreal, Lucian, Xayah. Caitlyn lane.
Here,
but I don't think they want the Caitlyn lane. I think it's too much then if they go Caitlyn.
It looked like GenG wanted to build with that Victor first pick. We're so low on engage here.
If you have Victor, Jace, and Caitlyn, there's so much that you like need to care for. Unless you just leave Jace in isolation with grass and you just let him do his thing. But now, another thing to think about, right, is if you like, you don't want to lane swap the Jace into something bad. If they play like a tank, you have Jace, and you just lane swap their bot lane into a Jace, they just can get dove on repeat, especially with Poppy.
Stuff like Ezreal now, I mean, Zeri, we're going to be digging pretty deep into the AD carry champion pool.
Ezreal's open. I think I want to see Ezreal, bro.
That Ruler and Duro wanted to kind of know what they were dealing with.
Ruler, Ezreal, GG.
Before they chose their bottom duo. Might not get a full chance to do that if the support isn't picked here. Looks like Aatrox thought about, but then Gragas also...
Aatrox Omega useless.
Here, Gwen being totally ignored for now, but maybe he's just doing a bunch of hovers before he selects it. I feel like Gwen is in a really great spot right now, even into Jace.
I don't like playing Gwen into Jace because of the prio you lose, but I do agree with you that she is going to be more relevant later on. Blitzcrank being...
When is open? I forgot.
Will lock it in.
It's a blind pick Blitzcrank. But most melee supports are out, right? Because Nautilus is out, Rel is out, Braum is out, Alistar is out. What do you play?
So saving that counter pick, but they already know what the
Leona's out?
Kind of a weird choice. Almost feels like they weren't sure. And they just made a snap this.
I genuinely don't even know what you play here. I guess Blitzcrank also cancels out shit like Karma, right? But why did like Ezreal? I feel like Ezreal's still Omega value, but I guess not.
One step further, right? Because at that point in time, she was being triple flexed.
So what support do you play here?
And support. The Kaiser is going to be locked in though here for Ruler. Certainly a champion that he made his name on.
I don't know.
Years past. What is Duro going to
Tom Kench? Ooh, I like Tom Kench.
I also feel like having to get up close and personal against this AGAL composition is a very scary
Shen.
Prospect, and there is a Shen to be at least
Giga Chat.
I mean, there weren't a lot of good options, right? He had to pick something, but I think that Shen is pretty good. You know, you can.
That's pretty Giga Chat, bro. That's pretty Giga Chat.
You have the ability to dodge a lot.
You don't want to go Jen Amelio against the Blitzcrank because you can just get hooked, you get one shot. Shogath here?
If you go for that,
you don't like damage.
For the Kaisa, and you have the shields to come through from the Shen.
I feel like you like damage with Cho'Gath here.
Feels pretty decent, as we're going to lock in Cho'Gath as
interesting.
The final pick here for the side.
Very interesting. So
weird one here, especially into the Jace, normally used as a.
And it's a good matchup into Jace, because you just sustain. You can actually match priority. I think early game skirmishes, I would heavily favor AL, right? Especially around, like, grubs. I mean, so, like, they have two beefy guys you have to get through. Like, Jovi is gonna need... Because you're gonna go Roll of Ages, right? So, you're gonna need, like, 3 items on Jovi before you can reliably start killing this front line. I think early game AL is heavily favored here. But if this GenG comms gets ahead, by the way, it's into GG. Look at the damage threats, right? You have Kaisa, Jace, Victor, and in this draft, it's like Orianna Shockwave with Misfortune ult, but that's like, you need to like that combo. Otherwise, you get out DPS by the Jace, out DPS by the Kaisa, out DPS by the Victor. So, tricky. Crucially though, guys, we're about to head into the game. That means that I'm going to be playing ads. If you use your Twitch Prime or you subscribe, you don't get ads. Your father comes back into your life, your mother loves you, and that's it. Play the ads. Alrighty, shit. Let's move on into the game. I'm gonna move my camera here, my big fat head. So I'm not in your way. And, well, 2-1 for GenG right now. If GenG win this game, they take the series. They're the winners of the EWC. And, yeah, let's focus. You is not casual, buddy. I know what you mean, bro. What if I don't want my father to come back? Well, I'm sorry. Then don't sub. Otis.
The Cho'Gath follow-up to the Shockwave, but I guess it's a wombo.
I mean, Huni was the one that showed that, okay?
AL if a wombo drops, right?
When Faker's Shockwave finds them all, but actually it was Wolf's quickness that found them all, and Huni's Rupture that also found them all, and then the Shockwave did also find them all. But that was there. That was part of the combo.
still counts. And the Cho'Gath is going to count for something. I think if Flandre can get a big Cho'Gath game
Flandre playing Grasp
and tie this up at 2, then it's absolutely a tiebreaker.
All right, hold up.
Our 2 top lanes.
Are you okay? We got Unsealed Spellbook for Kael, Unsealed Spellbook for Flandre. Flandre's ult is also a smite.
Oh god, they are not losing a smite fight. That's
Wait! Wait, they have Spellbook here, Smite, and Cho'Gath ult. You guys hear that? I didn't even notice that. So Cho'Gath with Smite and ult is like 2.5k true damage. 1.2. So what is that? They have what? 4 to 5k damage on a neutral with this setup? Oh, Smite, ult, Smite. So that's 1.2, 1.2, and then 1.2 plus, yeah. They have 5k damage. They have 5k damage on a neutral, bro. They can smite Baron at 5k. No, that's crazy.
We'll see. We'll see if that happens.
Smite is 900 damage spellbook. Yeah, no, but probably not on this patch yet.
As well, by the way, Wolf. You know, it kind of just feels like Orianna.
They're Omega fist fighting in the mid game already. Both playing area and resolve. Chovy didn't use a potion yet. Holy Chovy out on the sidestep there. Uses 1 potion now. Thanking the minions. W start on the Jace here, very interesting.
So yeah, just Orianna choice as just a straight up control mage for the mid lane. Nothing crazy.
Okay, so the bot lane gets priority here.
Yeah, the Orianna does have a lot of.
Flandre used both potions. Chovy only used 1. That's why you see the health depth in the mid lane. But Chovy at level 2. Every time I look mid, I just feel like Chovy is winning. And look at this aura, bro. And Chovy has mid lane priority yet again. You just don't skill check Chovy, bro. He's your father in-game idol every game, every time. Shanks has kind of just been a like, I'm gonna be honest, man. Shanks has been getting get by Chovy the entire series.
That's what I'm most concerned about here for AL, because both these comps are wonky, right? They're a little bit weird. They don't have strong themes necessarily, but it's going to be about control.
Chat, who's better, Alois or Chovy? Careful now. Careful now. Careful now.
But what if you die trying? Then it might not actually necessarily matter that you got the objective, but yeah, that's why.
We'll be pathing top, Sejuani pathing bot.
Third smite in this case. Alright. Well, I mean, I guess
he has to be careful here. His ward is placed in the bush in top side. He is vulnerable to a potential poppy gank here. Beautiful combo though. He's not hit the wave there, so the wave is actually somewhat neutral. Let's see how he's gonna play this out. He's still vulnerable to a potential poppy gank. But Poppy seems delayed on their clear here. No, she started the golems now.
Which pick I feel like feels the best in this whole draft is the Sejuani. It doesn't have like a huge amount of synergy in terms of like melee lanes and stuff like that, but
why are junglers always 23 CS? Do they just skip like some small camp? Keen still has to be careful here for sure. Tarzan can look for the gank in top lane.
We drafted, what was it, 6 engaged champions.
Seju got spotted.
Over and over and over again. And of course,
Poppy's gonna ward here, maybe look for the camp. Ward at the second clear. Poppy should recall. Oh, maybe looking for mid lane here. Chovy just TP'd back, so did Shanks. They're already heavy trading. Poppy's looking for the gank. But Chovy is hovering bot side. Alright, so Sejuani is back to top side earlier. Oh, they're still looking for mid lane play.
But you know, in this case, Ken is highly effective into MF. As Tarzan is going to be flashed.
Okay, but Tarzan is delayed now. See, Tarzan is already going to be on these camps here, but Tarzan hasn't recalled yet. Look, Sejuani already has a Giant's Belt here, and he's avoiding the vision here. He's going to look for a get. No. Alright, okay, so Poppy's going to decide to not recall, and Flandre just gets to play in top lane here by himself. Sorry, Keen rather. It's a plate. Okay, so Poppy is taking a second clear without item. Sejuani is looking for a dive. Ooh, this could work. Poppy can never be here. And they should know this because they don't see the Sejuani here. They should know this is coming. Right? By process of elimination, they see this is not happening. Poppy's too late though. I think this is a play. Flandre has flash, no mana. Oh, Canyon cooked it. Loses his passive. Oh, patience. Oh, Keen missed the Q. Doesn't matter. Well played by Canyon, man. Right, he gets... Oh, Canyon kind of griefed it, I'm gonna be honest. It's not even worth. And the reason this is not worth now is because Flandre gets solo Q XP, and he can just TP bots. And oh man, and now Poppy also cleared the camps, right? So now Canyon is behind in camps. He's gonna have to skip this golems. He can't go for golems. He has to clear this the top side probably. And Flandre actually gets ahead out of this. Kenya cooked it, man. Kenya Omega cooked it. And he gets cancelled. Oh, yo, yo. So Keen is now also gonna suffer in bot lane. I'm gonna be honest, Kane also griefed me in solo queue. Keen, I know what you're going through, Keen. I also had this when I played solo queue, man. Kenyan gave... I don't remember who it was some professional LCK top laner. I was playing against his Gwen. Kenyan gave first blood. I had to lane, Riven into Gwen, and Gwen had a cloth farmer in the early game. I was so tilted. And then Kenyan died level 3 again. And then he didn't say anything, he just ran me down. So it's like fine, right? It happens. But now I remember. Now I remember.
Looking forward to seeing what Ruler's going to be able to get done this game. I think that his Corki was very muted in the last one.
Well, Poppy has no camps up right now. I think Kane is going to prioritize the scuttle and then still take all these camps. Poppy is heading topside here, but all Poppy's camps are actually going to be spawning bot side, right? So I'm curious to see what the Poppy wants to do. Maybe Poppy wants to look for the invade, but they have no top lane prio, so I think, yeah, Poppy's going to have to go bot side. Maybe she starts Dragon. Well played for Kane also to go for the scuttle. And now Kane can catch back up in the deficit that he has in terms of CS. There's no camps here. Kane already cleared those. Rest of the game very even. It said that the top lane play was a 1-for-1 trade.
Here towards the top side of the map, and on the bottom side, Tarzan getting as much vision as he possibly can.
Interesting to see Kane decided to go on this wolf camp first.
For T1. Well, we'll see if they can do that. Definitely got off to a great start. I think that AGAL coming to life.
Chovy with some EXP lead and some CS lead, as is expected from Mr. Chovy.
Would have been a little bit depressing to get another 3-0. Here at the
Cho'Gath took Ignite with the spellbook, so he definitely has kill pressure onto the Jace.
We're probably not hoping for the tradition to be made here in our second year, as it's definitely a big bounce.
Take a look at this. Canyon skips the blue buff to reset, double ruby, and then opens up top, right? And that is because he wants to be in sync with this. Poppy is already level 6, so is Canyon here. And what Shanks is trying to do here is he's all-inning Chovy to both catch the wave, but to also get tempo so that he can now reset and get access to this. But he did use his ult, right? But you don't all in there to look for the kill. You all in to try and set up your reset. But it looks like actually Chovy cancelled, and now Chovy's in a good spot. Okay, let's take a look. Kane level 6. Chan taunted. Misfortune no cleanse. Misfortune no flash. Just focus the Blitzcrank. Ooh, that. I see it right there. Okay. What? Chovy dies mid. What happened there? How did we die mid? No flash, that's why.
Chovy dies in the mid lane though. Yeah,
what happened there? Yeah, Chovy, what are you doing, noob? Shanks has teleport. No subs on their bot lane now, that they're gonna be in trouble for the remainder of the position here. Shen just recalls and ults. Okay. Chovy can TP in. No TP wards though. No TP wards for Chovy. They have no wards, I think. What did you get to? Oh, 100 no flash.
So he's now standing united. Nicely done.
King.
Taking a bit of damage here from Keen, who is ahead in farm, but not by that much, right? I think Flandre is going to be pretty happy with how this game has gone thus.
Giovanni still hasn't been able to farm the blue buff. Oh, Chovy no flash yet. Oh, he's dead. Never mind, Chovy's full tank. Oh, he didn't have ult yet. So how did he die here?
Tarzan here with the push. Chovy has no flash, has only
too much slows,
which offers a lot of damage back, but it's not quite enough.
Yeah, you can see him scratching his head there, not happy with the way that one played out. Just gets caught out in a position where he didn't.
AL's bot lane has no summoners here though. I think if they make another play on AL's bot, it'd be so good here.
But they do get the kill at least onto Kyle eventually. As you can see, he's just mentally in between the both of them because they want to get that kill onto Kyle and then ult hope, but not quite able to do both.
Me when my jungler strong sides me.
But AGL do get at least the kill onto Chovy in mid.
Probably at least seems to be going for a heartsteal proc, but I don't see who's gonna steal, like he's gonna proc the heartsteal on. Oh! Let's go sums. Shen didn't have ult there. That's pretty bad. Now there's no bot lane plays happening. Kane is also farming top side. Dragon is still on the map. Oh, it's Ignite used by Flandre there.
Is definitely a huge win, especially because Ruler has to back and no one can catch the wave that's incoming here. There's no real answer. I mean, Keen doesn't.
Crucial, we have two grubs on JJ's here, who's been hitting the turrets a lot in this matchup.
Going over to Hope for sure, as well as some deny of the CS.
Kai'Sa's moving top here, that's interesting.
Instead, they're going to try to make a cross map play here.
Keen can TP bot, but then Keen double dips. Keen gets a top cannon. Are we gonna make a play here? This doesn't work, guys. Tarzan and Blitzcrank are anticipating the play. Wrong neighborhood, Canyon. Wrong neighborhood. Has flash. Oh, dead. AL is predicting GenG's movement very well here. And Kai'Sa lost many waves in a row there. Kai'Sa had to flash, lost bot wave, but also doesn't get a top wave now. Kai'Sa hasn't gotten any waves. Shanks has flash.
Can they catch him off guard? No, Shanks smartly going to back away.
I mean, he has flash, and the only way they could really engage.
Look at this, there's a 20 has to get in the bot lane now.
Hammered him back in.
Right, because of that one mistake Ruler made. He's down a full level in 20 CS now. Hope is pretty far up.
To try to make that happen. Maybe could have gotten his flash, but ultimately will just be a free.
Both mid laners hit the what's it called, Rule of Ages. Yumu's first for the Jays and Heartsteel for the Choga. Hope we built Sunder, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
But some of the plays we've been seeing here for GenG are relatively haphazard, right? A lot of disrespect on where Tarzan.
I think GenG is in a pretty tough spot here.
And GenG have been in control.
Look at the XP of this misfortune. Like, Hope is getting super far ahead again.
MSI as well. This is what they're known for, is getting a lead and never letting it go. But in even game states like this, if you make those aggressive plays and the enemy is ready for you, you end up tossing some of those leads away. I mean, Keen had a pretty significant...
So how do we progress this game, right? Who do we want to sideline against? Looks like they want to put the Jays into the Orianna, but the Orianna is pretty tanky here. Victor into Cho'Gath, it's just the farm lane for both of them. Cho'Gath's not going to get any Hearts stacks, but he doesn't really matter. He's already going to recall for a Heartsteel, which makes a little sense. No place. Misfortune is bloodthirsty now, so you can never really push the Misfortune out. And again, she's already level 9. Ruler just hit level 8, right? That's so crucial.
On that front. And Tarzan, he's also getting stronger and stronger on this Poppy.
Hell is on a ward.
Yeah, definitely a big vision game up on the top side, which was very nicely shown by our observers, mentioned by you, Atlas.
Even game. I'm still scared of AL's potential of having a 5k smite. Remember, Cho'Gath ult plus smite, this guy's smite, and this guy can take smite. So they have 5k damage on a neutral like this. Like 5k true damage on a neutral. Like they can just take Baron. Oh, if Keen dies here. Poppy's here too. They have stand united. And Shen has heal and exhaust. Heal exhaust on Shen. Oh, sorry. Oh, that was a very fast ult. I feel like they should at least wait for the play to happen. Ah. No cosplay play happening, but that's an... It's too early, I think. I think you want to bait the play there. Make them use some resources.
There are a lot of options for answering. Still, that's a long cooldown. See what AL can do with that button now on cooldown. They get it.
Nothing really happening on mid waves.
Yeah, you know, funnily enough, I feel like if
Kai'Sa's still ahead in gold. No, we're even. But she's so far behind in XP. And remember, this is always how you have to calculate gold, right? Guys, EXP, every level up is the equivalent of, let's say, 600 gold. The later you go, the more these levels matter. So, even though we're like level 9 to level 8, it's gonna be level 10 to... So, like, you can always say that this Forge is pretty far ahead of the Kai'Sa.
Maybe you can actually get a counter dive going.
Yeah.
They react almost too quickly, and so EGAL...
The rest of the map is pretty even, though. Super even game state.
Anything really for that play.
I feel like, you know, when we look at the game state here and the nice plays we've seen from AGAL, the lead they generate is somewhat small, but it's been a pretty good start for them in this game. A lot of it's been through trickery, right? It's been through some mistakes from GenG. We haven't seen it really through a true 5v5.
I think this Herald's going to be the first big fight we're going to have this game.
Worries I had for their draft, so... You know, don't count your chickens.
Jovi pushing out bot.
This one because I do feel like we have.
And look at the AL. They've decided to go for Merc Threats. So if Victor, Sejuani, and Shen are just kind of nullified by these Mercs. No love, they're in Prime.
Seeing the Kraken Slayer build to come out here from Ruler, who almost has his completed call. Can still later on build an Asher's too. We've seen some of those teched in late as third item, but not going to be there for a while. But AL, with the control they have, I think they should really hold on to this because that empowers the Blitzcrank, that empowers these Shockwave engages.
All right, let's see what GenG can get done.
Blitzcrank is playing with cleanse, which is very funny because he can just. Oh no, Kill is Omega Smurf in this game. And ult. Ooh. I was gonna say Kill can block like the Sejuwalt and just cleanse it, but well, Kill already finds the opening onto Ruler. Second time now.
You know where the Blitzcrank is. You're gonna walk forward like that. You're gonna get punished, and Ruler again killed, but also loses summoners again. So he's another vulnerable target for anything follow-up wise that AL can.
We're just gonna be level 11 now, similar to last game where Hope was such a threat because of the the golden XP that he's having, right? And it's the same thing here.
To use that prio on this next dragon, and things are looking up and up for them.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see Kyle having so much success on this Blitzcrank. I mean, fantastic hook once again. The vision game that we've been mentioning all game long coming through once again. And remember, he only picked this Blitzcrank when he only saw the top side of the map, and we were like, huh, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, the first two games, GenG never really got caught, but Chovy's been getting caught mid, right? Canyon failed on the dive, and Ruler has been caught twice by the Blitzcrank hook. You see GenG slipping up in these games, and they're getting heavily punished.
Give him the crank.
So far, I think we're going to have to continue to trust, but
what's up, Blue Minu?
For AGL out of the trickery, right? Out of the vision game, out of the pick potential, and that's the kind of lead they're going to keep holding on to. There's a TP.
Oh, they're trying to make a play on the stop tier 1. I don't really think they're looking for Flandre. I'm also trying to get the turret. Oh, no. You're wrong.
Actually, as Rift
First brick.
down in mid, they're going to be able to get the charge, but the turret does go down, so no feats of strength just yet. As there's still one more objective needed to be picked up.
Oh, they're gonna get this dragon.
And two, if GenG want to be able to claim it, as this Rift Herald is really getting put through her paces.
I don't know if there's any way that GenG are going to stop this dragon from going over. And that is
two turrets.
Two turrets plus the top turret that's basically dead here means that attempt from Chovy comes at such a heavy price, because that is going to be the objective feat of strength to come here with this dragon. Like, they get everything on the play.
Okay, so that's going to mean
There's 2 items.
the gold, about 1,000 now in the lead for AJAL, but they've got 2 dragons, a mountain.
Oh, I felt it, bro. I felt it.
So far this series, quite a few mountains, pretty mountainous. But that is going to mean a whole lot of durability, especially for Flandre. My goodness, this Cho'Gath could become monstrously big in this game if they're able.
They have no midwave control. Guys is always vulnerable.
Coming up next, see whether GenG can get themselves into a position to fight for it, because right now, looking pretty muted. Skeen finding a shockwave onto Tarzan, and Tarzan saying, "You what?"
Hope is almost level 12. Holy, he is.
This is just
Jerome is a bit low compared to your voice. It is, yes. That's the idea.
It's just going to make Blitzcrank value skyrocket in this game. And so, you know, Ruler was already having trouble farming in mid.
Andre has flash. I don't really think they can make a play on him.
And now he really is not going to have a great option to do so. Chovy's in the side lane. But Ruler,
Okay, they get double tier 1, which is pretty good.
300, rather gold behind his opponent in Hope.
So what does GenG do here, right? How do they progress? Because Cho'Gath is so good at neutralizing the side waves, and keep in mind, right, when Atakan is gonna turn around and the Baron, AL always has this 5k full one-shot potential on these neutrals, right? They have the Cho'Gath ult, the Cho'Gath smite, Blitzcrank smite, and then the Poppy smite, which is 5k damage.
A lot of those minions, so that a little bit less farm will go over to GenG.
What's crucial though is that they're still staying equal with item spikes. 2 items here, almost 2 items, right? 2 items here, so they're staying equal on item spikes. The 1k gold doesn't really matter here. Just the EXP that's gonna matter in the position on the map.
Makes it difficult for Keen to step up here.
AL having mid-tier 1 though makes it really hard to try and do anything to the Misfortune. But you can't really find flanks, you can't really look for Sejuani. I don't know, it's tricky to really do anything to this Misfortune.
1,000 gold, 2 dragon stacking lead here. To be able to win 5v5s consistently into this
So Atakan and 3rd dragon is going to be up here. That's where we're going to have a game-deciding fight here. So, I mean...
Just once. Like if GenG wins one team fight, they get the vision control, this game turns on its head.
Misfortune got an Infinity Edge.
An amazing position for AL, don't get me wrong. They definitely can't rest on their laurels in this one. They need to make sure they can continue to hold on to this.
Atakan is top side, Dragon's going to be bot side.
Game here for AL, but if they do, I mean... the amount of control you do have when you get control of the map, right?
Like we've been seeing more Atakan top side this entire series.
So strong, and the Blitzcrank always demanding respect if you can't see him. Just such a big deal.
And I mean, almost stacked up for the Judge. That's a big spike.
Has been very, very powerful.
What would you build in Cho now?
Once again on the rift.
I guess he's going on landing, right? Maybe, Deadman's?
Okay, Tarzan getting softened up a little bit by some of the poke from GenG.
I think Deadman seems good.
Coming off from Victor.
Jovi doesn't have a second item yet.
Yeah, if you can see where to poke, you can see GenG is really struggling to clear, but they are going to get this vision away.
Yeah, so Rula
Who's going to take the Sejuani ult?
You can't really blame him. As Death Ray to come on through, Hope moving around, thinking that maybe they've got a bit of a window on Chovy here, slowed down by the Make It Rain as Flandre lumbers his...
Oriana's recalling, she might have her item. See, yeah, Oriana got second item, she sold. So Oriana's 2 items, Oriana 2 items, Misfortune 2 items here. Very big item spikes, right? Jace almost has this finished. This is where we're gonna have our big fight. Sejuani got to a flank position here in the top side.
He's just in the enemy jungle right now. Is he gonna find Jenks?
Oh, he got spotted.
Take a 1v1 or something?
I think he got spotted, right?
This is very risky, but it may pay off.
Oh, they have Shen ult. Oh, that's TP by Victor. Okay, GenG is gonna force this. Let's go. Victor with 2 items now. They're gonna force this. They have no pink wards. They have nothing to clear this ward in the pit here. No pinks. And they're kind of roll dogging this one, bro. They hold the choke. Ooh, the pop ult. And it's gone. Tarzan with the old flash hitting 2 away and just smiting it. Doink.
They had so many smites, and they only needed 1. They just had Tarzan just straight up smite it. And you know what? I mean, we talked about this so much. We thought that EGL would need position on an objective before really being able to secure them, but not clearing out all the vision is very unlike GenG. They leave a ward directly in the pit. AGL saw everything, and it was the easiest setup for them to just poppy knock away.
I feel like AL have such a nice position to play at now too. Oriana's almost level 16, right? The Atakan only strengthened their XP lead already. Like, they have so much levels everywhere. And their draft is so good to hold positions. Cho'Gath Q, Oriana ball.
This time Tarzan doesn't have the ulti available.
Oriana ult still on cooldown. Misfortune ult still on cooldown though.
He can take a little bit more control this time. The gravity field does go down. Death Ray's layered on top here. The poke is landing as GenG now.
Oh, this is useless. Okay. Position called out, no flash.
As there's the shockwave to finish off the Shen. And Kyle is actually able to limp his way out.
We're lacking damage here. No reset on the Victor ult yet. Okay. Jovi's caught.
Still alive though in this fight. Chovy looking a little worse for wear as Tarzan now going to turn away from his former teammate and look for his as GenG look to back off. There is
oh wow, that was a good call to turn. That's not enough.
I don't think he's going to be able to do this alone, but
how did Kenny kill 2?
One of them flashes away.
The thief.
Tarzan, absolutely massive. Steadfast presence comes in
and he's dead. Sun Sky proc. Wow. Hope is just their father, man. Hope is just untouched these last 2 games. He's complete 1v9. And again, it's not necessarily the gold gap, right? Like, if you look, it's only 200 gold, but it's again these levels that make him so ridiculously strong and hard to deal with. Hope is way too strong here.
They're looking to deny this dragon now, but I just don't think they have enough between this Victor and Shen.
AL's playing it so well. And now in this position, right? Now I would be really scared as GenG. Because usually against AL's routes, it's like they don't have the fastest Baron, like Poppy, Oriana. It's not the highest Baron DPS, but they have 5k true damage with smites and Cho'Gath ult combined. So now Baron becomes a real big threat.
Instead of waiting for Chovy to be able to do more damage in this choke, Duro basically sacrifices himself for that. And to watch how much heavy lifting Chovy has to do in this fight as Tarzan is on top of him, wailing on him. Rula goes in for the ult, but puts himself in a vulnerable spot.
Chovy is just not strong enough this game yet.
Chovy has to then flash away, wants to get out of here, has the blast cone, but he just leaves his teammates to die on the top side of the map. And Shanks, no fear here.
Yeah, it's just a very
mess this combo up.
I feel like it was a bit desperate of an engagement.
They baited the rest of the team.
We're just so ready, like so much went into the Cho'Gath, and Flandre's like, all right, if you want to ult onto me, sure thing, buddy. I mean, now you're totally out of position. You're super low. And it was just in this extended fight. By the way, Tarzan not checked at all.
They're doing Baron. No, they're not doing Baron. Bring me to life. Bring me to life.
Damage in the fight, and he's a poppy.
And he just sat on top of Chovy like the half of the fight. Yeah, down to like 0 health.
Okay, let's see the Baron. Okay, they don't have any smites. Only Poppy.
The fact that he finishes off Canyon with a buckle.
Cho'Gath has cleansed this time, so Cho'Gath can just take the Sejuani ult.
Very cathartic, as the Baron has spawned about 20 seconds ago.
Thank you, Shiki, for the tier 1. Yeah, I'll probably play some rounds of the co-stream. I have until about 7 PM. It depends on how long this series is gonna last. But yes, at 7 PM I have to do like a visiting for a house, but past that, we're Gucci. Kaisa is ahead in gold to the Misfortune. What the hell, bro? How? She's 30 CS down, they got Atakan, they have 3 dragons. How is Kaisa even ahead in gold? Okay, behind the game, but like, how is it so close?
Is going to feel pretty nice here for the side of AGL. They know there's no way that even with this
Chovy at level 16.
This could be burned down by
Orianna is Zhonya's though. How do you reach AL's backline? They need to kill the first target, right? And they get the Chovy ult to grow larger, because Jace can never dive in the backline. And it's really hard to get to the front line here.
They just keep holding on to this, and it makes it so hard for Keen to hit Shock Blast. Like, look at him.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Canyon, no flash.
He's the jungler. That could mean Baron.
He's dead.
And they do take him down. There's the nom-nom from Flandre. And AL...
They're gonna push up mid first.
They get it simply, and now they're looking for even more. The keeper's verdict is nothing.
Chovy, no flash. Oh, he got shockwaved.
Because AL kind of want to kill them all. Duro getting into that backline. There's the knock up on Duro.
Oh, this looks decent. Hope is cut out. Oh, they're diving too deep. They're leaving their bot lane. Victor Ult is doing so much work. Holy shit, Ruler killed everyone in the background. How did they do away with that then? They are just too good. Chovy died, but his ult lived on. And Kaisa got ult in the background, and they just killed everybody. They dived too deep. Nobody was feeling for the Misfortune. I didn't even look at Keen. They just left the Misfortune alone. That's their main damage. Hey, look at the Victor ult too.
Oh, you gotta watch Ruler in this one as well. I mean, this is incredible. Now, AGAL used so much in this fight to get the kill onto the...
And the Victor ult lives on.
Take a look at Ruler. He's in the back line. Nobody's checking him. Tarzan's like, I'm the guy.
Yeah, it's Voppy here. He gets a 1k there. Ooh, he has 4k. Look at this. Ooh, and they get Baron.
Doesn't even have anything special to say. And look at this in live. They take the Baron. And even how much
3 dragons down. Atakan down. Canyon is caught and they just win 4v5. I don't know. They're magicians, bro. And somehow Keen did 7k damage that fight. I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. I don't even have an analytical point of view what the hell just happened. I thought this game was in the bag for AL. There's nobody peeled to Misfortune. There's a 3k gold gap on the Kaisa now.
For the first time, they take a massive gold lead.
I'm pretty sure Ruler just went back and built Terminus outright.
They have all summoners on the GenG now too.
And a yacht and a mansion at the same
This is soul fight, right? Okay, Blitzkrieg has smite. This guy might take smite as well. They have they have smite here, and Cho'Gath ult, and smite. Look, they have it. They have it, guys. They have it. They have 5k true damage. Are they gonna do it? Look, smite, ult, smite, and smite. Are they gonna do it? Are they gonna do it, bro? Robbery at broad daylight, 5k true damage on the soul. It's soul for them. They have three dragons. This could be a banger, bro.
To go all in on the Cho'Gath was not it, but in this one, oh boy.
They just need to get close. They have 5k damage. Just need to get to 5k. They one-shot it.
Sometimes is queen, right?
I'd be nervous in AL shoes, man. I'd be shaking. GenG knows they need to not enter.
Maybe that isn't really what you want.
I want to see this.
This angle here, they're gonna get the banana brush control, and now like
get in there, guys. Get in the dragon pit.
You just can't walk towards this team.
Oh no, they can't. They can't. Sad, bro. I wanted to see this 5k true damage. Cho'Gath has to smite it now. Yeah, Cho'Gath smite it so he gets his teleport back. Man, that would have been an omega banger. I think at this point though, like I said, if AL comps ever falls behind, now this guy, they are not that tanky anymore. They have 3 items here, 3 items here, 4 items on the Kaisa. Their front line just gets shredded now. And now they need to rely on wombo combo with the Kaisa. Sorry, with the Misfortune Orianna. Ooh. Rula has got an angel.
To get out of the way of the hook. Good respect there from Ruler, but won't have that tool for later on in this game. The Rupture just trying to hold these minions at bay as another hook is going to come on through. This one used on that siege minion to be able to take that one away. And so now Flandre looking a little smaller as the Cho'Gath really wanted to make this one work. And look at this, it's desperation here as the Glacial Prison
Instant QSS there.
Looking to try and just brute force.
They get the turret.
They should be able to do it as Tarzan comes over and GenG.
Jay's still pushing mid too.
And a 3,000 Baron power play here as the dust settles. And my goodness, GenG well
still anybody's game. I just think the longer the game goes, the more beneficial it is for GenG. The Jace is gonna have a lot of an easier time to do. Like I said, right? The damage output, they have 3 carries. They have Jace, Victor, and Kai'Sa. And we only have 2 carries here in these guys. And their damage is also not as consistent as, say, like a Victor DPS, right? Orianna struggles a lot more getting big damage out unless you combo. Same with Misfortune. It's way easier for these champions to get hard DPS here. I just think GenG's comp is easier to play out from here too. They don't rely on like a wombo combo.
Like that's when the game really swings. That's when the pendulum goes back towards GenG's side. And it's that incredible turn there, that scrappy fight that GenG were able to clutch out just through raw mechanics, frankly, and in a lot of ways on that one, that suddenly put AL in this position with their draft where it feels unplayable. You know,
I think Keen is also building what, a Sojin last year? He might be close to it. I think Jace is very close to a 4th item here.
That would be good. I don't even know if that would matter at this point.
Maybe Keen based on this damage graph?
What is going on with Keen? Like 30k in this game.
He's playing against Cho'Gath. It's like you're hitting a sponge, bro.
I mean,
it's like, bro, of course Keen gets a shit ton of damage here. Does he have 4th item? I think Keen might have it, bro. He might have Sojin here. Is he gonna sell his D-Blade? Keen is in the base. What is he doing? Keen? Keen, what are we doing in the base? Why are we drawing circles? Keen, talk to me. He just left base without anything. Oh, he bought serpents. Okay, he bought serpents. Okay. He gets serpents. A little bit cringe. It's pretty good. Is it good? It's good. But isn't okay? He went serpents.
To wipe some of this vision away because the double threats of these objectives are so frustrating to deal with for them.
So Baron's up in a minute.
Everywhere on the map.
I mean, it's Fortune have license, so it's fine. They have pretty good poke too, and also look at Kai'Sa, guys. You have to play through Kai'Sa Zhonya's and Guardian Angel and Shen ult, Exhaust, the barrier, Kai'Sa. Like, how do you kill this Kai'Sa? Sure, you have your wombo combo. She can Zhonya's, Guardian Angel, Flash. Good luck getting the Kai'Sa.
Going to connect onto Hope. They're a little bit split up now, but GenG not overly committing. It's actually Canyon looking for Tarzan towards that top side. Tarzan,
I love this, right? When you're ahead, when you build defensive.
Just yet as the buckler comes on in. The fight for the red buff now is going to be secured as the shockwave comes on in, but the flash out from Canyon.
I think the fight is still good here. No, Tarzan's dead. He's like, oh no, he's face rush. I think this fight is still good for GenG. Tarzan no flash. That is extremely crucial here. Because remember, Tarzan cannot enter the Baron Pit here. Actually, no. Does he have Hex Flash? No, Hex Flash too, right? So Tarzan cannot enter the Baron Pit unless it's with Flash. It looks like GenG's gonna recall. They deny the soul first, and then they're gonna play Baron. Let's see how many smites we're gonna get here. We have heal? That's boring. If we do this here, Tarzan can't enter. Tarzan no flash. Tarzan needs to go like this. Look at this W, he just blocks everybody. They all have to walk through it. Victor rolls. Tarzan's in. Wait, Flandre's in. What is this? Flandre is hungry? Flandre hungry? Okay, Flandre dead. What about Soul? Oh, Tarzan no flash. I mean, flipping a neutral like that against Cho'Gath is crazy. Oh, holy shit, Duro's fast. Holy! Wait, what? I couldn't even see him, bro. Oh, King got one shot. Wait. Are they turning this? No, they're still. No, they can't turn. Oh! They can't get more. They're just gonna deny the soul. We're the stalemate again. We're gonna go full here. Still anybody's game.
Maybe you ate the Baron, but you ate it right after that. Got taken out. It was never gonna be a team fight.
They lost all summoners, by the way. Everybody used summoners. Nobody has summoners left.
it away.
Where's that one?
And that's going to be another dragon going over. But look at this.
Plunger just walks in. He's like, "What's up, guys?"
We got.
Look at Keen's melee for E damage on the Cho'Gath here. One shots him, bro. It deals a percentage missing health damage there, so yeah, one shots him. Or no, what? Max health damage, I think. Max health, not missing health, max health. Look at the shin here. Does he banana combo? He missed again. Bro, Duro with his flash engages, he did it on Nautilus, he does it on Shen. What's this guy cooking?
He can't really offer damage on the chase back here to provide heal for his team as they try to get away. So
If that hits, the game's over.
Chobi's got everyone at half health. They just walk across the red carpet to victory, and GenG take a lead in kills here.
I still believe the longer this game goes, the better it is for GenG. Okay, Hope got his Lord Doms though, that's a big spike. Wait, why did he have Lord Doms so late? What did he build? Shouldn't he have Lord Doms already?
You technically got a positive play on this one so far.
I guess you're on rapid fire third.
How long does it really last when your Baron's on a
Guys has full build, Chobi's 4 items now, Keen 4 items. This is gonna be Guardian Angel for sure.
For another minute. So maybe they can get a little bit more. The power play is not.
I mean, the only gold that they have is on Blitzcrank and on Poppy, which is completely useless.
It's not negative, and
But the longer the game goes, the more useless this gold lead is gonna be, right? It's gonna be pretty much futile.
It's less than that. So they did get the money for killing it. They denied it from GenG. They didn't.
AL still has the Orianna Misfortune Mombo combo with the Cho'Gath.
Next, of course, it is still there for AGAL.
They have Baron for 30 more seconds. Once this reaches 3 minutes, the Baron's gone. So I mean,
And now,
it is kind of a stalemate.
because of their mistakes,
Nothing much happens.
necessarily, GenG and just being like winning this game from the get-go, right?
The Orianna build is 0 damage, true. Kind of full tank Orianna here, not gonna lie.
Whether they can pull it back into their hands. Squandre once again massive.
They're just sieging up against the very lackluster Baron buff here. Our GenG. It's crazy how.
Yeah, the Baron is gonna be away now. The normal Baron.
It's like they're saying, okay, if Blitzcrank doesn't have.
But Elder is also still like what, 8 minutes away? Because GenG just needs to get these dragons, right? It's just yeah, it's a stalemate for the next 3 minutes. Dragon and Baron have the exact same timer here.
Barreling straight at them. It looks almost ridiculous.
This Kaisa is fluent in Korean. No, he's not an English Kaisa, that's for sure.
They have with this fed Victor.
Not an English Kaisa.
He's got 4 items now at least. This extremely fed Kaisa and Jace.
And with a build from Chobi here, with the Zonias plus the Mountain Breaks they're stacking here, he's so difficult to kill even if you do get on top of him. He also has that activatable, right? These are the Bloodletters first.
400 armor.
Yeah, that's pretty big. It's hard to get...
All summoners are coming back. Tarzan has flash now.
Especially when your 80 carry is really just the R button.
What's up, blocks?
Unless you're already winning the fight.
Would you trade Soul for Baroness, GenG? No. Soul's way too important here. It's too many stats.
Down so hard.
And also the Soul's permanent, right?
Play this out. Now, GenG, there's only there's a full 2 minutes before these next objectives, so they can kind of continue to sidelane, try to play around this Victor wave clear here. But an overextension, I think, is the best way back into this game for AGAL. So maybe
I think Keen is getting very close to his Guardian Angel now too.
just move back and clear that vision. Don't try to siege these inhibitors.
We might have a fight over the rep off. That's the most exciting objective on the map right now. Crucially, Orianna. Oh, no flash yet. Oh, he does have flash. Oh, he's one shot. Duro's dead too. It's they're void deaths though. They're void deaths because it's still 1 minute. But let's see if they get more. Maybe it's G. No, midwave's already pushed out. Keen no flash. Okay, Kill is still finding some picks, but these deaths kind of don't matter, right? It's 1 minute. If this was 30 seconds later, it would be detrimental, but nothing really happens here. Nothing happens. Okay. Looks like Jace still doesn't have his Guardian Angel. He wants to try and get this mid wave, so I'm guessing Jace is close. Orianna crucially has this spike down. Orianna has the Rabbit. Now Orianna will start dealing some damage.
The choice is theirs, but map control completely belongs to AL. And
He can't flash. He's airborne the entire instant. Still can't flash. He was airborne the entire duration.
How much armor he has, it could be 400, it could be 400,000. The guy's gonna die, and that's exactly what they do. And it feels like GenG are trying to bait out hooks and go from there and try to like set up fights out.
Okay.
They bait
Hanger.
out the hook and then died, so that's not exactly the play. I think
Jace left base, no Guardian Angel. Oh, he has it. Okay, Jace Guardian Angel, Kaisa Guardian Angel. Right, so who do you combo? GA, Zonias, even a GA here too? Who do you combo, bro?
get the follow-up, get get the kills. And from there, you can do anything.
The sync on the objectives makes this a really tough call, though, as GenG can go...
They might... okay, look, guys. Cho'Gath with smite again. And ult. And the smite. So they have 4k damage instantly on the neutral. Like, insta 4k true damage.
Just offering a decent amount of poke.
All right, well, there is the rupture. Connect onto Canyon. He's looking for his angle here. Is the ult.
Oh.
He's going to whiff everything. In fact, he's going
Kane is one shot. That's Soul. They're too tanky in the front line. Chovy's not doing any damage either.
So they're just going to move over towards the Baron.
They're gonna get the dragon? Why don't they play for the soul?
You didn't need to go back that far.
There's just no reason to go in like that. I mean, they were starting to get frustrated because even though...
I'm surprised they don't play soul. I'm surprised they trade if they're killing Canyon.
I feel like it's doing impactful damage. They get a little bit impatient. And fortunately for AGAL, sure, you gave the...
This Fortune is pushing top tier 2 as well.
It's not the soul. Still, that's a lot of resistances that they're stacking up, but this is way more valuable here for AGL to get the Baron. They make the right choice there with no jungler on the side of...
It actually looks like AL's frontline is tanky enough. Though we're lacking damage on GenG's side. Maybe the Zhonya Guardian Angel is too much, right, on the Kai'Sa. Maybe we need some more damage. This Poppy is so tanky. And you can't underestimate, even though Cho'Gath is like just frontline, if you have like a 2-second silence on the front line of GenG, they just can't play for 2 seconds, right? So, oh god, Zhonya's. Oh, Ruler flash into the ult there. This looks good for AL. Oh, maybe not. I don't even know what's going on anymore, bro.
I'm perma-banning you.
Bro, Ruler was like getting destroyed that fight. He has ult. In the end? Think he's killed to the throw for the 2-1? I don't think they can end. I don't think this is end angle. Bro, if we get a review of the team fight, just take a look at Kai'Sa. Look how hard it is to play for Ruler in these fights. So many things to be careful of. Look at the Ruler this fight. It's into silenced. Into the Ori ult. He stays alive. And then Chovy smurfs. But that's it, like, you have to play around Kai'Sa's flash, Kai'Sa's Guardian Angel, Kai'Sa's Zhonya's. Like, you can't kill the Kai'Sa, you need to kill her 3 times. You need to kill the Kai'Sa 3 times, man. Okay, let's take a look at summoners. Tarzan still has flash, Orianna still has flash, Literally still has flash, and only Chovy has flash on GenG's side. Okay, but Baron and Dragon this time are disjointed. Also, fresh Guardian Angel. Holy moly, this game. Chovy just bet anti-heal. Yeah, he still has his Guardian Angel too.
I think we're just gonna have to sit with bated breath here and see what does occur. As pushing forward into a blitzcrank.
Are we gonna fight on the rep-off again? I think we are.
In this game.
Plus passive. Kane is actually very squishy this game.
It's crazy how much pressure is on Kyle right now. He needs to hit hooks, he needs to hit the right targets. Because if they get chipped away, if they get
2 minutes shot, 2 minutes we fight.
Ways in which these teams are winning, the ways in which GenG win, they land poke.
50k damage on Keen, bro.
The squishy targets. The way that AGL win is getting hooks, getting picks. You know, blowing someone up. It doesn't matter if it's edge 1.
Combos, the ultimate from the Poppy, you know.
Orianna has flash. Fortune Guardian Angel. Kai'Sa's a little bit vulnerable this fight, right? She doesn't have Kai'Sa no flash and Kai'Sa no Guardian Angel.
You hook someone, you split somebody up, you get that combo, you win the fight instantly. GenG want the longer.
If GenG have the top wave pushed in, if they ever, let's say they win a fight, right? They could maybe end the game with this top wave here, because it's halfway past neutral.
And Cryo does go to AGL, still 70 seconds away though. It's a bit early. They hold on to it for now. As we're gonna see it back from Flandre. We'll see what he gets.
Poppy 4 items. This, and like, I don't know. Poppy is way more durable than the Sejuani this game.
He's spent the whole game lurking for better or worse. Now looking for once again another angle.
50 seconds for the dragon. Hope we're still pushing in.
I would assume that he is a neutral objective right now, because he is gigantic. And Canyon clearing our vision where he can, as once again we are moving towards the ARAM scenario. Kobe moves up, make it rain comes down. Glacial Prison not really answering.
I think he's just dead. Canyon's just dead. He's one shot. Oh, the other Scott. No. Keen is caught. Oh, Ruler gets to the backline. Gets channeled it. Hope is still alive. Ooh. Chovy overextends. Ooh, it's GG. We're going to game 5. Oh my days, what a game. I'm so shook AL ended up winning this game. What the hell? How did they do that then? They were like dominating the game, then they got cooked, and then they suddenly put it back to a game 5. Canyon is getting hooked every time by Kale, and then it's layered with his silence and the Cho'Gath silence. And you get double silence, just Canyon can't even do anything, bro. He gets Omega cooked the whole time. Damn, impressive. Bro, I'm exhausted for them. Holy shit, this game. Bro, if I'm them, I am straight zipping 5 monster energies. How else do you stay? Like, how else do you get your energy? These guys must be exhausted. It's not easy. That's crazy. That's a crazy game. Canyon uses all game, yeah, but it's not an easy job for him to play, right? He is the front line, and he gets, I mean, he got hooked by Kill very often. It's like, hooked by the Blitzcrank, silence, and then Cho'Gath silence. Take a look, right? He gets hooked here, and then take a look. Hook, silence, another silence, Oriana ult, one shot. What can you do?
Just gotta say, you know, some of the desperation we saw that GenG felt really.
I will say this.
Really tough to watch at times.
Tarzan also Omega smurfed this game.
Look at this fight for him. Watch him in these final moments, how close he gets to saving this game, but this time it's not enough.
It didn't quite work out. We were talking about that pendulum. We'll see where it's going to swing as we go to a short.
Crazy.
When we get back, it's that
I never anticipated this to go to game 5 after the first 2 games. However, at the start I said 3-2 GenG. Hey. Oh, now the good question is, what do you even draft here? I mean, what's still open? I think they're going to keep betting Pantheon. They're going to keep betting Nico. When is still open? When is open? What else is open? I don't even know. When is open? Lee Sin Canyon. True. Lee Sin is open, I guess. Kill 80 carry! Holy shit! Why didn't we just do that? What a crazy game. What a crazy game.
Are the hardest roles in League of Legends?
Yes.
为什么？
因为站在我上路的立场
Top laners are the hardest roles, bro. 80 carries go suck it.
跟下路去换线嘛，所以感觉每一波线要想的东西都特别多了，所以我反而觉得他中路其实没有上路要想的东西多。
Yep, true.
中路最难。
Chinese solo queue is the most competitive solo queue in the world, either super server
No.
or normal server.
Korean.
Most competitive
Korean server.
in the world out of any solo queue.
Korean.
不难，很简单。
Korean.
AO 现在是太强了 ，AJL 现在是太强了，很简单。因为我一直觉
Yeah,
得
that guy's an NPC, bro. Like, what?
不管你在哪里打，
Like, that guy's like the little sibling, you know? Like, you have to, I don't know, rage baiting little sibling.
特别强什么的，我觉得是不能够轻视任何一个对手嘛，所以我会觉得。
He's talking about solo queue, no?
外面的谁我都会严阵以待嘛。
What are they talking about solo queue?
Yumi should be removed from League of Legends.
我觉得比起猫咪更应该移除的是诺手，因为我非常讨厌这个英雄。猫咪没有操作可言，没有操作的英雄。
Fourth question. Games of League of Legends are won and lost in draft.
感觉阵容选的再好，也有可能会输啊。不可能是，你觉得？阵容选的再好是有概率会输，但是我觉得
Bro, of course a top laner says this, right? A top laner will always say this. If you get an Omega shit draft, nobody wants to play top lane, by the way. What do you mean? Flandre is like 100% correct here, by the way. You get counterpicked, weak-sided. Bro, Flandre game 1 this game, yeah? Flandre game 1. Rumble, his Junwalk stop level 2, has to has to go bot lane, has to cross map against their bot lane as Rumble. Doesn't get to play, gets outskilled. Bro, shit draft. You wanna kill yourself as a top laner. If you know, you know though.
Top laners who play ranged champions are annoying and unskilled.
只说我中路我更喜欢法师纯博弈，不喜欢射手。我是站在中路的立场。在我上路的立场的话，当我选出来这种长手折磨人的英雄的时候，我必须得打出效果。就是如果我选出来
He is right. He is right. Flandre is right. What? I hate range top.
并没有说讨厌这个。
Rope Saber Prime.
折磨对面这个选择。
This guy is a psychopath. I see it. Look at this disgusting smile. He said, "I like torturing enemy." Iggy.
In one singular posture for 12 hours a day.
Well?
It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Game 5 of the Grand Final of League of Legends at the Esport World Cup. Let's jump right into it.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, and here we are. Game 5.
Yeah, let's see this draft.
The grand final here at the Esports World Cup presenting League of Legends. GenG, can they deny the reverse sweep? Can they once again go to 5 games but not lose a series all but one time? That has happened since...
That was the reason again you want AL to win? I don't like Canyon. I don't like this guy. No kidding. Canyon is the GOAT. It cost me LP, and it's very, very personal. It stings very deep still. Things very deep still.
25 series ago was the last time they lost a game 5 to Hanwha Life Esports. They didn't
25 series ago
of the year in first stand, and since then they have been able to conquer all of those lengthy series. Some a little bit less lengthy, some very one-sided series. But we'll see if that holds water.
Yorick Omega Insta Turbo Band, okay?
GenG is in this final game with the 2-0 lead they had. Stopping a reverse sweep isn't easy, but at least they have that extra edge.
You don't want to play against Flandre Yorick.
Well, the draft has disappeared. We'll be back in just a moment.
You don't want to give people comfort at game 5, right?
Still gonna say the thing is you gotta ban Smolder. Don't let Chovy have Smolder. There's no more
Alois, thanks for the educational way you co-stream. This is awesome. Hey, let's go. Thank you. Thank you for your kind message.
There's really not much left. Like there's Ornn, right? There's stuff.
What's happening?
That, you know, maybe like a Jax.
Can I see the drafts? Hello.
Deep here in game 5, right? There's just we're getting down into the trenches. There are still a lot of big.
What's happening? Can I see draft?
Talking about Nidalee and stuff like that. You think about the Yorick, which, as we saw, was first.
Hey, what's passeert?
Very good idea up against Flandre. Some big picks that are still needed to be looked at, and I think you gotta ban the Smolder.
Yeah, I think Smolder's a big one. I think another one is Silas. Silas, a big pick for Shanks, one that he has been playing throughout his career to a very high level, and
what's this?
Chovy needs no introduction on the champion. Plus, if your opponent has some funny business prepared that has an R button that can win you the game.
By the way, now they already know that they're banning Yorick, by the way. If this reset, holy shit, Chovy is out of farming. Oh shit.
Going for that reset.
For me, more than any one champion, because we've got a lot. You know, you've got the Smolder, you got the.
Bro, imagine you're AL right now. And you're sitting here, you're like Omega locked in, hunched over, and you just see Chovy like this.
Real compositions, if possible, which is always
I'll be getting scared.
Best of 5s that go the distance, because we said it many times in game 4. Neither team had a strong composition, but they were able to play to their win cons very well. That game was very back and forth. Both teams knew what their comps could do and what they were capable.
Bro, I'm getting edged. We're about to go into draft and now I have to wait again. I don't like this. Move cam to the middle for draft. This is perfect. Where my cam is at, no?
Final game, having a comp that has a strong identity may be what pushes you over the line against a team that's otherwise trying to freestyle a little bit too much.
There's sweaty hands probably, no? Like sweaty hands.
Looks like we're almost ready to jump right back into the draft. The compositions in game 5s, we've seen a lot of times in Fearless where it's like one team just gets a big comp edge and it's kind of just lights out, right? And this is, I feel like, the game where it could be decided by draft the most. And
Okay. They Pounded out, Nico out, Jordik out. Rice out. I'm surprised they banned Rice themselves, right? Because they have Chinese Rice Shanks combo. He does like the montage thing, but it's okay. What else? Lucian? Wait, they might first pick Lucian, right? Lucian first pick? What do you ban? Jarvan. Jarvan is like one of the last AD junglers available, right? Trundle, Vi, Sinzao, Poppy, Wukong, Nocturne. What AD junglers are left? Lucian is open. You just pick, you slam Lucian, no? Lucian Braum? Wait, Braum is out. No, wait, Braum is already done. Lucian Nami? Maybe Lucian drops in priority because Braum is picked. But Lucian has still been picked, so Skarner is open. Okay, so now they go Lucian, right? And then you go Smolder, Skarner? Yesterday GenG did Smolder Skarner against G2, right? Smolder Skarner combo. Lucian Leona.
But again, we don't know what this comp is going to look like just yet.
Smolder Tom Kench. Smolder Tom Kench. Or Smolder Gwen. Oh wait, Gwen is banned.
Yeah, that's definitely a good shout. So Lucian Leona, not the most common duo, but certainly something.
Or do you just slap full bot lane here? Like,
would love to see just
what's open?
Slam the Smolder, slam the Ornn. It's hard engagement.
Zaya?
Also
Kench?
No Rakan, of course. They could also just play like Zeri Lulu, but they're ultimately looking for the safe.
I mean, you need Pew here, right? I mean, actually, Zaya can have self Pew.
And even though it's very low range, so is Lucian. And you have
Do you just skip support here and just like go into the tank of support and pick like mid?
You can play around choke points. You can make a choke point practically with the Skarner with those fights, so it does make sense.
Renata.
Range support here to pair with it in this Renata. Now I understand that. With Leona on the other side, it might be a
so what mid laners are left?
Composition here for AGAL, but you can't.
This is a lot of peel already, by the way. I already feel like Leona hates her life.
Renata call, I'd say here from GenG.
I forgot about Renata.
Relatively low range, so and as you mentioned, you know the range support into the Leona.
Silas.
That Silas you were talking about, Atlas, just going to be locked in right away.
So what do you ban? Rice is already out, right? Rice is a good pick. Smolder band, that makes sense.
The first champ that comes to mind.
Porky is out.
This melee Silas, especially with this low range comp into the Renata, is Smolder.
Can you even pick an AP top? Is there even still an AP top lane champion you can play? Because I think Chovy just needs to play an AP mid laner here. Like, we need an AP mid, no? Because this is 80 damage, 80 damage. What AP top is even left? Aurora's out, Rumble's out, Gwen is out. Cannon's Omega useless. I think you need an AP mid, maybe Cassio?
I love that ban.
Yeah,
Olaf, really good ban against Skarner and Renata.
That would actually just run all the way to the back if it gets fed through the Skarner, through the Renata, and just
Omega good Olaf ban.
You know, prio picking for ruler, not a bad idea either. I mean, he had a fantastic
Gragas, so Gragas top can work, I guess. I think Cannon's too weak right now.
him even more with this ban.
There's a few picks.
Aatrox ban. We need AP mid, right? Cassio works. They're also very short range. Lucian is short range, needs to go like E range. Leona? Silas? I feel like I don't know if Chovy plays Cassio. I feel like Cassio hits pretty hard here.
Incredibly strong here with this draft, but even something like a Kindred could be something they want to draft towards with this low range composition, and it can really help deal with the Renata Glass ultimate as well. You know, and force the angle to be super awkward on.
What do they want to play top when you ban Jax?
See a potential Z angle here.
Hell no.
Would be an all-in composition here on the dive. Can avoid the Renata ultimate pretty.
There is no way you look Zed here.
Past it.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're doing that, but I do actually like the Zed. Just a bunch of burst damages.
What?
Can't really deal with. Like, do you Featherstorm against the Leona, or do you Featherstorm to survive against Zed? If the Zed ever gets fed in this game, Ruler's gonna have a hard time.
They need a second damage threat here. GenG do, I think.
Holy shit! Giga Chat!
It's gonna be so hard.
Zed?
They disagree though. They just want more engagement.
Oh! Go there! Oh! He hovered Mundo and Riven! Kale is edging me! Kale just hovered Mundo and Riven! Was! Why did Kill hover Mundo Riven? Why did Kill hover Mundo Riven? He hovered Mundo Riven, bro. I'm getting Omega edged. Holy shit, game 5 dropped here. Camille is really good against Zed, by the way. Camille really good against Zed.
Both the
Bro, what an omega banger draft here. What an omega banger draft here. Also, Kill, thank you for hovering Mundo Riven. Why did Kill just hover Mundo Riven? I feel respected, by the way. Fan service edging from Flandre. Flandre watches my content, yeah. No, yeah. He hovered Mundo Riven. Oh, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. DF into Silence is bad, no. It's fine, it's just neutralizing. You both farm. But you don't pick Twisted Fate here to, like, win lane. You need AP, right? I mean, it's solo AP Twisted Fate. I always say this. I hate when my solo AP in the draft is Twisted Fate or Galio. But the first game, or second game, GenG had Galio, and they just made it work. Solo AP Galio. Now there's solo AP Twisted Fate, but Twisted Fate, remember, is not a big, like, mage, DPS, similar to like a Cassio, right? Twisted Fate is kind of like a neutralizer. He forces people to buy Merc Threats, but he doesn't have high DPS or burst.
Hi yo Alois. Thoughts on Riven nerf over her WR change?
Yeah, her win rate went down low. I don't think the nerf is that big, but I mean, people, yeah, apparently it is. Yeah, I actually sold Flandre my fundamental scores, and he watched my Riven guide, and so now he wants to play Riven, but yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Holy shit, what a mega drop. We have Zed jungle, we have Camille top. They have to put all the eggs in the Camille basket. Actually, no, they don't. But Camille is gonna omega skill this game into Silas. Also, I think Camille has one privilege, and that's that both solo laners are AP, right? Vladimir and Silas are AP. I'm gonna move my camera, make my head small, and go down here. I mean, Vladimir Camille matchup, it is pretty fine for Camille before first reset. After first recall, it becomes horrible for Camille, right? So, let's see what they can do in the early game here.
But a lot of good stuff got bans too, you know, even the Jacks late in the draft.
Playing Conqueror Sorcery here on the Vladimir, so he has more stature potential. I don't know too much about Zed jungle, besides the fact that his clear is omega fast.
often picked into TF as a counter. I'm just trying to wonder who's often picked yes a few years ago, back in like 2021.
I mean, guys, take a look at this draft, right? They are solo AP, Twisted Fate. A little bit of magic damage, I guess, in this, but for the rest, no magic damage. But they're gonna need Merc Threat still against Renata, Twisted Fate, and Skarner, right? Which opens up the 80 damage sources here. Like, the Twisted Fate still forces Merc Threats by himself. Because if you don't have Merc from Tenacity against Twisted Fate, it feels horrible. Combat Summoners here on the kill, right? We're playing with heal clans here. Might be explosive in the bot lane here too, in the early game. Ooh, bow plate procced. Q-Star by Leona.
Not actually going to be utilized here by Kyle. A little bit unfortunate there.
Banger.
Bottom lane, and now with the range advantage.
W-Star by Keen. Okay.
We're having a look. Hextech sweep.
Vladimir Camille top lane matchup. Boro, I love Fearless draft. Without Fearless, we would never get this.
I have some questions. Where is the Dr. Mundo pick, and did T1 win?
No Dr. Mundo pick, and yes, T1 120.
Advantages out the window just because you need stuff that makes sense, that is tier list worthy, but also that makes sense in your composition. And so, you know, I really like.
I mean, the Twisted Fate does allow the Camille to play side lane, right? Like, GenG wants to play side lane this game, being with Camille and the Twisted Fate here. Skarner pathing bot, Zed pathing top. Look at this. Zed is already on the 4th camp. Skarner is yet to start Raptors, right? Like, Zed's first clear is too ridiculously fast. Like, by the time that Skarner's gonna be here, look, Zed is already on the 5th camp here. And Skarner, I mean, Skarner does have a very slow first clear, but still, I mean, look how fast Zed is here, right? That's why they probably also picked the Zed into the Skarner, because he's just gonna clear significantly fast. I mean, look at this. Holy. 255 full clear. Zed is done full clearing. Look, Zed is already recalling. Zed is recalling. He's gonna contest the Skulltone most likely. Canyon is still trying to farm, bro.
Yeah, it's the lead you're looking for. Canyon outpaced, of course, as we already mentioned.
Tarzan used the smite, though. Was that required? Why did we use the smite?
And we'll head towards the bottom side of the map to try to help relieve some of that pressure here in this lane.
Well, look, Lucian farm. Lucian have 7 CS. Lucian can't lane. Kane is here too. Zed has 2 longswords though. Zed is very strong here. Zed has full stat check. Conqueror and 2 longswords. Lucian has 8 CS. Oh. They can trade here. Oh, he hit a minion. He hit a minion. Oh. He gets the kill anyway. Kill no flash. Zed no flash. Kill dies here. And this wave is gonna crash. Oh, it's GG. And Lucian is out of the game. Guys, Lucian is out of the game. This wave's gonna crash, but it's also gonna bounce here. How do they play? Look at this. My guy's 9 CS. And there's also gonna be Twisted Fate ult later in bot lane. Oh no. Oh no.
He canceled one auto in that fight. I thought that was actually going to be the backbreaker as we'll watch this again.
Look, he hit a meme, by the way. The flashy hits a meme. Oh!
Auto as he flashes here, doesn't get the last one. You can see he's clicking for it desperately. Decides to kite back here, but then the peel from the Skarner is great. The miss here from the ZQ actually really huge in terms of the damage. And with this pushback, they just cannot actually get that final
clean as hell.
on the ruler. He will be able to take both of these kills and a massive lead. His CS lead was already
GG!
Relief here in the GenG booth is now his gold lead is
Yeah, you got the kill, you got the kill. Bro, Chovy is destroying this mid lane matchup too. Wait, what happened here? Oh, Lucian got to push out the bot wave? Why was Lucian allowed? But Chovy is already choving in mid lane, 10 CS gap and a plate. Is that matchup that good for TF? Is this matchup that good for Twisted Fate, or is it just Chovy gap? Probably just Chovy gap, right? Okay, so the only matchup that GenG need to help now is this Camille matchup, right? Camille is gonna struggle against Valier, but look, Camille is already itemizing for no magic mantle. And the only reason Camille is allowed to do this is because AP mid, AP top, right? So no magic mantle, omega value. If anybody flames my wall up, I'm perma-banning you.
Thanks for your contribution to TLA Boss.
Thank you.
I joined for you, but I'll be on the lookout for what you're doing next.
I'll have an announcement tonight.
AloisNL
I have some
business.
great plans. It's in the works. It's in the process. But yes, I'm out of the Toplane Academy and I am never returning. But thank you for joining either way. And there will be something because you were in the Toplane Academy as well. Yeah, but let's focus now. Okay, they have no sums. Twisted Fate level 6. TF 6. TF's level 6. But Size can take it as well, right? No flash. Double TF ult. Oh! Instant CC'd. Skarner is ahead in farm to the Z, by the way.
Say hi to top lane, the mid lane, sorry, say hi to top lane and then we leave.
Sorry, I meant to say 4v4 here in the top lane. As when someone gets this,
Okay, Shank's no flash.
the enemy jungler has to respond or else that lead continues to balloon. That means Canyon also knows this.
I mean, Chovy's up 20 CS in the plate in mid lane too. If you just let these matchups in top and bot, in mid and bot play out, the game just looks omega doomed. And Camille has free scaling insurance anyways. Look at this. Chovy is completely destroying Shanks, not giving him any way to play the game.
Especially with this melee Silas that isn't able to connect CC. Look at the lead that Chovy has generated, by the way, in that range matchup, plus the gold.
Somebody said Chovy's gonna be up 1k gold at minute 7, 700. You were pretty close.
Ruler 10 CS up has the 2 kills, and this early game is all GenG.
Yeah, did feel like ETL just kind of reaching for a
Chovy has flash.
opportunity there in the top lane. I was talking about how, you know, maybe this is your chance while Ruler has his sums down, but now that he's got it.
They're gonna invade the Raptors? They are. This is going for bot scuttle.
And the Renata, who should be
Look, Skarner XP. Skarner's super close to level 6 here. He just needs a small one and he gets level 6. Leona no flash. I don't think this is good. If they kill anybody, by the way, Skarner gets level 6 too. Okay. Zaya just pushes top. Zaya's a pickaxe over the Lucian too here.
I mean, it's so hard when you fall behind like this because they have
I mean, how do you play the game?
Vladimir do rely on just doing damage to get rid of you, right? And if you don't have the damage,
He's gonna get the plate here.
Just useless. And Tarzan needs to be making plays to try and accelerate himself.
I feel like playing against an AI on Twisted Fate, and I mean that in a positive manner, must feel so insufferable. Chovy is just a bot, bro, in the sense that this guy is just like a robot, you know, like perfect player. Leona has flash. My Renata has teleport. Okay, Renata with the big TP play.
Oh, unless he doesn't have the Destiny cooldown, so never mind. Not going to be able to head up there. I tell a lie. He could steal something else though, and then move towards.
I don't think you want to flip a fight here, man, as AL.
No, I think it's just GenG getting free grubs here. Unfortunately for AGAL, like every time you fail those types of ganks, like it gets tougher and tougher to pull it off, and this time without even the Silas angle, is just going to be so tough, and they decide not.
Why do they only take 2? We've seen this throughout the entire series. Why do they only take 2? Does he want to defend this bot side jungle? Like he's scared of getting invaded in bot side here? Maybe that's why.
Scaling Vladimir, which we haven't talked about too much in this game, but
Yo, T1 won 2-0 against G2. Camille almost has teleport again, so I think Camille's just trying to lane until she can base and TP back. Unless Zaya goes bot and then he can go, Camille can go back. Yes, okay, Zaya's gonna path bot. Zaya already has a full item, by the way. I mean, how do you play against this? And Chovy has a 1k lead in mid lane. We got 2 grubs on the Chovy too. This sucks for Zaya though. Zaya's moving bot here to a wave that's like not playable, but it's fine. Might get a big fight here.
Versus melee matchup of the Camille. So having a good time there. We'll see.
Ooh, he recalled in the corner. Nice. I think Camille needs to TP top here to fix the wave, unless they want to fight here. Let's see, what's Camille gonna do? What's she gonna buy? H? We're gonna TP? She walks. Very interesting. Both the players decided to walk here. Nobody's TPing. They're holding the TP.
On the bottom side of the map.
It feels like every speck of tempo is so incredibly important. For both of these teams, Canyon has made sure that he's getting to exactly where he wants to as soon as he possibly can.
Vladimir is very strong against the Camille now. At this point, there's not much the Camille can do in the isolated 1v1.
This dragon is going to be the next target, though. As over the wall he goes. There's the dash out from Hope, though. Still, it's...
I don't think you can cleanse Skarner ult, right? I think there was a Skarner ult angle there.
They still lose half of the health bar on this solution, and the pressure is still mounting.
He's so patient.
Chovy already has his Rod of Ages at minute 9. He is already stacking with a minute here, by the way. Like, Chovy is dominating the game in mid lane yet again. Oh. Okay, crazy cleanse. Zed is a full eclipse. Zed is a full eclipse. I don't think they should take this. Skarner's too weak. Oh, with mid prio maybe. Ooh, with mid prio here. Zed ends up getting it. Chovy just almost killed Tarzan by himself here. Shanks, no flash yet, no flash yet. They know the timer. That's 2 kills for the dragon. Oi, 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 oi. Chovy is so strong this game. He is so accelerated. And look at this, right? He's almost at level 10 now here. And he's already ahead, like, he's already at an XP and gold now. But this item is gonna give him another full free level, right? Chovy's gonna be 2 levels up over Shanks the entire game here. Shanks is so omega far behind. The app I used to draw on streams called Epic Pen. This might be GG. Leona, everything down. Shanks also, look, Shanks is losing a midwave while taking this fight. Shanks is already losing a midwave. So like double negative. He loses the midwave here, then he dies, and he's gonna lose an additional midwave. It's just too much here. Shanks lost 2 midwaves for that.
To get the leads, to get the tempo, as Atlas was talking about, it has been so important, especially in this game.
Holy.
2 kills, and it's definitely
2k damage from Twisted Fate. He just solo killed Tarzan by himself by keeping perfect range.
Hostile takeover, making these 2 little 1v1s off to the side, really distracting GenG. It almost managed to get
1.6k gold gap in the mid lane here. And they have 3 grubs on Twisted Fate too. Oi, 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 oi. Shanks is on the turret the entire game here.
The TF was so important
what do you do?
That fight because Chovy's offering so much damage, right, and the extra CC. And if you're playing Zed, you have burst damage, but not that much this early, and you can't CC anyone. Like nobody can lock Chovy down, so they are able to peel off. The
kill no flash, no flash on the Leona here.
Fight. And speaking of Leona, Kyle is going to be the target here again.
Yeah, they're gonna go. Lucian is there though. Lucian is nearby. Oh, we already have this item. We already have. Oh.
Just gonna present Kyle as a target. He's gonna go down. Hextech sweep comes in.
That's on midwave.
It is another gate combo, and this time Silas trying to make his way in, but he doesn't actually get there.
Oh! Wait, Shanks flashed. No, Shanks. Yeah, Shanks is emotional. Chat. Shanks is emotional. This is where you open up the scoreboard, you report your jungler, and you report your mid laner, by the way. Shanks is omega emotional. He's trying to get back in this game. Oh no, Shanks lost his flash from that.
extend a little bit. I mean, they just trade support, so it's not the biggest deal, but a lot used for that weak fight.
It's why I was so
Crucially, Camille got 2 kills on that skirmish too. Any gold on Camille here is so massive because she struggles into the Vladimir, right? And the Vladimir is still up here with 30 CS, but these 2 kills just close the gap. And if Camille is even in gold to Vladimir, it's gonna be Camille favored because 2 items Camille just beats the 2 items Vladimir. But the Vladimir should be ahead because of the matchup. It's not the case now because Camille got 2 kills.
And then the suppression is used on the Kyle as well. And Zed is actually doing so much.
So big that the gold goes on the Camille here.
Follow-up does come through Tarzan. Look at how much he does. Really funny to see Shanks attempt here because he thinks the handshake is enough to get Duro out, but Tarzan actually with the shadow is. He thought the shadow wasn't going to be there in time, so he flashes for it. That's another small advantage that GenG do end up picking up.
Okay.
That Silas did flash.
Bro, Chovy's up 2k gold. If you guys don't know, like, if Twisted Fate kills a minion similar to Gangplank passive, every minion that Twisted Fate kills, I believe he gets between, what, 4 to 6 or 4 to 7 gold or something extra. So because he has 40 CS lead, but that 40 CS lead, it's like every minion he kills is more, and he has 2 plates. And he also got a top lane plate, by the way. He got 3 mid, 1 top, so I mean, good luck. Good luck here. Solo AP Twisted Fate. Normally, 1 to 7. Okay, it's 1 to 7. But so it's Chovy plus CS lead plus plates. G. Keen is very close to the Trinity Force here.
He's Chovying out of control right now. By the way, he's above 10 CS per minute.
I don't think King can survive here.
He's gonna have to make a bit of an ultimatum here with AL as there's the flash.
07. No counterplay. No counterplay there. Really big play by AL here to keep the game somewhat even. Very nice crossweb here. If they don't make any plays like this, the game is just slowly suffocating. Lucian has both sums. Okay. That's Lucian flash. They're gonna miss the top tier one and the mid tier one though. And this is tricky. Because now you're gonna have a Lucian sitting mid lane, or like in Silas, without a mid tier one. So Twisted Fate ult, Skarner from like, I don't know, Skarner from this wall, Skarner from this wall. Very scary here for the Lucian to stand on mid right now. I think they give this. They're gonna play for this, maybe this, and the Herald too, right? So I think it's completely fine. And also, because they have mid tier 1 and top tier 1, they can also use the Herald maybe to funnel the Camille some gold, which is already at Trinity Force. Right? Any gold that goes into the Camille this game is also amazing.
But you lose 2 turrets, you're gonna lose a Herald, which will guarantee a third.
I think it's a complete fine trade for them.
What, 17.5 minutes?
He is going to hit 200 CS. He's going to be very fast.
I think Chovy might have a second item. And remember how I talked about the EXP, the like deficit earlier? Like he's already a full level up here, right? But remember, this item is going to give him a full additional level. It's... Look, here's already 2 items. He's going for his third. He only has a proto belt. He has 3k gold up individually.
On top of it all, so... And, you know, I feel
how is that fair, man? How is Chovy this good at the game? How do you compete? How do you compete?
But with the amount of tempo and the 1-3-1 style of composition that GenG have, I feel like the Rift Herald is just going to...
I wanted to say your mid laner is just faker, but that's not really... Yeah, you get the point.
Like they have 2 Drakes, so that buys them a ton of time. They can avoid fights for a little while here. And this Vladimir...
Chovy's angry game 5, man. Shanks is freezing the sidewave here though, so that's good. They're bleeding resources, but they have Herald to be proactive, so I think what they're doing is that they've actually slow pushed the mid wave here, right? So look, they have full tempo on mid wave now. They pushed 2 mid waves. I thought maybe they played to bot here with the Herald, but it looks like Chovy's going back top and Zaya might recall. Zaya's very close to a second item.
But he will eventually get enough gold to be a threat in this game.
I think they're scared of a bot lane play happening, right? They're slow pushing bot wave here.
Yeah, Chovy just gets more money. But I'm really trying to say with so...
Chovy's gonna fix the top wave here. You might have to ult to make sure nobody's here. Oh no, he has vision on them.
That's the hardest part. Like, they can
I mean, Chovy's 2 items here.
35-minute game, maybe we can have that conversation.
Well, you can see the shadow was set up. Tarzan had an idea that perhaps there was someone lying.
Okay, so Zaya or Renata push up mid. They're moving into bot lane here. Lucian is still forced to collect. Remember, they have Herald too to pressure this here. There's the Herald. Chovy takes over mid wave now. And Chovy can just stay mid. Chovy can just keep hitting because now look, Silas is still collecting top, right? So they're just moving to bot.
We haven't really seen here at EWC that much.
Herald gone. Twisted Fate is here. Silas has TP. They don't even have to make the play, by the way. No, look. Twisted Fate just stays mid. And now he could even TP to top if he wants to. No. Beautiful play by GenG yet again. Right, so Twisted Fate pushed out top, Xayah pushed out mid, Twisted Fate goes mid, Xayah moves bot, they get the bot tier 1 with the herald. Beautiful sequence.
And so far, so good here for the TF comp, but
now Camille's ahead to the Vladimir.
to Chovy of another time. And he, like,
Does he have Tiamat? No, he goes Merc first. Ooh, it doesn't look, he's not even going Hydra. It looks like he's going Sterak's? Probably Sterak's?
As a lot of his pivotal picks for getting AoE CC in team fights, you're reminded of his Galio, things like that, AoE damage with his...
I mean, Chove is gonna be level 14 soon.
This is a little bit more finesse, a bit more side lane.
He has it. Chove is level 14, guys.
And in the past, it didn't work.
Chove is level 14 and a half.
As he tries to make it work here in this game number 5.
Like, he's 3k gold up in gold, but he's also like 1,000 gold up in EXP. He is 4k gold up on his counterpart here.
Everything is ours. Your Raptors, your
He's gonna have 3 items before Shanks gets his second.
We're taking everything. And AGL, I mean, they gotta make...
That's mid tier 2.
Again, there's just... They found an engaged champion. But
yeah.
I feel bad for Tarzan, bro. Homie is 3-0, absolutely smurfing, just nothing he can do. Also, look at the setup. Like, the only setup for Zed is the Leona. You can't really gank on the Silas lane. You can't really gank on the Vladimir lane.
Shanks' wave as close to turret as possible and farm minions.
Was a hype draft, but Chovy's just dominating the game by himself.
They're gonna overextend. You have 2 extra dragons worth of time for Soul before Soul is an issue for you.
A dragon in a minute. Atakan is up. Both on bot side here. Top lane is completely pushed out here. Not a third item yet. Let's see how they play this. Let's see how they play. Top wave is completely pushed out. Chovy seems to be going into top lane. They might play for one more top wave. And they probably do the same sequence, right? Chovy push. No, he's gonna go mid already. So Xayah is moving through the river here, or through the jungle. Chovy's gonna push up mid, and they're probably gonna force a fight here.
Tell where a few of these minions are coming from. Chovy making sure that he accelerates as fast as he can. The rapid fire cannon actually very important.
They're just gonna start this. So same idea here, right? Chovy pushes up mid, and then Silas is still top, and then they're already starting this. So yeah, Silas just has the TP in. They might just drop it.
What are they going to be able to do? I mean,
They can look. They can just drop it.
Destiny just gives you infinite vision.
Oh no, they're gonna contest this. They're gonna contest it.
Typed in chat, feeling pretty good as Chovy hunting for a target with this yellow card. But AL
Okay.
decent position. It might even just be a 50-50.
Okay.
It is going to be secured by Canyon as he doesn't find the impale, but the hostile takeover is absolutely fantastic.
This fight looks alright.
Handshake is good, and Chovy picks up the first.
AL's doing a pretty good job this fight.
One back as Shanks gets one, and now
But Ruler still has everything. Oh, Ruler still has everything. Oh! Oh! That was close, but... Wow.
And GenG will win yet another fight. Grab an ace and they can take whatever they want.
Arson almost clutched it there at the end, but it was enough.
I don't think it was the safe turn they were looking for, but they secure the
I mean...
and they win the fight in the end. A fantastic impale from Shanks almost saves the
Guys,
day, but they
it's 6k gold lead, but with all the EXP as well, I mean... I don't know how you play this game.
Unfortunately, despite a really good performance from Flandre in this fight, he just doesn't have
The way GenG also utilizes these sideways, right, in these mid waves, it's crazy.
It feels so bad for him, like he gets in and he actually does do a lot of damage. This impaling, we're talking about the stolen
Oh, there was a Ruler ult. I haven't even noticed that one.
You've got the Mancer right in there, Flandre.
Tarzan almost clutches this here.
Almost burst down Ruler, and they finally get him through the
But he still has the thing.
as Ruler has to flash forward just to get the takedown, but immediately dies. Actually really close down to the wire, but GenG barely get across the line. And a huge reaction from Ruler as he knows, okay, we did it.
Look at Tarzan's face as well. Like, that fight could not have been closer. And I think given the circumstances of how much lead GenG had in this game, every GenG fan is like, okay, thank God.
Solo EP Twisted Fate. I guess you can be solo EP Twisted Fate or Galio if your mid laner is Chovy. Chovy level 16, by the way. Look at this. 13, 13, 30. He's level 16, man. Oh.
They know exactly where everyone is. Kyle going to be the target, and he should go down pretty comfortably as a feather storm will be invested.
I think Camille should just stay top. Camille should just play this, but I mean, what does it matter?
He'll take 2 ultimates for his trouble.
Oh, never mind. What did I say? It's a good Camille by TP. Good TP by Camille. I would say for the tier 2, but that's why my name is not Keen. My name is AloisNL and I'm a pig. I would say for top 2 tier. I would say for top tier 2.
Yeah, I mean, again, another kind of close one. There were double ultimates used on the Canyon by Tarzan and Flandre, and they barely were able to chunk him down. And yet still, they almost were able to win a bit towards the end of that fight. It ends up being...
Chovy has 3 items and tier 3 boots. And Tylus only has 2 items, by the way.
So much of a gold lead here, and this Xayah is so fed, and even Chovy does a decent amount of damage in these fights range-wise, that even if you kind of just roll in and play it very aggressively, you don't play it subtly, you don't try to kite back, and you just kind of go, yeah, maybe you got a hostile takeover, we still win by the way. It might be enough when you're
Baron up in a minute.
3,600 gold ahead. Your Xayah is 3,000.
Chovy no flash here, actually, if they find him.
Often alive at the end of these fights, but he just can't offer anything. As Kyle
Ooh, Emil no flash. Chovy no flash. But he has Ghost.
Maybe it's not as keen. We'll take a
Tarzan still has ult.
He's going to turn up. Chovy looking for the angle here as Handshake brings back the Leona, and look at this.
No mercs. No mercs.
And down goes the Leona.
GG.
First kill in the fight. Now Canyon throwing rocks around. Hope he's going to make it back to the turret and should be able to deal with this wave, as rapid fire cannon is just such a ridiculous item. Now the Destiny comes in. That's going to confirm the inner turret in this top lane, and maybe they can...
Guys, when Chovy did this before the game, I just knew the game is over, man. Chovy was mad that he even got to a game 5. Chovy just got mad. 4k gold gap, bro. 4k gold gap.
They can just reset and look for...
Shanks, you're dead, bro.
Shanks is trying to delay those resets.
Yep, gets that information that Keen is in this brush, is now it's a bit of a struggle, and he will just get taken down. That is not the information that he wanted when he pressed that Destiny button, and now the fight is going to extend. Flandre having to use that pull pretty early. They will be able to make their way out.
They want to reset, right? Bro, Chovy might be 4 items now. He got tier 2 top. He got 2 kills.
Making sure that he gets as much money as he possibly can to try and do that damage, because that's what keeps...
He has Zhonya's now.
Yeah, I love this from AGL. They're getting very scrappy. They're trying their best to find whatever angle they can, but unfortunately, little mistakes here and there are just tipping the scales bit by bit towards...
3 items now on Xayah too, right? He's a full item at Lucian, right? Full Bloodthirst on the Lucian. I don't see an angle for AL. They have kind of double assassin mid jungle, and when you play assassins from an equal or behind position, it just feels insufferable.
Should they have decided to immediately start up that Baron again?
Bro is level 17 almost.
They don't have to force this right now. They are pretty big in terms of the AD damage they can offer with this TF and the Xayah. There's not enough damage to rush this down before a contest here, and you just don't want to keep the game flippy. You don't want to keep the game in a volatile state here.
Hello guys, I'm Alois. Today we are gonna...
Put it on Prime.
Hello, Mr. Alwa.
The farm he needs to get that third
Allah, yes sir.
Just make it hell for AGL to even farm on the map. Don't give them that scrappy fight they're looking for.
Certainly not looking like it's a thing they can take right now, as this inner turret...
I'm surprised they're not playing Baron. I guess they're just gonna deny this dragon, get the tier 2.
GenG for a few moments, as they will send Canyon and Ruler over there. 3.3k is Ruler's lead, and we're now up to 4.5k, was approximately the advantage that Chovy had.
I mean, with the bot lane skirmish, right, that went in the favor from GenG, which snowballed the bot lane matchup. But I feel like Chovy just won mid lane, isolated 1v1 this game entirely.
Those 2 Drakes have bought before, now we're at Drake parity, 2 Clouds. No inhibitors have gone down, no Baron has gone over. It's a thread, that 9,000 gold...
Vladimir 3 items here though. Vladimir somehow hit to 3 item spike, which is pretty impressive.
Exists, and it is this Vladimir that now has a Shadow Flame online. If there's a fight they could take, it's going to have to be stopping GenG on an aggressive Baron take. One more chance, one more try for the LPL representatives to do what they could not do in Game 5 against GenG at MSI, what they could not do against T1 at MSI, to try to take this title.
You know what they could do? They could smite Barons away from GenG. So hopefully GenG do not start this objective. I think perhaps they have learned over the last couple of games to just not do that. And as I say it immediately, that is not...
How do you play against Chovy here?
Who started up? Tarzan, sorry, is going to be taking a lot of damage.
Emil's flanking on kill, maybe?
Massive. With that Destiny just being thrown out, and AL will move back. That ulti is going to wear off though before the Baron is actually down. As
oh, we didn't hit Tarzan. Okay, let's go one shot. Tarzan is stuck in a Camille ult, right? Camille hard counters that.
In this fight, now Chovy
Can't escape the commute. And outplayed. GG. I mean, Keen played an amazing series, but Chovy has been Shank's father this entire series. Every single game, Chovy just won the matchup. And it started in game 1 when he was Yon against the Azir. GG. GG. Chovy before the game.
Today we are gonna do a coaching in the top lane.
So wrecked. Saber Prime. Well, chat. That was the first ever co-stream that I did. That was our first ever co-stream. GenG. Victors of EWC. GG, well played to them. I hope you guys enjoyed my first ever co-stream angle. Unfortunately, I didn't get the co-streaming rights for LEC or for LCK. I've been trying. Hopefully we can get there. I hope to still get there this year. If I co-stream in Dutch, I can. If I co-stream in English, you need more, I guess, things. But hope you guys enjoyed the co-stream.
With all of the points that they've accrued just here today, as that trophy will be completed and Ruler gets to lift another one alongside his teammates here for 2025.
Thank you. Well, GG. I think it's 7 PM. So I think we're playing one more game. Martin, Theater 21.
Really enjoyed it, man. Keep those going.
I'm gonna do my absolute best to try and get co-stream for Worlds. I've tried to get co-stream for LEC. Unfortunately, got denied. I'm trying to get co-stream for LCK. I'm doing my best. Thank you for coming by. Yo, Jackie, good to see you. Yeah, let's play solo queue. GG's to GenG.
How many titles in a row can they get? How many series in a row? Who can stop this squad? Well, we'll just have to find out, but it'll have to be in the LCK.
My question is, why did nobody play Riven? Kill actually teased. He hovered Mundo and Riven at the end there. Adults fans, Saber 2-1. Okay, I'm happy that Canyon won, even though he lost me my solo queue games. Sure did the best part with Kebab and explain your Canyon relationship trauma. True.
What a fantastic night he had tonight. And now it is time to throw it over to that beautiful stage with Ian Chambers.
GG. GG won. Alright.
And so it should be. Chovy, come here. Let's have a chat.
I actually want to hear the interview with Chovy and then I'll queue up for solo queue. I want to hear Chovy interview.
I do want to get to talking about the victory, the celebrations, but first, how, when you were dominating so early on, did you let them back into this one?
The first question you get asked when you win, hey, you won the first 2 games. Why did you end game 3 and game 4? Question? Why did you end game 3 game 4? Question? Silly Dragon, David 6. He says Kenyan was inting.
I think we just made a show.
You did make a show, that is for sure. Everybody here.
I thought he said Kenyan was inting.
Second of it, and you have just led your team to the fastest ever back-to-back international trophies in League of Legends history.
True, actually.
You must be so incredibly proud of yourself and your team.
이제 리그 오브 레전드 역사상 어떻게 보면 국제전에서 이렇게 짧은 기간 안에
Can you turn the YouTube stream on now? No, YouTube stream is gonna be for tomorrow. I don't think it's worth to turn the YouTube stream on for just one game. I don't think that's worthwhile.
일단 당연히 우승해서 너무 좋은데 저희 팀이
Okay.
좋은 성과를 거뒀다는 게 많이 뿌듯한 것 같아요.
Yes, of course I'm excited, but I'm also proud how my team has, has gotten into this trophy.
Let's go, Trophy.
Things you must be proud of as well is this time last week you were literally on a flight from Vancouver.
Play about Saber Prime. You know, tomorrow they actually have to play LCK. I heard this on Kajo's stream. Tomorrow they're just gonna have to play LCK already again. It's like their schedule is so crazy. They were MSI, now EWC, and I think tomorrow they're already gonna have to play LCK again.
고된 여정이었을 텐데 그 여정을
Why did you start streaming 8 hours ago? We watched T1 GenG. Sorry, T1 G2 and watch this one.
일단 MSI를 우승해서 마음적으로 여유가 있었고 그리고 이렇게 힘든 일정은 여기 참가한 모든 팀이 다 힘들기 때문에 그냥 잘하면 우리가 이기지 않을까라는 생각으로.
GG guys.